don't have to break out
Is
into
this gland chat?
discussion groups right now, but glands fascinate me because you hear of things like your body gives you like an adrenaline dump,
Yes.
or maybe there is like dopamine or some type of what's the pleasure hormone?
Dopamine.
Is it dopamine?
Yeah.
So if this stuff is already in your body. Mm-hmm. Why do we not feel it all the time?
Why? Because it is actually released by your body into the system. So you're saying why, if it's contained within the body, wherever it's contained?
I know there are medical explanations as to why, but I find it wild that stuff is already there.
It takes energy, and if it just did it all the time, then you would just have to do nothing but consume calories in order to.
Well, I know that, but I mean, it stores this stuff, it creates this stuff, it stores it, and then your brain decides now is the time to release it. But it's already, anyway.
I can explain it this way, and maybe this will make sense to you. You have poop in your body, but you're not always tasting poop.
Yeah, but that's not in my mouth, so I don't know.
I try to use my most medically.
Or I don't know, Steve, because I've never tasted poop. So
I have.
You might always taste poop.
I do find glands kind of a fascinating part
Glands are fascinating.
of the human anatomy.
Is that your new character? The gland?
The
rubber
glander.
gland man?
Gland man.
The rubber gland man.
Gland man.
There's going to be a new show starring Preston and Billy Bob Thornton.
There you go, gland man.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, we're going to get into the entertainment stories. Pamela Anderson confirmed in an interview with People that she and Liam Neeson did, in fact, have a brief romance after filming Naked Gun.
Peoples is peoples.
She shared that they spent an intimate week together at his upstate New York home. And she recalls sweet moments from gardening in his yard to going out for dinner.
Let's go gardening.
At a French restaurant. She said, Liam and I were romantically involved for a short while, but only after we finished filming. I had my own room. Our assistants both came. Even family stopped by. We went to dinner at a tiny French restaurant where he introduced me as the future Mrs. Neeson.
Oh, he's very smitten with her. There's a funny scene in actually the new Naked Gun where they spend a weekend case in a cabin.
Yep.
She said apparently their romantic lost weekend even included Neeson chasing off a bear at some point.
Go away. I have a specific set of skills.
But they eventually went their separate ways for work. And that said, Anderson says that it was the real deal. She said, I always was laughing when people thought, oh, it's a publicity stunt. And I'm like, a publicity stunt? This is real. We have real feelings. Adding that they're good friends. And she's sure that, quote, we will always be in each other's lives.
So I wonder if it was that good, why it isn't going now.
Well, so she mentioned in her documentary, the one that was made by her son, and she just talked about how she loves love.
Right.
She just loves being in love.
Right.
And it's more of the feeling and what's around her in overtaking, building a relationship and finding somebody to stay with forever.
She's less enamored of that than she is of just the concept of love.
Yeah.
You also, in the story you're saying that, Liam Neeson has an upstate New York home. It might be a freaking distance thing here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She might be
possible.
LA-based and he might not be LA-based.
Yeah.
I can get on a plane.
She has a new pickle company she has to deal with.
What's that?
She has a pickle company. Yeah.
Okay.
Then it's made with herbs from her garden.
Pamela's Pickles apparently is a thing. Right?
Sit on this. Let me watch.
All right. Well, anyhow, you never know. They might reunite and create something out of it. We'll have to see. Wendy Williams may finally regain her independence before the end of the year, according to her attorney, Joe Tacopina. Speaking to Nightline, Tacopina said, the plan is this. There are guardianship attorneys, and we're watching and waiting. And they've assured Wendy by year's end that she'll be out of guardianship. And he emphasized that the talk show icon has shown significant neurological improvement.
I wonder how that's going to play out, because she seems, when I've seen her about as opposed to Britney Spears, she seems to really be all together,
Last month, sources told TMZ that a top neurologist in New York concluded Wendy does not have frontotemporal dementia, contradicting earlier test results cited by her guardian. Experts noted to TMZ, though, that the condition never improves, making Wendy's recovery especially notable since getting clean and sober 3 years ago. So that's something you don't come back from.
Yeah.
So maybe it was a bad diagnosis. I don't know.
maybe that's the case.
Tecopina also previously warned that if the judge does not end the guardianship, he will push for a jury trial. So we'll follow along on that. Another trial, another issue like that going on. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's high-profile legal battle has hit a delay. As Judge Lewis, it's going to drag out even more.
Forever, yeah.
As Judge Louis Lyman posted their upcoming civil trial, or postponed it, originally slated for March 9th. The proceeding was pushed back to May 18th after Judge Lyman explained that he has 2 criminal cases that have to come first, saying as important as this case is, criminal trials take precedent.
I'm totes busy.
The judge also scheduled a January 22nd hearing for summary judgment arguments and instructed both sides to reach out to a magistrate judge to explore settlement
So
options.
that's how these things get dragged out for years, because he says, okay, in like 4 months and 5 months, and you keep adding things like it before you know it, you're years into this thing.
Yep. So that continues on. This is nice. Ryan Seacrest is about to receive a singular honor. The TV host and radio personality will have his name prominently displayed on the football facility in his hometown of Dunwoody, Georgia. The DeKalb County School Board announced this week that it approved the recommendation from the Dunwoody Naming Committee to rename Dunwoody High School's football stadium to Seacrest Stadium.
That's pretty cool.
While attending Dunwoody, Seacrest not only got his on-the-mic training as the host of the school's morning announcements, but he was also a member of the Dunwoody High School football team, which won the 1992 AAAA Regional Championship.
Hey.
I don't know what position he played, but
Ron.
I did not know that.
My guess, not a linebacker. He's a small guy.
He seems like maybe, I would say, quarterback or wide receiver.
All right.
That's where I would
Maybe
put
he's
him.
fast.
Yeah.
Maybe running back.
A defensive back.
He was a defensive
Starting
back.
on the offensive line and later playing defensive back.
Wow. You know what, though?
Offensive line.
Yeah.
He was very hefty.
Was
growing up.
he?
Yeah.
No
he was
kidding.
very hefty. He had a weight problem when he was younger. He might have been a big,
Well, looking at Marissa pulled up pictures of him in high school. He doesn't look hefty, but he does look broad-shouldered. So it looks like he could, he could have played that part.
You know, so I think he's really grown into the Wheel of Fortune.
I think he's fantastic.
He's
Yeah.
terrific, and he has this. They do this byplay now. With him and Vanna, and it's actually pretty well done. Like there was a woman asking Ryan about dating. And, Vanna pipes in and says, you probably shouldn't ask Ryan about that. And it was a great exchange. Yeah.
He very much follows in the, Pat
Sajak
footsteps and has that same delivery, which is what you need. It's kind of like what Ken Jennings has done over at
Absolutely,
Jeopardy.
yeah.
How often do
learn
they
from the best.
How often do they use Pat's daughter on the show?
Fairly often.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
She's kinda
handles all
taking
the
over?
social media. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I have a story about Family Matters actor Darius McCrary. In October, he was behind bars for a warrant out of Michigan over a missed court appearance regarding his failure to pay child support. He played the oldest son on that show.
Did I not pay
Eddie.
that?
According to his reps, McCrary was released on Monday, adding that he pleaded no contest to 5 felony charges and is set to return to court for sentencing in February. After his release, his lawyer said the resolution reached today makes it clear that family does not matter and that it always has. The family does matter, sorry.
Could you repeat that for the court?
And it always
I
has.
didn't understand that.
The resolution allows Mr. McCrary to correct the misleading narrative and put this matter behind
Was
him.
he the one who briefly flirted with a boxing career?
Oh, I don't know.
Remember that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember that
Or
story.
did he just simply play? Might have played a boxer in a movie.
You
All
got me, dude.
Hell, I don't know.
All right, congratulations to Justin Thoreau and his wife, Nicole Bryden Bloom, who have announced that they are expecting their first child together. Source confirmed to people the couple are indeed going to be parents 9 months after tying the knot back in March. Thoreau was previously married to Jennifer Aniston, remember, for a stretch there, 2015 to 2018. So they got a baby on the way. Good for them.
If it's a boy, they have to name it Simple Jack.
Simple Jack, you think so?
Because he wrote that for Tropic Thunder.
Oh, my God. Emily in Paris star and playwright Jeremy A. Harris was arrested on suspicion of drug smuggling, being held in a Japanese jail as of yesterday.
Oh, you in trouble.
Harris was a free man, having been released from custody after 3 weeks behind bars. Law enforcement officials declined to say whether Harris has been charged, but a representative for Harris said no charges were filed and that the actor will remain in Japan researching an upcoming project.
Japan has always had arch drug laws. You remember that Paul McCartney classically was arrested holding a very little bit of pot years ago.
Yeah. Daisy Ridley is voicing her support for Adam Driver's campaign to revive the canceled Star Wars film, The Hunt for Ben Solo, reacting for the first time to the project that stirred up massive fan enthusiasm. Speaking to IGN, Daisy admitted, "I knew a piece of it. I heard rumblings, but she said she was stunned when the news broke publicly, adding, 'Oh, wow, Adam is saying it.' And that's the big surprise of the year." Ridley said the fan movement, which has included plane flyovers above Disney's studio lot, has been uplifting, explaining, "I do love when there is a collective of positivity. I like when people join forces, excuse the pun, from all around the world." As for whether the momentum is pushed for the advocate to advocate for more strongly for her own Rey film, Ridley simply expressed confidence in the team behind it, saying that it will be worth the wait.
They've both been mentioned as possible casting decisions for Gland Man. So we'll see.
I would approve of both of them.
Yeah, I think
Adam Driver and Ridley Scott.
Absolutely.
They can be in Gland Man for sure. The Prime Video hit series The Boys is getting a video game adaptation.
Oh, that's cool.
It was just announced on Monday that The Boys Trigger Warning will arrive next year and will include the participation of the show's cast.
Steve, there is a new season of Gen V, right?
Yes.
Is it good?
No, I haven't started watching it yet.
All right.
So the Boys has Gen V actually debuted now?
You know what? I think it. I'm looking over at Sam. Sam might know this. He does not know. Even I don't know.
But The Boys is wrapping up Gen V, I thought. The premiere season of Gen V, or was it the second season? Anyway,
it was a premiere
both last seasons, Gen V was better than The Boys.
So season 2 of Gen V came out in October.
All right, then I gotta get on that, man.
Players will find themselves in the game on the front lines of the war against Supes, according to the news release. Players team up with the Boys to infiltrate the corrupt Vought International. The virtual reality game is now available to pre-order at MetaQuest or to add to wish lists at the PlayStation Store. So it's going to be a virtual reality game.
All right.
Which should be kind of interesting. Sigourney Weaver may be preparing to leap from Pandora to a different adventure, as sources tell Deadline that she is in talks to join the upcoming Tomb Raider series at Prime Video. With Avatar: Fire and Ash marking the end of her long run in the James Cameron franchise, the iconic actress is eyeing another major property, and though insiders insist that a deal has not yet closed. Sophie Turner is already set to lead the series as Lara Croft, with Phoebe Waller-Bridge attached as writer and executive producer. Production on the series begins January 19th, adding momentum to what is shaping up to be one of Prime Video's biggest action productions.
So you said that our run with Avatar is coming to an end, but there are like 2 or 3 more movies, right, left?
Yeah, I guess maybe her character's
character might bite it.
Yep,
yeah.
I don't know. I've lost track after the first movie. I don't really know.
Yeah.
So Time magazine has named K-pop Demon Hunters its 2025 Breakthrough of the Year, highlighting the animated musical's record-breaking success on Netflix and its surge into award season. Seemingly coming out of nowhere earlier this year, the movie and songs have been a huge success. Golden, performed by EJ, I don't know, Audrey Nuna and Ray Ami, as the Hunter X group in the movie, has been on the top of the global charts for 18 weeks so far. As Ji Young Yu, who voices Zoe in the movie, notes, "Every time I'm on the street, at least one K-pop Demon Hunter song is playing in a store or restaurant." The movie itself was also recently nominated for multiple Golden Globes, including Best Original Song, Motion Picture, and Best Motion Picture Animated.
There's such a good energy about it, and it is a lot of fun. And even if you think it's not going to be something for me, take it out for a spin.
I'm going to.
You might enjoy it. I did.
John Stamos is returning to the small screen in the hit Netflix series The Hunting Wives.
John Stamos.
The Full House star has been announced as a new addition to the cast, along with Cam Gigandet. Cam Gigandet and Dale Dickey. They'll join previously announced season 2 cast members Kim Matula and Alex Fitzallen.
Yeah.
As well as returning stars Brittany Snow, Malin Ackerman, Jamie Ray Newman, and so on.
I know you haven't watched it, but
Nope.
and it's one of those things where, I get it if you don't get around to it. Claire and I really loved it. It is wrong in all the best ways.
So here's what will happen. Season 2 of The Hunting Wives is expected to premiere in 2027.
What?
So I will wait till then.
All right.
And I'll watch season 1 and roll into season 2. Because I'm tired of waiting for a long time.
So am I.
For seasons.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of it. There are shows that I've been all in on. Like I am, ride or die on this. And then they wait 2 years for the next season, and then I've lost interest in it.
That's it. You lose momentum.
It's difficult.
And other things come out that get your interest.
Yep, most definitely.
Bro.
Yeah. By the way, I'm caught up on
Dairy.
Dairy. What are they trying to do to us?
I mean,
We'll
right?
talk. We'll talk.
All right, we'll talk.
Oh my God!
Right.
I was crying.
So was I.
Okay.
Are any of you guys watching Palm Royale?
Never even heard of it.
Horrible.
Oh, that's the one with Kristen Wiig and Carol Burnett. It's cute, and John Stamos just popped up on that in a small role, but he's good.
Okay.
That's
What
all.
about it?
John Stamos just popped up on a role, and he's on Hunting Wives.
Oh, yes. Wait, was that Hunter? Yes. I'm sorry. I was
all right.
thinking K-pop Demon Hunter. All right. So
Two
he's
thumbs
in
up on that
too.
show. It's good.
All right, and then one last story, and then we'll move on to the clips. Jenna Bush Hager has partnered again, and it was announced yesterday that Chanel Jones,
Which I love seeing this.
remember from
It's
Fox
great
Good
Fox,
Day?
yeah. And she just went through the loss of her husband.
Yeah, it was. She had to take some time off.
She's been named the permanent co-host of the 10 a.m. hour of NBC's Today, filling the vacancy left by Hoda Kotb's departure.
I think it's tremendous. She's very sweet. Mike Jarek, obviously a big fan of hers as well.
Yeah.
And this is great news.
Jones has been with the network since 2014, becoming co-host of the third hour of the show in 2019, and she was introduced as Hager's new co-host in an extended segment on the show yesterday. So Today with Jenna and Chanel is going to launch on January 12th, so that's really cool. I'm happy for her. All right, clips, here we go. Percy Jackson and the Olympians the crew plunges back into the monster-ridden sea of monsters to save Camp Half-Blood. And here, Leah Sava Jeffries teases what to expect this season. Here we go.
In the second season, the intensity is not just intense by itself, but it's also because it's fighting against your own kind. And I think that's one of the big differences of season 1 to season 2, because it's like, oh, these kids, they're going on a quest to, fight against your own family.
Shut up, dummy.
New season of Percy Jackson and the Olympians kicks off today on Disney+.
I hear it's really good. I watched a little bit of the first season. I thought the production values and everything were really good. I need to follow through on that.
I liked it as well.
Yeah.
But again, it's a case.
Take too long.
It was so long ago. I don't remember where the hell it left off.
So
and
here,
all that.
let's put this out. You snooze, you lose.
I like that.
Keep us hooked.
All right, here's the next clip. Simon Cowell, the next act, covers Simon Cowell as he pulls back the curtain looking for the next hit boy band. And here Simon gives a little insight behind the creation of his new show.
From the UK and America, there hasn't been, whether male or female, a breakout band. And in fact, obviously One Direction or Fifth Harmony, boys and girls, were probably the last two that really had a big impact worldwide.
Simon Cowell, the next act, is now streaming on Netflix, by the way. All right, and there you go, your entertainment report. There was a lot of entertainment in there today.
Just jam-packed full of entertainment.
Speaking of that, it's not going to stop. We do have some stuff going on in the program today. Chad Daniels will be joining us. He's going to be at Helium Comedy Club on Friday. We will check in with Fox Good Day, Mike and Alex. And we made this announcement early this morning, and I'm going to continue to hit this because the sale starts at 9 a.m. There have been a limited number of tickets released for the Pierre Robert Show of Life, which is going to be next week. And they go on sale today at 9 a.m. So if you missed out on that chance to get those tickets, and trust me, they were in crazy high demand, and we understand a lot of people didn't get an opportunity to get tickets. This is another shot at it. So Ticketmaster today, 9 a.m. Those go on sale. Just want to make sure that you are aware of that. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back in just a moment. So make sure you stay with us, my friend.
Yes.
National Cheesesteak Day. Yes, it is. Got an email that says, "Hey, Preston and Steve Show, happy National Cheesesteak Day from Whizzle Truck. We were at the Camp Out for Hunger last November.
They're great.
And we are just about to hit our 1-year anniversary of being in business. Over 100 events in the area in such a short time. And today we're feeding some well-deserved hungry people at Pico. Couldn't think of a better way to celebrate the day. Sincerely, that is from Chris and the rest of the Whizzle team.
Whizzle faux shizzle.
Faux shizzle, baby. I'm not going to have a cheesesteak today. I'm kind of watching what I'm eating. I'm trying to hit some weight goals. I hit my little goal earlier this week, and I want to hit my medium goal by tomorrow.
So your weekend, though, you give yourself a little latitude.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah, weekend I always give myself a latitude. We've got a Pudge's nearby us, which makes a great cheesesteak. So I might go by there and celebrate National Cheesesteak Day a couple of days.
It's been forever since I've had a classic.
Really?
Like a classic cheesesteak that are, you can find them anywhere here. We live in Cheesesteak Central, but calorically, it's always a tough thing to reconcile. But if you're going to go all in on the weekend, you give yourself a bit of a cheat. Yeah. I have to think now where I want to go, what I want to get.
I have a friend who's a member at a golf club, country club called Applebrook, and they make when you go to like an upper level where they use really quality meat and stuff like that, it's to die for. So I'm going to have to dive into one soon.
I don't think about calories ever. Like
Ever.
I really, I don't.
I got you.
But I'll probably do a cheesesteak every probably 5 or 6 weeks or something like that. Yeah, and I have Thunderbird is the place that I go to. That's just
it's a wonderful place. Everyone has a great time. We cut the meat thinly.
Yeah, it's slicely thinned or thin sliced.
Thinly sliced. No.
Thin slicely.
Thin slicely.
And our chefs, Ert and Bernie, will take care of it.
No, it's Bernie and Ert.
Bernie and Ert, please.
But there is, right down the street from them is Delco Steaks, and they are making waves in Delaware County as far as cheesesteaks are concerned.
And just because they're so tasty?
Yeah.
They have a wave machine.
They do have a weight machine. No, no. Their approach to the cheesesteak is...
They're redefining it?
No. It's more akin to like your Pat's, Geno's, Jim's. It's just real good quality stuff.
Sometimes if you just make it in the classic sense, with, as Preston was saying, the best ingredients, you become a thing.
But they're also not far from each other, so you really can't go wrong. But so National Cheese, is it National or is it Philly Cheesesteak Day?
Today's National Cheesesteak Day. That's how it's been quantified. I don't think it's National Philly Cheesesteak Day.
So there'll probably be some sort of ceremony at Arlington or something.
I've told you when I see the words Philly cheesesteak, I'm like, that's not the real deal. No. Just immediately I think of that. But whatever.
Yeah. There's a place that Casey has recommended to me that I still haven't been. It's called Nick Filet. I think they have 2 or 3 locations at this point. There's one in Paoli. But I've heard that their cheesesteaks are banging, and they use, Preston, like really good cuts of meat. And it's like a standalone kind of steakhouse. It's not at all like a fancy place. I think the one in Paoli used to be like Roy Rogers or something. But anyway, I want to check that out.
Nick, and you just started talking about variation and Wilson's.
Oh man, they were here yesterday.
Yeah,
apparently they stopped by and had some goodies.
Meatless. They're
you like the Impossible one. Yeah,
holy effing
it's
hell!
Good too. It doesn't taste like a regular cheesesteak. It's something different.
Yeah,
and it's fantastic.
It's funny, Nick. I've recommended Nick Filet, but I've never actually been. I've only ridden my bike past
son
it.
of a wait a minute.
No,
you'll recommend places you've never been to?
No, I didn't actually recommend. I probably just asked if he's ever been because it's Nick.
No, you said it was the best place you'd ever been.
That's
you were
a
like,
lie.
I love it so much.
You will eat nowhere else but this place.
But it
only looks really good from the outside.
2 locations that I know about. One is in Paoli on Route 30, and then there's another one right on Beach Avenue in Cape May.
Now I'm trying to think if I've ever recommended a place I've never been to before to somebody. I'm sure I have at one time. And you need to go there.
Great.
Never been there, but you need to go there.
I did on this show one time.
What
I had recommended Flex ice cream in the villas. And then somebody was like, you ever been? I'm like, no, I haven't, but my cousins have been there.
My cousins have been there. We don't, we do know.
But I have been there since.
All right.
You ever recommend a movie that you haven't seen?
No.
I probably have. I heard great things.
Yeah. So anyhow, thank you to Wizzles for getting in touch with us this morning. And yeah, National Cheesesteak Day. So get out and celebrate and enjoy, if you will.
There's a wealth of places to go to.
We're very lucky. We had the one guy who had rated 1,000 of them. You remember? Took, 3 years, something like that, and eventually got through all of them. And I did have the full list printed up here, and I'm like, what am I doing with this? I'm never going to...
What, are you going to will it to your kids?
Yeah, I'm never going to go through this. I eventually threw it away, but there's some good suggestions there.
Well, sometimes I fall, though. Again, it's been years. Well, no, I've had the Wilsons. So that's still a cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I amend my statement.
Yeah.
Speaking of eating, I saw this interesting survey. It was done in the UK, but could definitely be tailored to pretty much anywhere. It's a new survey of 2,000 adults, and they asked them about their secret snacking spots.
Secret snacking spot.
Okay. And so, if you're Kathy, you eat nowhere but the kitchen or the dining room.
Oh, like actual locations in your house?
Yeah.
Right.
Sneaking.
You will not bring food upstairs. You will not hide stuff under the pillow.
No.
No.
Definitely not.
Do you have to? You have to eat in the kitchen?
Wait, but hold on. Why are they secret?
Okay.
Oh, well, go ahead. Explain.
I had a secret snacking spot.
Why?
And I do too.
I'll explain in a little bit. Well, you go ahead.
Sometimes we won't have sweets in our section of the house, but my mom always does in the basement. So
Okay, so you sneak
I
down
will
there?
sneak down there.
Okay, all right,
and it's
all right.
even better if she's not there.
I got it.
Because then I will go absolutely crazy.
Then you can put a bra on.
That's stealing is what that is.
Does she come home and she's like, what happened to my...
No. She has more sweets than she can handle. I mean, she's like a bird anyway.
He's like Norman Bates in the basement.
That's funny.
Casey's there with the wig on, sitting in the rocking chair, eating Charleston chews.
I mean, Kathy, last night, for instance, I finished my dinner. I worked out hard yesterday, okay? I ran. I did a whole bunch of stuff. I earned it. Okay. So I opened my freezer.
To neutralize it.
Okay. I opened my freezer, and the ice cream that I was expecting to be there was not there. And we had no other sweets in the house. And so I snuck on down to my mom's, and I grabbed some. And it was like leftover Christmas candy, a cookie or two.
Or two.
cream.
Yeah.
Some of her medication.
Just a little bit.
All right, so
She's not going to use all this amoxicillin.
the secret snacking spots, and feel free to share yours if you will, 215-263-WMMR. So there's 20 of them, and number 20 on this list was my secret snacking spot inside a freezer room at work. So when I work...
Oh, my God.
You too?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
At McDonald's.
Yeah, when I worked at York Steakhouse, that was the name of the place. I was the food bar attendant. I've told you guys this before. I would, because I wore an apron. Okay, and it had an apron, had pockets on it.
Big pockets.
And I would grab stuff from the food bar and slip it in my pocket.
Okay, so it's stuff you shouldn't have been eating.
And then I would go into the freezer and eat it.
No,
That was my secret.
So that's why you have to sneak.
Yeah, you're hiding from
You're
one.
hiding
There's still an application, though,
Not
at
all
home.
of them. Some of these are other than hiding. But
If you want to hide, if you're going to go, you have something that you want to eat out of your significant other's eyesight,
right.
then that's really what it is.
Like in the movie, This is 40.
This is 40.
Remember, he's out over the
With the-
trash
with the
can.
muffins.
Eating muffins and things like that.
When you have
So
children,
she doesn't know.
When you have children, they are like seagulls, Steve. If a seagull sees another seagull eating a French fry, it flies immediately over there.
Right.
So if you
don't want to share.
If you're eating anything that is slightly delicious and your kids see it, they're like, "Well, what is that? And can I have some?"
By the way, going back to you, Casey, a texter says Casey's mom probably buys extra snacks for him.
Isn't that sweet?
Because she
does.
knows he's down there doing
I'm
it.
going to put the rat poison in these.
The walk-in freezer at McDonald's was a really good hiding spot for a number of ideas. One was sneaking food. The other, like if it was just a hot day in the summer, you could go in there. And the door was so damn heavy that if anybody was ever going to come in and check in on you, you got a warning. So if
you had time.
You had time. So if you're shoving, a few extra nuggets down your gullet.
Did it have a release on the inside?
You could, in theory, get locked in there.
Oh boy.
And so I don't think anybody would ever die inside one of those bad boys, but like you could definitely get locked in because the lock, Steve, was from the outside. So if somebody slipped a little pin through the handle, you could get stuck inside.
He had nuggets in his mouth.
All right, so other secret sneaking snack spots are in the basement, in a closet.
I don't eat in the basement.
Who's going in their closet to eat?
I probably. Yes, I guess.
Well,
there are people who will go. There are people, like Casey said, in some cases, depending on the size of the closet, you don't want to invite the troops to join in. This is my thing. I'm going to eat it by myself, and I don't want to be discovered.
Or if you are sneaking it, there's also another movie scene from Parenthood.
Yeah.
Where Rick Moranis' wife.
Oh, yeah.
He's very controlling over what they eat, and because, we need to stay in shape
She
and all
can't
this.
stand
and
it.
whenever she would get pissed off, she'd go and she had this shoebox filled with Twinkies and things like that. And she would slip off and go eat them. So,
Well, there's a mindset too. Like I can, again, I'm not doing it so clandestinely, but I will be in the kitchen and I will move out of the doorway, standing, because if you stand, you can turn around quickly. You can put it in the refrigerator. You can hear someone getting up. Yeah. So you got to stay mobile. You got to stay on your feet and ready to respond. Yeah. And so I'd say right in the kitchen.
Yeah.
On the counter, facing the wall that goes into the den. So it's my clandestine spot. I don't know if it's a secret spot.
So when you're the patriarch of a family and you come home and let's say you've stopped at a McDonald's or a Dunkin' Donuts or whatever, sometimes there is the expectation that, if you stop there, you probably should have gotten us something.
Us.
So us being our children or your spouse or whatever. So I will, a lot of times, finish my food before I even get into the house, and I will sit in the driveway, in the driver's seat of my car, and I will eat my meal, and all of the trash ends up in the trash can.
Yours are funny, Casey.
Well, because then they make you feel guilty, Kat. You didn't get me anything. It's like, I did not.
Will you call an audible? I always do. I will pick my wife up something all the time, just because if you don't want it, great. But I kind of know what she wants.
I do that too.
And getting the "what about me" treatment is not worth the risk of not getting something.
See, for me, I'm not doing any of this secret eating because I think if it has to be secretive for me, I shouldn't be eating it.
Oh,
so if I have to hide that I got something and I can't share it, then I shouldn't have.
It's not that I'm hiding that I got something. It's that I'm hiding that I didn't get you something.
We also talked about this. Also is germane to the notion of creative eating, to hide your eat. So I will never in an ice cream pint. I will never scoop out. I will shave off top layers so that optically from the top
stays flat.
And if it's split like parts chocolate, parts vanilla, I will reconstitute the line so you can't quite tell.
By the way, Casey, I know for sure there are people that do exactly what you do, that eat every last crumb, clean it up, finish, make sure there is no evidence left over that I stopped anywhere on the way home.
Oh, and it's even better if you can crumple your bag up into a tiny little ball. And the top trash bag in the trash can has a little bit of an opening that you can squeeze
Cram it in there. They'll never know. Who's going to go digging around in that trash?
If you can crunch it up big enough to put it in a cup.
Yeah. Even better. Yeah. And then crumple the cup.
Just drinking. What, I can't drink?
Yeah. Let me go to some calls. I'll come back to this list, but it's secret snacking spots. And I have Brittany who wants to chime in. Hi, Brittany. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up, Brittany?
So I had a secret snacking spot until about 3:30 this morning.
Oh.
I have a drawer underneath my bed.
Okay.
That's meant for clothing. So, but I have some clothes in there, but I also have some snacks. Well, it was about 3:30. I heard some crinkling, and it turned out to be a mouse.
A mouse was in your snack stash.
I heard it.
No food upstairs. The show of life for Pierre Robert next week on the 17th. The tickets go on sale today at 9 a.m. via Ticketmaster, and now included in the lineup, Mark LaBelle from Dirty Honey.
Yeah, it's
is going
great.
to be on with the Hooters and in the Pocket, and Ed Roland at Collected Soul, and Lizzie and Joe of Hailstorm, and Brent and Zach of Shinedown. So it's shaping up to be a very, very special night. So if you can grab some extra tickets, 9 a.m. Ticketmaster. Hopefully you can snag some. We were just singing along off air to "Find Me Somebody to Love." And obviously, that's a wonderful thing when you can sing out loud and enjoy that sensation. And this time of year, with Christmas music, it's something that can happen involuntarily, especially if you're in public and you hear a song and it comes on and you start singing along. It's just, it's a good feeling to have.
I had a bit of revelation going out to the Polar Express run over the weekend. My wife and I driving out to the Colebrookdale Railroad, and we were asking, so I said, as your favorite Christmas song, has it updated? And it has. Her Christmas song is George Michael, Last Christmas.
Okay.
I love that
I actually
one.
just saw, hang on, I have a little tidbit in music news. Let me pull my music news folder here. That song has hit a new milestone. It is number 2 on both the Billboard Hot 100 and Holiday 100.
Wow, okay.
And that's the highest U.S. peak ever, 41 years after it was released. The song also reached 9 times platinum. Providing that's 9 times.
9 times.
Proving its status as a holiday staple, by the way. So,
Yeah.
George Michael Entertainment celebrated the moment, calling it a testament
Sorry.
9 times.
to a brilliant song and timeless record as well.
Yeah.
And Andrew Ridgeley of the band added that the track has become one of the most cherished Christmas classics.
I don't mind some of the new stuff, like Kelly Clarkson new one, the Ariana Grande. But when I put up my Christmas lights outside, I've done this the last few years, I throw my earbuds in, and I put on Bing Crosby's White Christmas, that album.
Yeah. You go old school,
Yeah,
which I can see certainly. It depends on what mood you're in.
Yeah.
When you break, do you break more often for contemporary, or will you break for holiday classics?
I go for classics.
Okay.
And what I liked about that, because the album's not that long, and I was out there for probably like 2 hours, never getting up on a ladder because I got my Delco trim lights, but I'm out there for a couple hours, and so after that album is done, then Apple Music will then go on to
Similar stuff.
Yeah, so
yeah.
then I'm getting Nat King Cole and all that stuff, and I loved it.
The thing about the Christmas song is that the new ones don't surface that often, and that's great. I think people maybe try, but not all of them stick.
It's a tough swing.
But maybe, yeah, it is a tough swing.
It
I don't
is.
think that as many come out as we think might. You know what I mean? Because why not try and write a holiday classic? Once you do that, you're set for life,
Do you know where you hear a lot of them? You'll hear a lot of them in the parade, some of the new songs, and they're all, waking up on Christmas morning, tinsel in the tree, and all this, hot cocoa and gingerbread, snow on the ground, presents on, we know!
Yeah.
The Offspring put out a new one a couple years ago, which I thought was good because at least it gave like rock radio more Christmas songs to play that weren't
What
just
was that
covers. I forget what it is, but they
See,
put it
there you
out.
go.
It clearly took.
It didn't take.
Well, that's the issue. And as we've said many times before, if you can write one that has some teeth and that holds, that you can live off that.
An example, like Casey said, the Kelly Clarkson song, that has now stuck around for a few years. It's not like the go-to Christmas song, but it's got legs. I don't know the Ariana Grande one. Is it new, brand new?
All right, so I'm thinking in my head, I'm singing the
Super Thin Christmas?
No. The Kelly Clarkson one. Which one's it?
That's Kelly Clarkson. Presents, what a beautiful sight.
Gingerbread, hot cocoa.
Give me a moment. Yeah, by the way, Marissa, was the Offspring, was it Christmas, Baby, Please Come Home? Or was it an original? Because we have this one.
You too did that.
I thought they wrote an original.
Yeah, this is a cover.
classic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
that's
hear
a
it.
cover.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, new research from Finance Buzz reveals the Christmas songs that annoy Americans the most. They use data from Google Trends and survey of 1,250 U.S. adults to create the list. And surprisingly, Surprisingly. Well, what before I reveal?
The one that annoys the most.
What do you think?
I'll tell you one that annoys the F out of me, and maybe that'll translate, and it's one that's annoyed me forever, is Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
That's a novelty song. That did not make the top 10 on this list.
So if we're talking an established Christmas song that people hate.
Yeah, annoying. So, yeah, I guess that would be hate.
I'm having a tough time.
And it's surprising, Press?
It's surprising. It's extremely surprising.
Is it, in fact, White Christmas?
No, it's not. That's number 8 on this list, though.
Is it Rudolph?
It is not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's not even in the top 10.
Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time.
That is number 9 on the list.
Is it Mariah Carey?
It is Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas, which is also one of the most loved Christmas songs. Yeah. So I think maybe by sheer overplay,
repetition,
that people find it to be enough. You know what I mean?
What happens? It's often used the bridge or the chorus or whatever it's referred to as. It's often used that snippet when they're tagging a Christmas.
All I want for Christmas is you. Yeah. So.
And it's also one of like the first ones you hear.
At the beginning of the season?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's number 1. Then you have the Chipmunk song.
Oh,
I love that one.
Yeah, the classic one. Christmas, Don't Be Late.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Feliz Navidad from Jose Feliciano.
Which I love.
I don't find that annoying at all.
I find it, in fact, I just found a re-love of it this year.
That one could be an earworm. Like you get stuck in your head.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
And we don't know any other words except Feliz Navidad.
Prospero.
I know the whole thing.
Do you?
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
So there you go.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hey. Then you have Holly Jolly Christmas at number 4. Burl Ives, the classic.
So that is what appears at the end of Rudolph.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Then we have, all right, so this is a specific, well, I guess it's covered by singers, a variety of singers. Baby, It's Cold Outside. I love that song. I know that it's
rapey.
It's rapey, supposedly. The guy's trying to talk her into one more drink. Come
Baby,
on,
it's
baby.
cold outside.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not Benadryl. That's just the eggnog.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine there needs to be a version of him singing that song?
It's cold. It's 71 outside.
Wow.
It's cold.
It is funny, though, because you're hearing, because when I was putting up the lights, I heard a couple of different versions of it. And she's like, just another cigarette more. They're talking about like, hey, let's just catch a butt real quick.
Smoking and drinking.
Just another tab of acid.
Number 6 is Deck the Halls.
Love it.
Number 7 is Happy Christmas, War is Over.
Oh, no, come on.
Oh.
Yeah, that is Avery's favorite song.
It's a beautiful song, except for the Yoko singing.
Yeah.
That's it. When it gets to the chorus, I'm like, she doesn't do the over the top screaming, but it's still. Yeah, it's just not a good voice, but it's a beautiful song. I still love it.
The first notes of that song will make you tear up. That part. That's her singing White Christmas.
I was wrong. It wasn't. Avery's favorite song is the Band-Aid song. Is that?
No, different song.
Yeah.
So the Band-Aid song is Do They Know It's Christmas?
Yeah.
Number 8 is White Christmas, the ultimate classic.
Dude, that's my jam
Beautiful
right there,
song.
man.
Number 9, as we said earlier, is Wonderful Christmas Time from Paul McCartney.
Well, you have some whopper Christmas classics in this list.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right. It can't be on the quality of the song. It's got to be on the repetition level.
I think so.
But I mean, that's what this time of year is all about.
You know what used to be, though? It used to be that malls were the big perpetrator of burnout on Christmas music, but the mall culture has pretty much gone away now.
Right. Yeah.
So that used to be the thing when you go shopping, retail, and you'd go from store to store, you would hear all over the place.
Yeah.
So I don't know where people are hearing it most now. I don't really go shopping that much anymore. So I don't know that I'm being beaten down by the Christmas songs.
I noticed it at restaurants. Last night we were at Nifty 50s. And I mean, my favorite Christmas songs are Wham! I love The Waitresses, Christmas Rapping.
That's a great song.
The Kinks, Pierre introduced me to that song, which is really fun. but the other songs, like the classic ones, I think of them like Nickelback songs.
Okay.
Like you start singing along to it and you catch yourself, and if you're in the mood, you're like, yeah, this is a jam.
Right.
But otherwise, you might get a little mad at yourself and you're like, damn it, why am I singing Christmas music?
Oh my God,
right
I'm singing
now?
Nickelback right now. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Number 10 on this list is Do You Hear What I Hear?
Beautiful song.
Yeah,
and I don't get that because that is a beautiful song.
Those are all the standards right there.
Yeah, I mean, I thought there'd be a lot more quirky songs that I was unaware of, but
Yeah.
no. So I'm gonna say it's repetition.
Yeah.
It's simply it. Yeah.
By the way, that Ariana Grande song is Santa Tell Me. So she's like, Santa Tell Me. We have the audio.
Wait, you're
here.
singing Baby Baby.
Well, that's kind of what it sounds like.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
go ahead. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard this one.
It's a sweet song.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. Is it Peebo Bryson sings? I can't remember when it comes on. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a great song, and it has a slightly different sound to it.
Okay.
And
Is it a classic or is it?
I think it's becoming one
Okay.
over the past maybe 7 or 8 years, and I'm having a complete brain fart. And the worst thing in the world is trying to remember a song you can't
Yes.
remember the artist, and you can't quite hum it.
But you know, so Steve and I were having a conversation off air before the show this morning because I was talking about how I just love looking at my Christmas trees. I have 2 trees. One is the standard white light Christmas tree that, you know, we dress up to make look nice. And then we have the other one. It's smaller and it's got tons of colored lights on it. But it just brings me back to the time when I was a kid sitting in my living room and I would put on, you know, the cassette.
Oh, yeah.
the Bing Crosby White Christmas cassette. And I would just sit there on the couch and just look at the tree, and I would dream about Christmas because, you know, you get all these presents, you know. It was never about the birth of Christ. It was always about the presents.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's such
Yeah.
a magical, nostalgic,
Yes.
warm, like a blanket enveloping you. It is such a wonderful thing. I remember my mother had a 78 Preston of Christmas of the Bells, I think it was, and like Silent Night, you know, you'd hear the record played at 78. And but I mean, I have fond memories of that. You know, the Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
Yeah, and I think I'm coming back around. I don't want to
Two
say
Live Crew.
2 Live Crew is great. No, but I don't want to say I became a Grinch, but Christmas was a hassle for a while. When you're,
Was it a humbug?
and it's funny because I know my wife's listening right now, going, you know, dude, crap, you know, because she's the one who wraps all the presents. But it was kind of hassly, you know. It was a little hassle.
Listen, I'm
you know?
still on the hassle train with Christmas. I don't like relish it anymore,
Right.
At all.
But it is a lot of work. As an adult, it's a lot of work, and as a child, you don't appreciate, you know, everything that goes into setting that mood.
So what I've realized, and over the many years, is that Preston, it is a massive hassle.
Yeah.
For me, it is a massive joy as well. The joy is so extreme that can override. I have been chasing an elusive light issue on the front, you know, Chevy Chase with the decorations. I'm like, you son of a bitch! What keeps blowing out this? But I fixed it and it's good. But I know I'm going to be inviting that kind of agitation every freaking year.
Sure, yeah.
And to me, when you weigh it out, it's worth it because when everything is softly, lights are twinkling, and it's a crisp night, and it's the holidays, it's like you remember those moments.
Yeah.
And then if I see people come by and they look at the lights or there's a warm, cozy feeling, it's the best in the world.
It's actually why I don't really mind this cold weather right now.
No, it feeds the season.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want brutal, you know, dying on your front lawn of exposure.
Yeah. It's funny because, you know, my daughter is coming home on Friday from, you know, Christmas break, and she's at Michigan State, and it's freaking cold there right now. And she's going to the Eagles game on Sunday because I don't go to Eagles games anymore. And we were like, oh, it's going to be like 30 degrees out. And she's like, 30 degrees.
Oh,
You're like, that's nothing, man.
being in college and 30 degrees is nothing. That's what my friends and I have been talking about. Like,
Well, being at Michigan State and 30 degrees is nothing. It's
Yeah.
like 7.
but you would go to the bars with like not a jacket on.
Oh, you're right.
Like you
Topless.
just felt it was just a different feeling then,
Yeah.
and now layers upon layers.
I wonder what it would be like, though, to be in fully warm weather this time of year, and if that would make a difference at all.
I've been when I used to go visit my dad in Texas,
Yeah.
for the holidays occasionally, and it was in the 70s and low 80s. It's festive, but to me. But it's just because I was raised in the Northeast.
I agree with
That's
you.
what I'm familiar with.
I have friends of mine whose grandparents lived 2 doors down from me, and so they lived in Winter Park, Florida, right outside of Orlando. And to me, I'm like, it can't be Christmas if it's 80 degrees.
And you're also familiar with the shot of the 3 wise men with their ski boots on in the manger.
That's right. You know, it's all part of the tradition.
ski culture, that alpine feel to the manger.
Brian?
So I lived in Daytona Beach for a couple of years, and the holiday season, it's, you see like Christmas trees, like palm trees done up the same way. So you have that, evoking of it. But the minute that I heard that like snow was coming into town, I would go right to the beach and just be like, you know what, this part's okay. I miss the snow. Like, I kind of like the ocean.
Do you know what one of my favorite things, actually, around Christmas time is that Corona ad?
Love it! I was just going to say
with the
that.
light up palm tree and the guys whistling "Oh Christmas Tree." I love it. I'm like, that's how I want to spend Christmas, man. I have for years tried to convince my family, let's go to an island for Christmas. The kids are old enough now. It's okay. We can do that.
And you can't get 'em.
That picture in the green room of Pierre standing with his toes in the water with a Santa Claus hat on. I love that idea.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Now that there's Wawa in Florida, my friends that have moved down there to escape the cold, every Thanksgiving get a gobbler. And they paddleboard to a sandbar and eat their gobbler on a sandbar while we're freezing up here. And
I love it.
It's all about adapting wherever you are.
Yeah.
I guess so. It just doesn't feel the same. But you know what's funny?
It's genetic. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I'm just curious, Maurice. Find out how many white Christmases Philadelphia has had since 1975. Because it's not like the movies, your standard movie where you wake up on Christmas morning and there's snow on the ground.
We've had those,
Yeah.
certainly, and they're wonderful. If it's cold, to me, colder.
Cold and not raining.
All my life, I've been raised, and that's part of it. It doesn't matter what you're raised in, you're going to be used to.
Right.
And that's part of the deal. I like the Courier and Ives. I like the whole Norman Rockwell dashing through the snow kind of thing. And that's my jam.
Okay, here we go. Marissa found out this little stat. Philadelphia, over the last 60 years, has had 6 white Christmases.
Right?
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, does that mean snow on that day, or that because
Snow
there's
on the
snow
ground.
still on the ground?
Right.
I just consider
I think
snow
it
on the
means.
ground.
I
Snowing
think
on
this
that day.
probably means that it snowed on that day.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, we did have one year. I remember several years ago, the kids were little, and it was Christmas Eve, and it started snowing, and I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool.
All right.
That was kind of fun.
Diving deeper, it says there were no white Christmases between 1967 and 1998.
Wow. And then it says 2000, 2008, 2009, 2012. We got snow on December 26th. So right in and around that.
Okay. If it's after Christmas, though, I'm not counting it.
Doesn't count.
I want to do an island Christmas. I think it'd be so much fun. I think it'd be great.
I'd like to do one of those. I really would. And I also like to do like a New England, like Vermont ski mountain Christmas.
We go north. Go like to Banff.
Yeah, Banff. I just want to say that.
Wow. All right. Well, anyhow, however you decide to spend it,
Now you know the music you can play, and that'll make you hate it.
it'll annoy people.
Yeah.
Something that touches on this, I saw a list of the most dangerous toys of the year.
This is always a big announcement because I remember for years there would be a big Now this stuff appears online, so it's not. But the news would report tonight at 6 the toys that are going to kill your children this holiday season.
Are they any more dangerous than the ones we got? Like I got a wood burning kit for Christmas. You know,
No,
like,
I mean they're definitely not more dangerous,
Right.
but there are still dangerous toys. But yeah, dude, I got a chemistry set and wood burning kit and
there was all sorts
motorcycle,
of crap. All sorts of crap that you had to plug into a wall.
I got a shotgun one year.
did you really?
20 gauge shotgun. I was 4th grade, 5th grade.
Yeah.
My brother got an
The Smith and
Italian
Wesson.
rifle. Yeah, for my bolt action rifle. It's part of the deal.
Yep. So, yes, the U.S. Public Interest Research Group Education's Fund's 40th Trouble in Toyland report.
All right,
is
let's
out.
hear it.
So these are the things that are considered the most dangerous toys. They flag them as most dangerous for the holiday season. The Miko 3. PIRG tested 4 toys containing AI chatbots, including this one, which has wheels and a screen face and is supposed to build feelings of companionship and social connection. But these voice-activated toys can have open-ended, sometimes inappropriate conversations. As a report found, they can suggest where kids can find matches or knives, act sad when kids have to stop playing, and contain few or no parental controls. So they can also collect sensitive data like recordings of kids' voices. So they're calling this a dangerous toy.
This is funny that on this level that an AI toy with this issue would make it to the list because we have heard that now lawsuits are starting to take place with AI and any of the chat programs or any of the AI programs where kids have been encouraged because the AI is simply trying to go along with what the kid is asking, encouraged to off themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That ain't good. Then you have Kuma, the teddy bear.
Kuma.
This toy was found to talk about a range of sexually explicit topics, but it's been taken off the Folo Toys website and is reportedly undergoing a safety audit.
Put your finger in my butt.
PIRG also named 2 other toys.
What did Kuma say?
With chat bots as potentially dangerous. Grok, a talking rocket, and a Little Learner's Robot Mini. So those
What
are
color are your mom's nipples?
This toy's too advanced. Too advanced.
Then you have the counterfeit. Is it called Labubu toys?
Yeah,
that's how you
they're
pronounce it?
huge,
Yeah, I've read about them. I don't know anything about them.
They're the big rage right now.
The fake version of these trendy plush collectibles are a problem because they're often made with materials that haven't been tested for safety and can become choking hazards.
Like tannerite.
Like tannerite. They might blow up when you least expect it.
Yeah, wow. Why did we use that?
Then you have e-bikes on the list. Yeah, kids love them because they are fun and they're an efficient way to get around. But experts caution that children ages 13 and younger may not have the skills required to safely handle them.
Some of these things can top out like at 40, 50 miles an hour, right?
50 miles an hour?
I mean, those are just straight up motorcycles.
That's
Steve,
yeah.
I saw these 2 kids outside of Wawa. This is like a week ago, and they were straight up wearing motorcycle helmets. And the bikes themselves look like little dirt bikes.
Yeah.
And I asked them, I'm like, how fast do these things go? And they were like, oh, about 28. I'm like, that's still. I mean,
That's a haul.
You're letting children. On motorcycles, and they'll be on the roads, on the sidewalks, or whatever.
Going 30 miles an hour.
Do I sound like a fuddy-duddy?
No, you sound like a duddy-fuddy.
Yeah.
No, I listen, it is, at any time in the history of mankind, parents would hear something like that and go, wow, that seems a little dangerous.
Right.
That's the velocity of something like that.
As a kid, I would like it,
Well,
but
there were mini bikes and there were go-karts.
I told you, I had a motorcycle.
yeah.
Well, and besides just the speed on e-bikes, it takes a little bit of learning how to use it. I wiped out using it as a mountain bike. Like it was an e-bike mountain bike. And the way e-bikes work, like as soon as you start to pedal, it takes off.
Yeah.
So I was on some rocky terrain and I was trying to, navigate through that. And then suddenly it just went off. And I almost went off a cliff on this thing because it was,
You need to watch out.
Because I forgot to turn it off because when it's on,
Yeah,
you
it's
lose
going.
the inertia.
The mechanism on that particular bike was You pedaling, would it kick in the electric engine?
Yeah, so it's pedal
You
assist.
wouldn't you be using like a throttle?
No, it's a pedal assist
Oh,
on the
okay.
e-bike.
Wow.
And so as soon as you start to pedal is when it ignites and then it starts to take off.
I can see where that would throw you off.
So, Steve, you can set the setting on how hard you need to assist it. Or
Okay.
not. You can very lightly pedal, and
Right.
it will go at whatever that top speed is. And you can set that too, I believe, on the one that I've ridden on anyway. Or you can have it make you work yourself work a little bit harder at pedaling, but it's an assist thing.
But if you completely turn it off, it's a very heavy bike.
Yeah.
So you
it's got
don't
the
want it
battery.
completely off because then you're just dragging that whole thing around.
And then you're putting this in the possession of people who don't have any on-road training, who don't know the rules of the road, who don't necessarily care about the rules of the road. You know what I mean? And so that's another issue.
Scofflaws.
So I was riding a motorcycle. Like I said, I had an 80cc motorcycle when I was around the same time I got a shotgun.
There we go.
We lived in a fairly rural area, and I had trails and things like that to ride on, which is where I'd really open it up. But I would go from friend's house to friend's house riding on the road in just my neighborhood. But I have seen kids on the e-bikes, and I'm like, you might not even want to be riding that there where you're riding it right now.
I remember my older brother had was it a Yamaha or a Honda motorcycle?
Yeah.
Nothing super powerful, but we had enough room in our backyard that I could ride it around the backyard. And I was a little kid.
Yeah.
But it was pretty wild.
I had two different friends who had mopeds when I was in 8th grade. The one set of friends, because they were twins, I burnt the hell out of my leg on the muffler because I didn't know mufflers got hot.
You don't realize I did the same thing.
Yeah,
And,
and
you
then-
you learn quickly.
The other friend, I just remembered this right now, but that moped, the chain was broken on the pedals. If for those of you who don't know, you had to pedal the moped in order to get
Start the engine.
To start the engine. So with this moped, in order to start the engine, you would have to run next to the moped and then
Jump on?
And then jump on. And I'm running next to this moped. I'm on President Avenue in Rutledge, and I'm running next to it. And then I start it, and this thing just took off and just dragged me. Oh my God, that was so funny.
That's so fun to watch. I love it when those things happen. All right, one more thing, then we got to take a break. The other most dangerous toy on this list is the Crazy Art GameX jewelry kits. And they were recalled earlier this year because they contain dangerous chemicals. But a report found that they are still available on eBay if you are looking for those. So
I don't know what this chemical is.
yeah, those are the most dangerous toys. So you got to beware, especially if you've got kids that are of a certain age. So, all right, anyhow, we do need to take a break because we have a check-in with our friends at Fox Good Day this morning, and the Bizarre File stories on the way. We'll come back with those two things a little bit later on this morning. Chad Daniels, Helium Comedy Club, will be on the program, too. We'll be right back.
The bedroom.
So I got up at 3:30. I took all the snacks downstairs. I put them in a bag, put them in the fridge, and I threw out any trash, and I vowed to not do it again.
No, all right. Well, I could see that. I could see that being the end of that for you. But
That is. Yep, that's the
but
end.
maybe like putting it in an airtight container, or
You have to be
something like
yes.
that.
No.
She's out. Brittany's out.
That's it's done.
By the way, the number one place on this list that people have their secret snacking spot is in bed. So that's where people like to do that.
So a lot of times, if you're up in bed, you don't want to at night. You don't want to take the walk down to the kitchen and get stuff. So I bought Claire a mini fridge for she's on another floor in the house. She never uses it, So it's one of those things you don't want to get out of bed. And I kind of subscribe to your notion, Kathy, too. It's good to have that distance to stop you from going and getting it.
Will she eat in bed?
No, really. She will eat before she goes.
'Cause I love-
Now, I'll find wrappers like if it's been a particularly candy night.
I love bed and I love food, but I don't like the two of them at the same time. And
Right.
I need separation. I don't like getting crumbs in bed, and then you roll over them.
There's
later
one
on.
thing I can eat in bed, which is the Hers pretzels.
Yeah.
Because the opening of the bag is big enough
So
that you
big.
could eat over it.
You can eat over it?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
But then also, like, you know, the secret for eating in bed with things that have crumbs is make sure that they're all bite-sized. So you're not actually biting into something.
So that you're
it
creating-
all
Yes.
goes into your mouth.
All goes in
Do you
your
know
mouth.
it's a good height too, Preston? And I do it at home. I keep rotisserie chickens on my lathe.
Yeah, you're laid.
Right.
Yeah, so
Smart.
yeah, right?
Rochelle and I will eat in bed sometimes if we're like watching a movie or something like that. I'll bring up like cheese and grapes and crackers and things like that.
look at you.
And, yeah, I like to make it nice.
a charcuterie board made out of a pillow.
Maybe a little hummus. something
Brittany's
like that.
story is probably the exact reason that I don't want any
The
food.
mouse?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like mouse. I have a friend who used to eat in bed, and I guess crumbs got on the floor, and he literally woke up in the middle of the night to ants crawling all over him.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so
Let me
that's
go to
not-
Megan. Hey, Megan, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Megan. Do you have a little secret snacking spot?
Yeah, so years ago when I used to work at Wawa, we would have like so much spoilage that we threw away. So I would like sneak some of the food and run back to the dish room and eat it.
In the dish room. What's the dish room at Wawa, by the
In the
way?
dish room at Wawa, uh-huh.
What is the dish room? I'm not familiar.
So basically, back behind the deli, we have an area where we wash all the dishes that we use.
Okay. All right.
So yeah.
And so you would slip back there. Would you do it? Would you be kind of hiding? You know, and did anybody ever catch you with your mouth full?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
If you-
Offered.
If you work in a place though like that happens to have you says as you say, Casey, you know,
Megan.
mouth, you know, small, biteable like nuggets.
Yeah.
Dunkin' was great because Dunkin', the nuggets,
The donut holes.
you can pop those nuggets. Close your mouth. You can have 2 or 3 of them, and
The munchkins.
Don't you know though? Like
Yeah.
when you're done chewing, like
Yeah.
you think like, oh, they probably don't know. They know. They know you've eaten something.
Yeah, I just got a text from my friend Jen from college. She just said I literally rolled over onto a honeycomb this morning.
Let's go to Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Lisa. All right. So your secret snacking spot.
Okay, so I used to work in a diner, and sometimes the cook would give me a scallop or a shrimp, and of course it would be too hot to eat, and you'd be busy. So I would put it in a souffle cup with a lid, put it in my apron, and I would eat it in like 10 minutes when it was cool.
so to the outward appearance, you would just simply be drinking out of a cup, but you're actually eating shrimp.
Actually eating shrimp or scallops. Yeah, it was
I have to imagine
Little-
that there's
little
nothing
hors
better
d'oeuvre.
than diner shrimp.
Yeah, diner scouts is probably better.
I gotta deter these things.
Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it. I will when I go to the grocery store. I do this now, and I always felt kind of guilty about it. But grapes are a crapshoot, man. Sometimes you get them
Sure.
and you take them home and you eat it, and you're like,
What the hell?
this batch sucks.
Why am I alive?
Well, they're sour.
Yes,
And
I hate that.
I do too. So I will put the grapes in my cart.
Give it a little taste.
I will be walking through shopping, and when I'm alone, I'll snag one of those bad boys and take a quick
Just
bite.
one?
Just one.
Okay.
Listen,
What, like a fistful of grapes?
No, I just wasn't sure.
that
if
was
you
a great
snacked
movie,
on
by the
them.
way.
No.
Fistful of Grapes for Clint Eastwood.
And I feel kind of bad because grapes are sold by weight.
I wasn't sure if they were sold
They
by
are.
the bag.
They're
Okay.
sold by weight. So if I sit there and ate a bunch, I'm stealing
Is
at that
it
point.
inappropriate? I don't think it is. If you're in the produce section and you take one grape to sample, I've seen people do that.
I'm sure people do it all.
I don't
the
think
time.
that's frowned upon. Is it?
I don't know.
Is it?
I'm
can
not going
you-
to find out.
If you're in the meat section, can you cook a piece of meat over a lighter
I don't
just
wanna
to
get-
see how good it is?
I don't want to get banned from my grocery store, so I hide it while I'm
I
doing it.
don't. Yeah, I can't imagine. You think somebody would say something to you if they saw you eating a
probably not.
grape?
Especially your big celebrity.
Sir, don't eat the produce. Let me go
Oh,
to
Mr. Elliott, I didn't recognize you.
Let me go to Colton. Hey, Colton. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my man. All right, so secret snacking spot.
Well, I mean, I think every guy has it at least. I mean, I'm a car guy. I'm a garage guy. I mean, everybody's got the garage. Everybody's got the beer fridge. I mean, hey, I got to go do this. Like last night's garbage night.
Yep.
You go out, you're doing garbage. You have a beer while you're out doing garbage because you know you're not going to get interrupted while you're in the garage.
Yeah.
So it's just a nice place to have, that one beer that you got to have at night or whatever, and you're not interrupted while you're doing it.
Yeah. So you do it. You pick your area. You come up with your cover story. I'm going to go polish this turkey in the garage.
Colton, are you slamming that beer while you're out there?
No, I mean, that's why you have to make up a good enough backstory that, hey, I'm going to be out there for like 15, 20 minutes or so. Like, it can't just be like, hey, I'm going to go grab a 9mm wrench and come back.
Well, you said take out the garbage. Taking out the garbage takes about 30 seconds for me, so.
Well, no, because I have a garage can that I have to do. I have recycles that I got to. So there's.
I'm going to straighten up a little while I'm out there. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
I'm going to rotate the half and half.
All right, that's a good one. The garage, definitely. All right, thank you, Colton. Appreciate it. Let me go through a few others. We got tons of calls here, so. Other ones are, like I said, in a closet, a public toilet.
No.
Oh, dear
Yeah, that's
God.
like a brothel or an alleyway with junkies.
In a child's playhouse.
Just any random child?
I don't know. A public changing room.
Oh, what the hell?
In a swimming pool. I mean, I don't mind that if I'm at a pool party or something like that.
But to me, that'd be very obvious if you're going into the pool with a turkey leg.
Yeah, exactly. Up in the attic.
Okay.
In the laundry room, in a hot tub. Some of these aren't secret snacking spots. Like you said, Steve. That's
you want to be out of the line of sight.
All right. How about this? During exercise.
What?
No.
Occasionally, I'll put cheese wheels on my bar instead of plates.
I can't eat during exercise.
No, me either.
Breathing too
Oh,
much.
it's very easy.
I don't like to eat right before exercise.
No, me neither.
When you guys are curling, you don't eat French soup?
No, well, maybe I should try because I do like that.
In a storage room at work. All right, I can see that. Yeah.
So that was again that ended up being on a number of occasions where I'd go to the storage room. There's nobody back there.
You ever take a nap in a storage room?
No.
Yeah,
I don't know.
me neither.
In an elevator. Okay. I don't.
Just go up and down.
Get a high rise.
Just eating a salad in the elevator.
It's like a magic trick. Well, I'm going to make this meal disappear.
On the toilet is another one.
No.
A public stairwell. Why would you? Okay, I don't know.
I guess just to hide.
Yeah, if you're hiding in like the basement, then like a stairwell, I could see.
People used to smoke in the stairwells here. You know, you'd walk in.
Did they?
Yeah. You could walk in there and smell the cigarette smoke.
If you go with someone else, you could have them get at the top of the stairs and roll M&Ms down into your mouth.
That's true.
All right, thank you very much. So we're about a minute away from Fox Good Day. Just a heads up, we made this announcement earlier this morning that the Pierre Robert Show of Life, which is coming up next week, we have added more tickets. And there's a chance for you to get, there's a limited number of tickets that are going to be released today at 9 a.m. through Ticketmaster. So if you were interested, make sure you check in with that today at 9 a.m. And Mark LaBelle of Dirty Honey has been added to the lineup on top of that. So this is going to be a wonderful night. It's going to be a heartbreaking and wonderful night, both in the same evening, and celebrating the life of Pierre Robert, of course, and honoring all that he gave to us and left for us. So we want to make sure that you're aware of that and giving it a shot. 9 a.m. Ticketmaster, limited number of tickets, and a portion of the proceeds will benefit Mana. The music means we're going on Fox Good Day, so let's get to it.
Hey, Preston and Steve. I have a question for you, as I do almost every week. Alex and I went to a holiday party last night. Now, I did not specifically go to the host and say, hey, thank you, I gotta go. I just left. Is that okay, Preston?
How many people were there? Any idea, Mike?
There are probably 100.
Oh, yeah. Please. You did the right thing, actually. You got out of there. No, I think it all depends on the size of the party.
Exactly.
If it's a rager, you just bail. You get out of there.
If it's a dinner party,
you you go to the bathroom and never come back.
Where'd you go?
But it wasn't until a few years ago that I embraced the concept of the Murph.
Oh yeah,
which is just when you fade and you get out of there without making any acknowledgement whatsoever. Now I embrace the Murph. I love the Murph.
I love the pre-Murph, which is you don't go but act as if you attended the party in later conversations. Hey, thanks for last night. I didn't even see you yet. Oh, yeah, I was there. In a party of 100 people, you could get away with that. I think that's the way to go.
But what about smaller parties, like house parties? What if you're really close with the person throwing it?
You need to say, for the host, you need to say thank you for inviting me. Wherever listen, the odds are they saw you. Did the host of the 100-person party even see you last night, Mike?
Oh, everybody sees Mike.
Oh. Yeah, they knew I was
now,
there.
and it also depends.
He gets around.
It also depends on who you're going to the party with. If I am with my wife,
right,
I have to look at when I want to leave, and 45 minutes before that, I need to start saying goodbye because we'll never get out of that. We will never get out of the place.
What if you're with your girlfriend?
Then we can murph.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's one of those where I'm doing everything like we are leaving. We are leaving right now. The doors, see it there. We're going. We're leaving right now. We're leaving. And we're still there 30 minutes later.
But have you ever had, I feel bad though, because sometimes when you leave and you don't say anything, they text you, where are you? Did you go? Like, don't you feel bad if you get those texts?
Did you already leave?
I don't get them
I don't
a
get
lot.
those texts.
I don't make a big enough impression at anything I go to for people to notice I'm missing.
Stop.
Holly, it's a big different one for you. You're Alex, you're the one.
Yeah, star of the
People
party.
want to be around you.
Instagram.
And,
everyone wants to get their picture with
No.
you. Yes.
True.
I do it with Mike though, because when we would go places together, sometimes he would slip out and not tell me. So sometimes I'll look at him and I'll say, before you go, you better say something.
And did he do it?
All right. Do I have to?
Yes, he does it now.
All right.
Oh, I behave now. I've been slapped around.
Oh, stop it. No.
Do I need to send a text today to the host from last night saying thanks a lot?
It's always nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that's a good move.
Right. And then if you can, I think that's a nice
He
move.
sounds so thrilled.
Where was
All
it?
right.
They're
Was
probably watching right now, like.
Was it at their
In
home?
fact, I'm getting one from somebody right now.
No, it was at a restaurant.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
But the host asked him 3 times, right, to make sure that you were going. So that means they
That's
really
right.
wanted you to be there.
Yeah.
All right.
Three emails.
I think you owe them a text. Yeah.
Now, do you all have a Christmas party?
I don't know.
If it is, we're not invited. We really don't.
Dude, you guys know you do the mornings. I quit going to those
I don't
years ago.
even-
They always do it on a Wednesday night or something, and I'm like, I just no. I
It's
can't.
no good.
There'll be times when I people who work in the I work with are coming into the building, and I'm like, do you need a hand with the card? I'll get you. I work here, dummy. So I don't know. We don't get invited to these things.
Steve?
Yeah.
I did that very thing last night. I introduced myself to a woman, and she says, Mike, I've worked at Fox 29 for 3 years.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
The worst.
But she works at night, so.
Well, but these kind of Christmas parties lend themselves to that kind of encounter where you haven't, Lonnie from the mailroom you haven't seen ever, and suddenly it's a problem.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Who are you? Thank you, kids.
Thank you.
Take care,
We'll
man.
see you
We'll
next.
throw them a party. Maybe you can invite them to ours.
We'll come to that. All right. Well, we can dive into the bizarre file right now.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought to you by Delco Trimlight. Visit delcotrimlight.com. You can schedule an estimate on installation of the coolest permanent programmable holiday lighting system around. So this is pretty wild footage. I saw this morning on the news. On Monday evening, a driver of a car suffered minor injuries after a plane crashed onto it as it landed on Interstate 95 in Brevard County, according to the Florida Highway Patrol. At around 5:45 p.m., a fixed-wing, multi-engine aircraft collided with a 2023 Toyota Camry in the southbound lanes of I-95. Video shows the moment that the plane attempted the emergency landing. The 57-year-old female driver was taken to the hospital for minor injuries. The 27-year-old male pilot and his 27-year-old passenger were not injured, and some people stayed at the scene of the crash. Everybody, as you can imagine, pulled over when it happened, but they said both engines had failed, and they had
no option.
no choice but to put it right down there.
Kind of amazed at the driver of the car. Well, minor injuries, but, but thank God.
Yeah, so the dash cam catches the plane flying directly overhead Jim Coffey's car, and he and his son Peter were returning from a trip to Atlanta. They said, we just saw this plane drop out of the sky. They were seconds away from the plane colliding with their vehicle. Instead, it flew over and crashed into another car. Peter had said, I thought it might maybe aim around and not hit the car, but bam, the wheel just smacked right dab into the back of the car. Wow. Fortunately, it didn't roll. It kind of mashed and went to the side. The National Transportation Safety Board report is expected within the next 30 days or so.
Yeah.
A 35-year-old California man who died aboard a Royal Caribbean cruise ship last year was served at least 33 alcoholic drinks at the ship's bar, according to his family's lawsuit. Yeah.
Does that constitute over-serving?
Maybe. Michael Virgil had boarded the Navigator of the Seas in Los Angeles with his fiancée, Connie Aguilar, and their son. The lawsuit alleges as they were on their way to Ensenada, Mexico, Royal Caribbean crew members negligently overserved Virgil in a matter of hours while he exhibited obvious signs of intoxication.
Isaac would never do that.
While intoxicated, Virgil attempted to find his cabin room, got lost, and became agitated. There's video footage of him kicking in a door because he wanted to get in this cabin. It wasn't his. He was confronted by Royal Caribbean security members who allegedly tackled him to the ground, and they subdued him with their full body weight. Royal Caribbean crew members also allegedly injected haloperidol, which is a prescription medication used to treat psychotic disorders, into Virgil at the request of the ship's captain. Multiple cans of pepper spray were also used on him, the attorneys claim. The father ultimately died in the care of Royal Caribbean staff and crew members. A Royal Caribbean group spokesperson said, we were saddened by the passing of one of our guests, worked with authorities on their investigation, will refrain from commenting any further pending litigation. The attorneys noted in the lawsuit, Royal Caribbean had the right to refuse alcohol service to anyone who was visibly intoxicated, but allegedly the company failed to do so to protect Virgil's life. They also claim that the cruise line deliberately markets its all-you-can-drink beverage packages to passengers and ensures that there's a bar in every nook and cranny of the Navigator of the Seas.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah. In addition to negligence claims in the alleged overservice of alcohol, Aguilar's attorneys also claim Royal Caribbean is negligent in hiring and training of its crew members, including medical and security personnel, alleging they contributed to Virgil's death.
So now they have these cruise ships that are basically like you can cruise down to the Caribbean for like $100.
Yeah.
But you pay for absolutely everything aboard the ship.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're basically paying for your bed, and then everything else you're paying.
Well, this guy didn't even have to pay for booze.
Right,
That's the thing. It was all covered in that. A Jeopardy champion from North Carolina has been arrested on 2 charges of felony secret peeping, according to court documents. Philip Joseph Joey DeCina won the show twice in November of last year, walked away with $44,698. He returned in January for the Champions Wild Card Tournament, and he didn't move past the semifinals. But the development engineer from Raleigh was arrested on December 1st in Maple, North Carolina.
And the clue is looking at women while they're changing without consent.
According to the warrant, authorities accuse him of unlawfully, willfully, and feloniously, secretly or surreptitiously,
you got them all covered there,
installing in a room a device that can be used to create a photographic image, namely camera placed in the bathroom with the intent to capture the image of another without their consent. He was on $5,000 bond, which he posted, and his first court appearance is set for Wednesday.
We got a picture of him up in the studio here with Ken Jennings. Throwing off a peeper vibe.
Yeah. All right, for a Disneyland enthusiast who marked his 15,000th spin Monday on an auto racing attraction inspired by the animated film Cars, it's not about winning, it's about the ride. So this guy, Joe Allen Hale, said that he was eager to try out the Radiator Springs Racers Ride, Disney's adventure, Disney California Adventure, after undergoing gastric bypass and knee replacement surgeries in 2010 and 2011. He said he quickly found himself hooked on the ride, which debuted in 2012, and began tracking his races in a notebook, jotting down his car's color, lane, and whether he wins or loses. He said, I fell in love with the ride. And he started carrying a sign to mark every 100th ride and remembered how Disneyland workers clapped when he reached 1,000. Well, on Monday, Hale took a ride with friends who work at the theme park while wearing a Cars-themed cap and holding up a 15,000 sign. He has ridden it 15,000 times.
You know anyone who's ridden on this thing?
No. I have no idea what the ride is like.
I think you actually the environment you go through is these sort of cars.
Radiator Springs?
Radiator Springs.
Yeah, that's the name of the ride. So Hale said that he visited the resort known as the happiest place on earth more than 1,100 times. He said that he's taken the ride an average of 13 times per visit, largely thanks to the fast-moving line for single riders. He said that he doesn't tire of it, especially since he never knows which car he's going to pull ahead in and win. Hale said that there's no formal record for riding the attraction, and he said Disneyland officials said that they don't have one. And Guinness World Record said that they don't track it either.
He also set another record, 50,000 times not kissing a girl.
Wow. So there you go. That is what I have in the bizarre file for you this morning. All right. We are going to give away right now a chance for you to be in the studio audience for the Preston and Steve Christmas Miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle! Yeah!
All right. We'll take caller number 24 at 610-660-9333. And you will be on board to join us for the event. And it is going to be next week at the Colonial Theater on December 19th. We are looking forward to seeing you there. And all of your festive adornment, if you dress up, you could be in the running for our ugly sweater / Christmas costume contest prize. It's beer for a year and Jason Kelsey signed football from Garage Beer. So you might get called up for some contests, and either way, you're going to walk away with something, and we're definitely going to have a good time hanging out together.
It's always a blast.
As we head into the end of the year.
We love this event.
The Colonial Theater in Phoenixville, of course, and is presented by Phoenixville First. So caller number 24, 610-660-9333 will get you. Be back in just a moment. Stay with us. The Shed, it says. I can see that.
A shed is a good one.
Yep, it's a really good secret spot.
Septic tank.
In the bathtub, which is
I'm not a fan of that.
Like if Rochelle takes baths quite a bit, and I will bring her up a little, little something nice.
Spaghetti.
Some spaghetti. Yeah. Some buffalo wings.
Here, I brought you some hobo stew. It's your favorite, isn't it?
On the stairs, just at your house, sitting on the stairs. I can see that.
Yeah. That's my favorite spot for soup.
And then number 2 on this list, this is Casey. It says while driving. I think just in the car.
Yeah.
In general I think that's got to be one of the big sneaking food spots.
You have a delineation though. Parked and driving.
Right.
What is your driving food? Your number one driving food?
Oh,
I think
you know what that has become for me is a like a burrito supreme.
It stays contained.
It stays contained.
Yep.
Not messy. One hand, easy
Absolutely.
to eat. Burgers are pretty simple too, as long as they're not, like you're not getting like a loaded burger with tons of stuff on it.
Right.
Yeah. Fries are good.
Like a McDonald's cheeseburger, pretty damn simple.
Shish
very,
kebab.
very easy to eat while you're on the road.
Yeah, all of that contained, ready to go. French fries, easy.
Yep.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Let me see here.
Baked Alaska.
I'm going to go to some more calls here. Let's go to Mike. Hey, Mike, good morning.
Good morning, Ed. How are you?
Good morning, Ed, buddy. We're good. So, secret snacking spot for you?
I am currently 54 years old. It took me 45 years to figure out that the kitchen sink will disguise sounds of wrappers being opened.
Oh, okay.
Handy stuff like that. If you stand there and run the water, it will disguise many of those sounds, and nobody else.
I think you're talking my realm, because you go in the kitchen, you position yourself in a way you can cover the sounds. You can make, like, again, for me, it's a combination of that, hiding the sounds, and then also how you cut that piece of cake so it doesn't look like any cake.
Absolutely.
How you scoop the ice cream, all of that, how you rebuild the pile of French fries.
Right.
All of that stuff is critical.
Well done, Mike. Thank you. By the way, which leads me to the why are you hiding what you're eating? And on rare occasions, it will be I'm eating. So now, this is just at home. I wouldn't do this at work, but eating someone else's food, someone else's leftovers, and look at it and go, I think begging for forgiveness would be worth eating this. I didn't know it was yours. I didn't mean to. I'll get you some more. I have done that. What?
I don't do that.
You don't do that?
No, I don't.
Okay. You have respect for other peop's leftovers?
Other people don't.
In your house,
they'll eat yours.
All the time.
They ate my ice cream.
Yeah.
That's why I had to eat my mom's candy last night.
Let me ask you something. If you set up your dinner, everything's set there, you're ready to go, and you go to the bathroom and you come back and it's gone.
Yeah.
Can someone use? Well, you weren't here.
I mean, it's on a plate on the table.
Yep.
No, people wouldn't do that.
All right.
I mean,
Possibly-
the dogs would do it.
The biggest fight ever between my sister and I happened when I ate the last pizza, the last frozen pizza. I mean, physical fight. Throwing things, punching each other, the whole thing.
What kind of pizza?
I don't know, just some random frozen pizza, whatever.
When you want it.
Yeah.
When you've been thinking about it.
Yep.
That's like I told these guys earlier, I'm thinking about dinner today. And I'm like, what I want. I know what I want. And I'm going to have it. And if anybody gets in my way, I'll kill them.
I remember swinging a hockey stick at her earlier. I kid you not. Because she was punching me. She was hitting me. She was older than me.
You deserved it. It was pizza.
Yeah,
It was
but
the last one.
You know what?
I stand with you.
It wasn't dibs on her, or she didn't call dibs on it.
She didn't dib it.
And it wasn't hers. It was. It belonged
My
to
parents
the
bought it.
household.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
They should have been hitting you with hockey sticks.
secret snacking spots. Very interesting look at that. So thank you for your calls. We do appreciate it. We got to take a break. It's 7:51. We need to get to the bizarre file. We're going to have a fantastic actor, Mr. Chris Cooper, is going to be joining us along with his wife. She's an actress as well, Marianne Leone, and they're talking about a project that they have available now called Within. Todd Fedorik's going to be on the program too, former Flyer great, and more. Stay with us. We'll return in just a little bit. Light, we got some free ink for you to win Tattoos Day. So if you're interested in a $350 gift certificate for Floating World Tattoo and Piercing, just text the word tattoo to 39333 and we'll get a winner by the end of the program.
Did you get the email of one of our tattoo winners who did a Gene Simmons chicken?
No. Is that real?
Yeah.
No, I need to see that.
I'll dig that up. I thought you guys all got it.
No, I've got to see that. That's brilliant. That's as show-centric as you can possibly get. And it pays tribute to two great things, Gene Simmons and chicken.
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
It doesn't get better than that.
All right. This next segment might not work. Who knows? We're going to see if it does or not. We have talked about this in the past, about bringing in some items to show and tell about.
Preston?
Yes.
They said the same thing about the X1.
And look what happened. It broke the sound barrier.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, the Preston and Steve Show is bringing you Show and Tell. Thought I'd throw in a little bit of Rush this morning.
Hey, the teacher, Preston, we'd like to see you.
Oh, my God, yes.
And your show and tell what you have for us today.
I remember sitting there with a big brown paper grocery bag.
Oh, yeah.
With whatever it was that I brought in, and we would all sit on the floor. And like Steve, the teacher would call you up, and it was your turn. And it was so exciting because you would have seen a couple of people go by then.
Yeah.
And you know that yours is way better than theirs.
And you'd have and you could bring in things like a new cool toy that you had. Like,
Yes.
look at this, what this does.
Yeah, totally.
I could be the a-hole kid who criticizes what the other kids brought.
Sure.
Oh, my God.
Because I didn't bring anything.
Totally.
And then, but everyone starts to pass out because you brought some stuff that you baked into the.
I poisoned them.
So I had I only remember one show and tell ever that I participated in, and it's because on my way home from school one time I found a gardener snake, and so I captured it and I put it in a Folgers can, and then I brought it into school the next day for my show and tell, and then the gardener snake somehow magically got away, and my mom let him go. She did not care for having a snake in our house.
By the way, check on that. Is it gardener snake or garter snake?
Garter.
I was pretty sure it's garter.
Garter snake, like in a wedding when you put the snake on the girl's thigh.
Yeah, and then it crawls around. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
That's cool.
And so people would be
What was that?
texting and saying-
Did I said it the wrong way?
No,
Garter snake.
The snake that you are talking about has a gray mustache.
Yeah, you said a gardener snake.
A Jim Gardner
Okay,
snake.
so what I brought, speaking of show and tell back in the day and when the kids would be there, is what I've mentioned before. I brought this to my third grade show and tell and recently found it.
Wow.
And hopefully...
This is a good one already.
I haven't brought this in for you before, and it just dictates, it just shows exactly what a different time it was, because, ladies and gentlemen, I brought to my third grade show and tell a World War II bayonet.
Oh my God.
A bayonet.
You actually brought that into school?
I did.
A weapon.
A weapon.
A weapon.
This is a knife. It's probably a good 10 inches long.
Good Lord.
And this was a bayonet that I bought in an army surplus store.
Yeah.
If you brought that today, the school would be surrounded and the SWAT team would be
I'd be
entering.
expelled.
Oh, yeah.
I'd probably be expelled.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But I told you there was another. So this is. I don't have any history on this knife, other than it was clearly sharpened quite a bit because it's got a section in the middle that's curved.
Yes.
Unless it was made that way, I don't really know. But it certainly seems well used. And this was definitely for a rifle because you can see where it would slide onto the barrel right here. And there's a button that you would push that would lock it. You could unlock it, and it's got a wooden handle with these kind of cross stitches in it. And there is a mark on it, but I've never researched it.
Do we know which army it was used for?
I don't know anything about this other than I saw a big freaking knife and I wanted to buy it.
So my dad...
And this is when you could, as a kid, you could walk into a store and buy a big-ass knife like this. I was in like third grade and I bought it.
We had a German, I believe it was actually a Hitler Youth knife that somebody given my dad while he was actively fighting the war, and brought it back. Oh, wow. Yes, Preston, that stuff was around the house. And as I said earlier, I brought a Civil War sword into show and tell. But remember, we had a bayonet as well. I was fascinated with the concept of the bayonet. So it'd be cool to kind of find out the history of that.
Yeah, it does have a mark on it. And I guess I could, it looks like a letter N or an M. I can't quite tell, with a crown over it.
That means Nermany. So it was an enemy weapon.
Do you remember the year you bought it?
Let's see. Third grade. It would have been 1978, somewhere around
How
then.
cool were stores like that to go to surplus? And Preston,
77.
They would sell dummy grenades.
Oh my God!
Yep.
They would sell.
Well, I told you another item I brought for show and tell, and I've told this before. It was a Vietnam War era incendiary bomb.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was literally a bomb casing.
Yeah.
It was about 2.5 feet long. It was orange. Had a fin on it. Had the front. Had an arming pin and everything on it. And I had looked it up. It was incendiary, so it was for creating fires, is what it would do. It wouldn't explode, but it would just spread fire all over the place. And it would be for torching villages, I don't know, whatever, burning babies, what they do. I don't know. But
bad babies, like German babies.
German babies.
Well, yeah.
The worst.
The Viet Cong, who were fighting at the time.
Yeah.
But I brought that in. You could bring that in without any concern. And listen, I think it's insane that we were able to do that stuff back then.
Yes.
And there's reasons why you can't do it now. But I found that stuff fascinating. Me and my friend Bubba at the time was his name.
Yeah.
We were way into Steve, like playing war.
Oh my God, that's
all
what
the
we did
time.
all the time, and with the full size GI Joes, and when you could get your hands on equipment like this, Preston. When I brought the full Civil War sword into, it was a cavalry sword too. I think it was a cavalry officer brought that into school. I was proud because I had a story attached to it. We just used that sword. My pool above ground pool was frozen, and I ran the sword about 50 times into the frozen pool liner.
Oh man,
my dad loved that.
So it was a Civil War era sword.
Yep.
What did you guys ever do? Those things are worth a ridiculous amount of money.
I guarantee you, it walked. My dad, when my mother passed away and we moved. My dad held the most crazy garage sale.
Wow.
Like things I had just bought ended up in the garage sale. I'm like,
He just sold
where is?
everything.
I sold it. It's like, Dad, this is where you can't run a garage sale.
Yeah. So I don't have much to tell other than that I took it to show and tell as a kid, and that's just insane.
It's a beauty.
This thing was allowed in.
Yeah.
there.
So would you want to find the history on it? Like, would you want to figure out?
I've had it for a long, long time.
You know, it's not something you probably take to Antiques Roadshow. There's probably not a lot of inherent value to it, but I bet there's a story behind it. And like, so you could talk to a military expert or some weapons expert, and I bet they could track down like the rifle that it was used for, the era that it was used, that kind of thing.
Probably. It's pretty beat up, but yeah.
Still. I mean, I can't believe that they sold it to you. You didn't have a parent with you? I can't remember if you said that.
I don't remember.
No, you could walk in, honestly, Case. There's a surplus store in Northport, Long Island.
Yeah.
You could walk in. I remember. And walk out.
I'd buy cigarettes for my mom.
I know.
Days, you know, I mean,
but if I came home with a knife like that, A, if they sold it to me, and then B, if I came home with it, my parents would be like, no.
Casey, I had a machete as well.
I couldn't even have nunchucks. I wasn't even allowed to have nunchucks.
We lived in a place, this is when I lived in South Carolina when I had this, and there were woods all over the place around us, so I needed a machete. Time for Presbo.
Totally Presbo.
Hi, Presbo.
All right, so I've seen a few things sitting around that I wanted to share with you guys. And
But
now
they're totally you.
They're totally me. Now is a good time to do this. I saw this article. If you're looking for great gifts for a kid on your holiday list, apparently there are some brands that are making a comeback with today's kids. And this is a report that has come out about the coolest brands of 2025.
So these are more nostalgic brands?
Yep.
Yeah.
The nostalgic brands that Gen Alpha is loving right now.
All right.
So this will be kind of interesting. Now, one of them is not really that much of a throwback. It's YouTube.
Yeah.
When we think nostalgic, we're thinking a little further back than YouTube. But apparently, as far as brands go, that is right now the coolest brand in the world.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Hey,
now,
guys.
what's that?
We are on it.
Oh, yeah.
That's how cool
are.
we are.
We also have Nintendo as one of the cool brands. Pokemon, Super Mario. You say Mario or Mario?
Super Mario.
I say Mario. Nerf is another one of the
I say
brands.
Narf.
You say Narf, okay.
But Nerf's always been a thing. I don't
Yeah.
think Nerf's. In fact, Nerf's gotten cooler over the years. Like,
especially with the rollout of these super complex Nerf guns.
oh my God, man, you had a whole gun closet, didn't you, man?
Yeah, we had it was the armory is how we referred to that. You also have Uno is a hot brand.
You were a fan, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we played, man. We used to put like multiple decks together, and you could just play Uno forever.
There's a lot of Uno collabs, like movies that are coming out. Ninja Turtle Uno.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We have a Ted Lasso Uno.
Yeah, we did. We didn't buy those types, but we had different versions of Uno. There was Uno Spin that came with this wheel that you spun around, were different things that you would have to do. And then there was Uno, it had this machine where you would hit it when you get a certain card. You'd have to hit the button, and it would either spit out one or two cards or a dozen cards.
Did you ever play Uno Django Unchained?
No, I did not. Ryan?
You're thinking of Uno Attack.
Uno Attack.
That's one. I love that one.
It was a fun game, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there ever a game called Uno Dos by any chance?
Not that I know of, but that's a good idea.
Maybe I can invent a way to play Uno.
Okay.
Just give me a moment to workshop this in my
we'll
head.
expect a result by the end of the
I
conversation.
got you.
All right. Also, Monopoly is on the list. Star Wars. These are nostalgic brands that Gen Alpha is loving. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah. EA's back.
Toys R Us. Hello Kitty. Claire's. That's a store, right?
Yeah. Store with all the jewelry and such where you go and get your ears pierced.
Yeah. Harry Potter is another apparently nostalgic brand that's kind of coming back around. I mean, they're going to have the new series eventually that comes out. Hot Topic.
Okay, so
I go in Hot Topic every now and then. There's one in the Philadelphia Premium Outlets. And if I'm walking around shopping, I'm like, let me jump in there and say, Steve, that's where I got my Welcome to Dairy shirt.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So every
nice.
now and then, there's a lot of stuff that I don't care about in them. And every now and then, I find a really cool T-shirt at Hot Topic.
It's fun. It's not the Hot Topic we knew, like the goth, really tall boots and such. It's more really cool, like concert T-shirts and show T-shirts.
Yeah, and a lot of show stuff that they have now, which is really cool. Converse and Air Jordans round out the list.
Yeah.
Listen, I love the way Converse look. I just don't like the way they feel on my feet. They just feel like too floppy.
Talking about Chucks?
Yeah. And I have a really cool pair of low top Chucks. Actually, a couple of different ones. To me, the sock is what keeps me from wearing them. Because the socks just don't look right or feel right, and I don't like wearing shoes without socks.
Okay.
If that makes any sense to you.
Man. I gotta talk to your therapist.
I know. Well, yeah, I just saw her last night.
Yeah,
but, I forgot to bring that one up.
The chunks. I don't think that they are a very supportive shoe, even though initially they were made for.
They were all the rage, yeah, for that, yeah.
Speaking of Jordans, I went to the World of Flight store that just opened, that Air Jordan store in Rittenhouse.
It's supposed to be huge.
It's really cool. It's like a 2 stories.
Yeah.
It's very sleek. And then in the back, you can take anything you buy in the store and customize it with extra patches that have like longitude and latitudes and some Eagles type things in Philadelphia. It's really cool.
Okay, that's one to check out. So Air Jordan is one of the hot brands as far as cool brands for the younger generation. So in case you did not know, that might give you some idea of where you can look and purchase for holiday gifts for people of that age. All right, we'll go somewhere else.
Totally Presbo.
Hi, Presbo.
I'm going to talk about Masha Lagnia. Masha Lagnia.
Is this a person?
Nope, it's a thing, and I'll explain what it is, but it's spelled MASCHALAGNIA. Masha Lagnia.
Masha.
This is
Marsha.
a fetish known as armpit licking.
Oh, this is. No, you're not down with that?
Steve, are you?
No, I'm judging by your immediate reaction.
I don't want to sway your...
No.
So it ranked, and apparently it is one of the most requested fetishes, according to research. It ranked 4th just behind pegging, feet content, and water sports. But unlike the others,
it's behind water sports?
Yeah. This is the most requested, one of the most requested fetishes. So it ranked 4th behind water sports. Yes, behind pegging, feet content, and water sports.
The only time I've ever seen any armpit licking, Steve. I know you've seen the movie Flirting with Disaster.
Yes, yeah.
Is it Josh Brolin?
Josh Brolin is into armpit licking.
What is this on?
This is a Flirting with.
It's Flirting with Disaster. It's a Ben Stiller movie. Yeah.
Okay. And Josh Brolin is an FBI agent, and he licks Patricia Arquette's armpit.
So this is just starting to become mainstream. The study from ethical porn site Aristes found this out.
It's an ethical porn site.
Yeah, that's what it says. So there are various reasons that the armpit can elicit such a sexual response. When it comes to humiliation and tickling, it's less about the armpit itself and more about feeling vulnerable and less than, and it can be a form of punishment or control. A dom might force their sub to lick their armpit because it can be degrading. There's also, this is according to a dom that they interviewed in this article named Gigi. She said there's the power and vulnerability. You're tickling someone's armpits, and that person is in a very vulnerable position with their arms raised or tied up, so it's surrendering control to the dominant partner, which can trigger arousal.
Or you just like the taste of underarm deodorant.
Some people do like that, or the sweat.
Listen, I'm not for it or opposed to this.
Right.
The idea, if I were to either A, lick an armpit, or B, have my armpit licked, it would have to be like fresh out of the shower, no deodorant whatsoever. Because that, to me, the idea of licking deodorant is
it's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
But if you find it gross because it's sweating and things like that,
there's always the butt to lick.
Listen, I was going to say, think about where other places that people stick their
tossing
tongue.
the salad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it ain't that gross compared to some other things.
So the armpit group is going to get more of a pass than the pee on me or lick my butt.
Yeah. But I mean, even and pardon me, I will use a technical term.
By all means,
cunnilingus.
Yes.
Just think about what you're doing at that point.
That's where the pee-pee comes out.
That's and that's a it's not that much more.
So foot fetish
of a stretch.
This would be akin to a foot fetish, licking feet.
Yeah.
Similar, right?
Yeah,
toes,
sure. Yeah.
Same thing.
And it's something that does nothing for me.
It does not for me.
But when I think about it, and I'm like, okay, it's really, it's not that bad.
Are you talking about feet licking?
Feet licking or armpit licking, yeah.
Because you guys have let your dogs lick your feet, right?
Yes.
My dogs don't lick my feet. I would if they would do that. Yes, absolutely.
My dog Chelsea used to love to lick my feet, like emphatically the second I took my shoes off. And I'm like, I would not do that, but have at it, girl.
Yeah. So Gigi goes on to say that there are definitely people who can orgasm from having their armpits licked.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And there's also the anticipation aspect. Wouldn't that be great?
It's just great.
It's so easy.
Because I'm going to lick one out.
Yeah. Yeah, because you could lick your own armpit.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could lick your own armpit.
Excuse me, I lick one out.
Oh, my God. And she said there's also the anticipation aspect. If you know the stimulation is coming, you can interpret that as erotic excitement. And as for the smell of the armpit, 59% of daters say that BO is a turn on.
That would not be with me. So I am hyper aware of my scent. I like to be as clean as possible. That's why morning sex is, I like teeth brushed and everything,
Who was the football player recently who was on the bench told the guy he smelled like hot dog water? You see that?
No.
Oh, it was hilarious. And I thought about it, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, if you put a bunch of hot dogs and you boil it, it kind of it's meat. And fat and all that, and it would have a similar scent maybe to underarm armpit.
I'll get a gag response off of rancid body odor.
I mean, rancid body odor is bad, but standard a person's scent, I don't think is horrible.
No.
So they said they're asking a question: why would it be a turn on? Well, clinical and relationship psychotherapist Dipti Tate, yep. Says, while it might not sound particularly appealing, body odor can influence sexual attraction. However, it's not just any old scent that does the trick. Rather, it's the unique combination of pheromones and other odoriferous compounds exuded by our bodies that can elicit a primal response in potential partners.
Have you ever caught whiff of something that, for lack of a better way to phrase it, smells like sex to you?
Well, the trees,
right.
In
The semen trees.
spring, the semen trees.
That'd be one of them.
I want to say that I have. That it does remind me of
just
that.
catch it for a second, like that. It smells like sex.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Armpit licking also ties into tickle torture and humiliation kinks.
So that's a big kink. Would you call it a kink or a? Yeah,
I would call that.
The tickling to orgasm.
Mm-hmm. And it would fall under the BDSM umbrella, by the way.
Are you easily tickleable?
I used to be more ticklish than I am now. So no, not that much.
I am not either. But
feet wouldn't bother me. The only place it might get me is armpit. Maybe if somebody were to come up and do that to me real quick, I would definitely react a little bit.
How's Rochelle with tickling?
I think she's okay. I don't really go for tickling.
Yeah, Claire, if she tries it on me and then I reverse it, no, because she will buckle quickly.
Yeah, I think my armpits are probably the most ticklish. My younger brother is super ticklish, and this is going to sound bad, but he gave his wife a black eye when she tried to tickle him.
Oh, wow.
I believe it.
Because it's not his fault, but I guess she was like maybe laying on top or hovering over him, and she tickled his sides, and he jolted so violently that he headbutted her right in the eye.
Wow.
So my dad's feet, he could not stand it.
Really?
And of course, as a kid, I was all over that. And so if he'd be sitting there with his shoes off and fully relaxing, I would go over and tickle. And Casey, there were times where I thought he would have kicked my head off.
Really?
And not out of anger.
No.
He's just reflexing.
Just out of reaction. Yeah. And so I could see why the black eye thing could easily happen. I probably got hurt at some point trying to pull that on my dad. Mm-hmm. But there are some people that are extremely sensitive to that. Like you could even just kind of gesture like you're going to do it, and they immediately cringe.
What part of your body would you say, though you're not very ticklish, is the most ticklish?
Yeah, probably the armpit.
When I've had my lower intestine tickled with a mag light, it's so ticklish.
One of my favorites, though, was to find out that somebody just above the kneecap is ticklish there, because it's so easy to just reach over and squeeze real quick.
Yep.
And it's not a tickling thing; it's a squeeze thing.
Yeah.
And it does something to the nerves in there. And that one was my favorite to get people
with Claire. It's the sides. It's her hips.
Oh man,
ba-boom.
Yep, I believe it. All right. So why is armpit licking becoming more popular?
Food's expensive.
The internet has a lot to answer for. As discussions pop up on online forums, it normalizes the kink and exposes more people to it. Once people find community, They find more value and they're able to feel less shame about their fetishes because they have people who can relate and exchange clips and things
You
like that.
find your groups.
Yeah.
And you don't feel so alone.
Yeah, totally. Listen, man, it was like when I found out about ASMR.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I felt liberated. It was like I came out of the closet or something like that because I thought I was the only
one
person who had this weird thing when I would hear certain sounds and found that appealing, and it would put me in a trance-like state. And it was ages ago, well over a decade ago, that I found out other people had this. I'm like, oh my, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not a monster.
It's like I can't be the only one who gets intimate with roadkill.
So maybe the armpit licking for some people is a revelation.
Having spent time in a dominatrix chambers,
You did, for the show.
live on this show. I understand the tickling thing, but the tickling that I got was juxtaposed to pain, right?
Yes.
So it was when they were whipping me, and that hurt really, really bad. And then they would take these like feathers or these long, and then, but so when that happens right after you get done being whipped, it feels so much better.
Right.
Wasn't that place like right in the city?
It was an old city.
Old city, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of dungeons
Right.
in the city. But yeah, so that's what they do, Case. They take these two extremes
Yeah.
and take you back and forth between them because they can be so kind and wonderful when until you're a bad boy.
I don't think I want the extreme. Do you remember a particular moment?
It's just so funny because we have video of it. It'll never see the light of day, but there is a point I'm laying on my stomach and I'm being whipped and it hurts so bad. And I just go like, I'm like flopping like a dolphin and I go, I'm done. I'm done.
Did they give you a safe word?
I'm done.
You also had the lit can or the
can. That was fine. That was more of just
Right.
like a show thing. But no, there were
The lit what? I don't know.
they lit. They put like cotton on my nipples.
Yes.
and then they lit it on fire, and then they cupped it with a with a cup, and
they
then
did the cupping and it sucked your
boobies,
sucked your boobie up in there.
Yeah. But the clothespins on the nutsack hurt a lot. Oh my god! And then when I asked to take it off, it actually hurt more.
Yeah.
That sensation of it coming off of.
Let's step back just a second here. This is on the radio.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember everything that we've done over the years. They took clothespins.
Yeah, I didn't know that was gonna
pinned your sack.
Just the skin part.
Yeah, I know that. Not the boys,
Yeah.
but still, we did that.
You did that to me.
We did that. That was.
I just
Sorry.
want to let you know.
Was that Month
what
of
you
Stunts?
guys did to me? Yeah,
Yeah.
On Month of Stunts. That one. I listen.
That was before you, Marissa.
I felt like I was in a moment where I wasn't allowed to say no. You know what I mean?
On the show?
Yeah. Well, in the show, in the moment, it was like one of those, like, oh, you're gonna do what?
Well, let's remember that was the same point in time when you were saying, "I'd like to get shot in the ass with a 22."
Were you mildly game for it when they brought it up?
No. Listen. My genitals were exposed. Like I didn't want my genitals exposed. Like that's very vulnerable.
Yeah.
It's a lot of champ down there. You know what I'm saying?
What was more vulnerable, the Brazilian wax?
That one. Well, I mean, I bled, but when I got waxed, when surprisingly the back end didn't hurt like at all.
Right.
Like,
the front end was horrible.
Actually, the right above the pubic bone area was the most sensitive.
Okay.
All right, I remember the Kill Casey CD or DVD that came
This was
with
part
the Sonic
2.
session. How many years did you do Month of Stunts, and how many stunts did you do each month?
I did 2 years of it,
Okay.
and then we had to actually tap out because I ended up separating my shoulder.
Oh.
But we were shooting for 20. We were trying to do 5 days a week for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
A stunt every day.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, for the month.
It was
so.
a lot.
It was.
Look at you now.
And I forgot about the clothespins on the nutsack.
What's funny is yesterday we were talking about the Triangle Tavern. I was standing outside of the Triangle Tavern when Preston called me. I was leaving a Sonic session. It might have been the Stroke Sonic session. And Preston called and said, hey, we have this idea, because Jackass was a huge thing at the time.
Oh, yeah.
We were thinking about doing this thing. And I'm like a child at this point. I'm a kid. And I'm like, hang on a second. You guys want to do like an entire month where like I'm going to be the focus of the I'm like, yeah. I'll do that. Like,
Yep.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
All right. Well, anyhow, at least we didn't tickle. We did tickle you a little bit, I guess, or they
That
did.
part
I
was
should
nice.
say.
Yeah, you got off lightly, Marissa.
Do you remember the names of any of the dominatrixes back then? I mean, we have video evidence of
Yeah.
it. So
I wish I could remember, but no. It was like the Old English Chambers or something like that.
Okay. By the way, if you want to incorporate armpit play into your sexual life, it is recommended that you start slow and communicate. You need to be open with your partner and share why you're curious about it and what about it turns you on. And you start with very light kisses and touches on the armpit because it's so sensitive.
That's absolutely right.
And then you can build your way up to more intense stimulation from
That
there.
doesn't seem as tough a sell with a partner as some of the other things you mentioned.
For some people, maybe, yeah. Other people's, I
just
guess.
want to kiss your armpit. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, maybe
Go
they'll be
ahead.
all right.
Yeah.
I don't know, the idea of like kissing like a hairy ass armpit. Like,
Oh, I thought you were just going to stop at hairy ass.
yeah.
Yeah.
I probably should have left the ass
Yeah,
part
okay.
out. But
do,
even
do
a
me a
hairy
favor
ass.
and just kiss my hairy ass.
I have a hairy ass.
I have a problem with my armpits. Could you kiss my hairy ass instead?
Do you remember the time I was fed up about something and I told you to kiss my bald hairy ass? Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah.
No, but I
Kiss
love
my
it.
Like, kiss
bald
you,
hairy
bald hairy
ass.
ass.
Kiss my bald hairy ass. We do have audio of you one time. One of my favorite flubs you ever made,
Oh,
Casey,
man.
was there was a guy that called up. I think we used to call him Scottish Johnny. And he was giving you a hard time about something. You go, why don't you shut up and go have a 6-pack and some sauerkraut?
I do remember that. I'm so smart.
Sauerkraut would be a
Scottish.
German thing, not Scottish.
I
and
meant cabbage, maybe.
it was so funny. It was one of my favorites.
Why not just go have a 6-pack and some lo mein?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else we got here.
Totally Presbo.
Hi, Presbo. I saw this story. I thought this was very efficient. I thought this was an interesting use. Sometimes if you find something that that I guess is a negative of sorts, and you can find a way to turn it into a positive, and you've hit a home run. So
It's making lemonade out of lemons.
yeah, exactly. So Finland is using the heat from data centers to warm homes and buildings.
Wow.
Well, that makes sense.
So you've seen all this about these data centers and how expensive it can be to cool them off. They use water and other refrigeration techniques and so on. But in cities like Hamina, the heat produced by Google's data center is being sent to local buildings through district heating networks. And it could meet up to 80% of the area's heating needs. In one town called Mansala, data center heat already covers about 2/3 of all the homes there.
Well, that's pretty
impressive.
amazing. How do they convey this heat?
I guess they use some type of a
Tube?
funneling system, or I was lack of what do you call it? Ductwork, I guess.
Or maybe you put it in boxes and ship it over.
Maybe they do it that way. But I have found in having relatives in Scandinavia and being there is that they're very efficient. They
Right.
try to find ways. Like in the world of recycling and things like that, they are very, very efficient. So this actually doesn't surprise me. Finland's cold weather and existing heating systems make it a great fit for this kind of setup. The heat, which would normally be wasted, is now helping reduce carbon emissions and energy costs. And similar projects are popping up across the country as data center demands grow.
Well, they've been cleared here, like in the United States, where these data centers, they're going to allow like Amazon and other companies of that size to build mini nuclear reactors to power those data centers.
Shut up.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah,
Wow. So with that heat issue, they've kind of taken, a very practical approach at it. And they're like, well, how can we do that? It was like that. I had that story not that long ago about the building that would use a refrigeration system to freeze water in the base of this building during the overnight hours. And then in the daytime in the summer, they would turn that off and they would just use the coolness from that ice to actually cool the building.
If you can do that and you're saving money and it's as efficient, go for it.
You got to go for it.
Go for it. I understand you have an innovative way of cooling your office building. Go for it.
What was the movie he said go for it?
That was Rocky IV.
Was it Rocky IV?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I will break you. Go for it.
Go for it.
I understand you have an energy efficient way of cooling your Finnish office building. Go for it.
Stallone's consult service. Or
here you have a way of conveying the heat from your data center to local residential areas. Go for it.
Rambo Consultancies.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a problem. I am Rambo. I'm a problem solver. Are you having trouble getting heat and energy to your remote home location? Give me a call at 6. I forgot the other numbers. You can understand that I'm not going to use your service because you can't remember your own phone number.
I love it. All right.
Ryan is working so hard right now on getting.
is he trying to get the Rocky
You
thing?
should see him over there right now, dude. I can just see him out of the corner of my eye.
Ryan is new to that seat across on the other side of the glass.
Marissa's a tall order to replace.
And he's got it over.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Ryan, nice work, buddy. Go for it. One more time.
Go for it.
It actually kind of sounded a little like wimpy when he said it.
And then listen about the advancement of Rocky, of Rocky Balboa in those movies. By the time he gets to 4, he's like a different human being. He has learned to speak more clearly. He's not as dumb as he used to be. And then in 5
it goes completely the other way.
He went
I got my head caught in a wine press. I got my head caught in an industrial press. For it go. What?
What?
For it go.
For it go?
They go for it.
Oh,
okay.
For go it.
For go it.
I don't know. I made a poo-poo.
I think this line is from Rocky 5.
Oh, from Rocky 5, go for it?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's not?
No, a different one. That's it. I'm looking at the video. It's a different one. This was the one that we played.
It's actually Rocky 3, Ryan is telling us.
It's Rocky 3 when he's Clubber and he are facing in the ring and they're about to go.
Check 4 because I thought when he faces off against Drago, I will break you. And does he not respond?
I don't think he says anything.
Go for it.
He just...
I know many of you thought I said go for it in this film, and I none neither.
He tries to slam his fist down on Rocky or on when they do the touching of the gloves. He tries to touch Drago's gloves, and they don't budge. I think that's the moment.
Doesn't he do one of those paper things like?
Oh, he does origami.
Yeah, right.
My mother told me to do all the.
You're going to lose this boxing match.
The fortune
You're an
tellers?
idiot. My mother told me you're going to lose this boxing match.
Do you know how to make one of those, Marissa?
I'm making one right
She's
now.
folding one up for us right now, Rocky.
You want to know who's going to win? I'm going to show you. My mother told me you're going to lose this boxing match. You're an idiot.
You got it?
I found my calling. I
Oh,
can
you found
make
your calling.
fortune.
All right, but make one. Yeah, I used to love those. I would pay people. Well, not pay, but could you make me one?
Oh, I didn't know how to make them.
I couldn't make them.
A series of folds and stuff.
Yeah, I know, but then you had to write all the stuff on there.
Yeah, and then you got to
open up
color
the
on
fold.
you got to
You know,
color them. Yeah.
We need to get that 8-ball from the camp out.
Yeah.
Oh, from Keen.
Yeah.
The gas company. They were supposed to get that to us.
Yeah, we need to contact them.
Okay. Well, Marissa's making that. I've got another. Can I do another Presbo?
Yeah, hell yeah,
Okay,
you can.
so
Go for it.
Totally Presbo.
Go for it.
hi, Presbo. All right, so I thought this was kind of cool. Seeing that I love bourbon. And this was a cool little find. Every now and then you hear if somebody finds like a painting in their house. It happens to be from a masterwork or something like that. This isn't on the level of millions in finding something cool, but a Baltimore woman had what turned out to be a valuable bourbon collection. She said her dad was a pharmacist on Chicago's South Side during Prohibition. And because of that, he was legally permitted, to write prescriptions for medicinal alcohol. There was a time where alcohol, because it was not legal, you could get a prescription for it.
So, a quick question: they weren't bottling, the way they would bottle for consumption bourbon at that time, right? So, what exactly?
No, I think this was like the leftover stuff. Once they made it illegal, there was plenty of it. I think.
Yeah.
So the bonded bottles that she was left have the label of the George T. Stagg Distillery and OFC Bourbon, meaning Old Fashioned Copper. Now these names would eventually be what was eventually transformed into Buffalo Trace, which is a brand that's on sale today.
I'm not familiar as a non-drinker, but let me ask
bourbon.
you: aged bourbon, the same sort of thing with wine.
Yes.
Or does it lose any of its?
No. Aged in barrels for a certain amount of year. Now, once it's in the bottle,
right?
I don't think you have to worry about aging, and it doesn't make it any different then. But it has to be aged in its barrel. And then they put it into a bottle, and then it is what it is. You get what you get. If you have booze sitting around for 50 years, I don't think it's going to improve in any way, shape, or form.
But it doesn't go bad. Like honey.
I can't tell you that for sure, Casey.
He called you honey.
There's got to be some kind of degradation, I would imagine, that happens over a certain amount of time.
Go bad, honey.
But I don't know.
Well, I mean, does it get stronger in like alcohol?
I was
sweetie?
wondering in that case because of the alcohol. You think it might get more potent, right?
Yeah, I don't know. But the fermentation process, I think, stops at that point. So I don't think you need any more alcohol. But hey, I'm talking outside of my lane here. So anyhow, it was eventually that company was transformed into Buffalo Trace, and the 6th bottle that the woman showed the expert were eventually valued between $12,000 and $30,000 a piece.
Nice.
So that's solid.
How many bottles?
She said there are 6 bottles, and there are apparently 6 more that went to another family member. So, and that was she brought it to Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah,
and they showed her that. So I thought that was kind of cool to find.
I love that show. I watched it for a long time, and then they had that. Remember, there was that scandal where they were sort of stacking the deck on things that they were quote unquote being brought that were
What they would get in touch with people who had valuable things and have them come in. They knew for sure they were valuable.
Right.
Yeah.
Trying to put together a TV show.
That kind of makes sense. I hate that turned into a scandal.
Yeah.
Right?
I haven't watched that in ages, but there was a time when that was new. You're like, oh my God. All right, Marissa made her think, what are those things called?
I think they're called like origami fortune tellers.
Origami.
That's what they're called.
How do you do it?
Okay. So you put your
thumb and
pointer
index,
and
right?
your thumb or your index finger and your thumb. And so outsides have colors. So if I pick blue, you go BLUE, and then you look at the numbers in there, and then you pick a number 1, 2, and then you pick another number and you read what it says inside.
Okay.
I made it for you, Steve.
All right. So, and then do you have things written on the inside?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So go for it. Oh my God.
My mother told me you're gonna lose this boxing match.
All right. So you have to spell out a color.
BL6.
That's blue.
Right.
All right.
I'm terrible at it.
All right. And then you pick out a number, right?
2.
All right. Do 1, 2.
And all right. 1, 2. Marissa?
Oh, no. You keep doing it the same way. All right. So
I mean, it's only been 60 years.
you seem to be just doing it like that.
Yep.
And it's supposed to
you go back and forth like that.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. Okay.
All right. Go for it, Casey. Go for it.
I need Rocky to talk me through this.
Right.
Go for it.
Go for it. What are we doing? Numbers or
Are you going to say that the boxing match?
All right, ready? My mother told me you will lose this boxing match.
All right, pick a number 1, 4, 2, or 2.
4.
Dude, it's okay. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. Now what does he do?
You got to pick another number 1, 4, 2, or 2.
2.
Yeah. And then all right. So pick one of the 2s, right or left 2.
Left 2.
All right, left 2. All right. Your thing is. Oh man.
What?
You gotta lick my armpit.
Get away, man. I'm an ass licker.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Well, listen, it wasn't much better.
Right.
If you would have picked the other 2, it would have been lick Preston's armpit.
Good call, Marissa. All right, well, that's where we're going to wrap up. Totally Presbo. You can set that down, Casey. Totally Presbo for now. It's all we have time for.
Totally Presbo.
Bye, Presbo.
Because we have a guest who is standing by. We're going to talk to him in just a minute, but not before I remind you that there a limited amount of tickets have been or are being released in 5 minutes for the Pierre Robert Show of Life for next week on the 17th at the Fillmore. So 5 minutes from now, a limited number of tickets released via Ticketmaster. We just want to give you a heads up on that. It's going to go very, very quick. So get on it if you need to get those tickets. We'll take a break. When we get back, we're going to have comedian Chad Daniels joining us. Stay with us. Get around in the woods, you know. So it was crazy. I had a motorcycle. I had a shotgun. It was ridiculous.
I remember buying flying stars from all sorts of crazy weapons.
Yeah.
Yes.
So somebody messaged on the YouTube stream that you should never clean that blade. It's worth more with the patina on it.
Oh,
I've never heard that before.
Maybe just
that's the new thing in collecting. And I was telling Preston about this. And with automobiles.
Yeah.
Nick, you don't restore them.
No kidding.
You let them, if you can find them and let them be their original, with a little bit of rust, a dent, all that makes it worth more these days.
Casey, do you see that? There's like small bits of dirt and mud on there. That was from me as a kid, jamming it into the ground or whatever.
It's Hitler's blood on the edge.
Maybe that's what that is.
That's what it is.
All right, so that's what I have for show and tell. Thank you, Kathy. Do you approve?
I mean, I'm not into weapons.
Okay, all right.
But it's good enough.
All right, let's get another show and tell.
Hey, wait a second. Can I send Kathy down to the cafeteria to get the pints of milk for snack? The class would like to hear from Casey.
But Nick has 3 different things. So if
I know.
you wanted to, you could do like Nick and then me and then back to
Why
Nick.
don't you
again.
let him be the teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Who went to school for
fine.
teaching?
Okay, well, then you guys got to hang on a second.
All right.
So I got to get ready here.
Oh, all right. I didn't realize. He's actually preparing something. He's got goggles on.
Yeah, I got
He's got an arc welder.
Oh.
He's
All
pulling
right.
something out. I can't
All
tell if
right.
he's reaching into his briefcase or backpack or
Kid has a briefcase?
lunchbox or.
Okay. Hang on a second.
What do you might?
Do we
All
need
right.
to skip you?
No. We're good to go. All right. Turn
All
the
right.
music off there.
Okay. Oh,
Lights,
wait.
please.
Oh, lights are
Wait, we're
coming
bringing
down.
the lights down.
What's
Do it.
happening?
Wait,
Turn the lights
turn
down.
that light.
Turn the lights off.
Oh, my God.
This is exciting.
All right, here we
Wow.
go,
What's
baby.
this all about?
All right,
Okay.
here we go, baby.
Oh, it's got music.
He's dancing.
Oh, look at his shoes.
Oh, wait, I
He's got light up shoes.
Those are great. What do they call those?
Light up shoes. Oh my God, they're silver and they have like LED lights around the soles of both shoes.
And those aren't like, what were the ones that you got when you were a kid that had just like the back of them would light up?
Yeah,
Oh,
like when
these
you
are
would
much
step-
better.
No, these are like on all the time. There's probably an on-off button right on the inside of the shoe.
And they change colors and they go all the way around the sole of the shoe, like all the way around. Casey, I love those.
I love it too.
You have to wear those a lot more often.
I know,
Like the
I know.
Sixers games and stuff.
So when did you get those?
Last week.
That's still show and tell. That's
Yeah.
fine.
You get
What?
it for
What?
show and tell?
What war is that from?
This is the Civil War. This is the end of the Civil War. This is what caused the end of the Civil War.
It was too easy to shoot people in the dark.
Casey, sit back on your chair, kick your feet up so we can see
Alrighty.
those. If you can. Look at that.
Wow.
And do
Dude,
you like
I love those.
do you hit the button and they'll change colors or they'll
Yeah.
flash or
he was just cycling through the different things he can do. How, if I may ask, Case, how much for something like that?
$37.99.
That's
Shut
nothing.
up.
We have. I sent Marissa
Straight from China.
The link. Yes. I mean on the box.
Yeah.
Made in China.
Made in China.
China, Texas,
I
though.
know. Thank you,
Next
China.
week they'll be dead.
they'll be dead, yeah.
But this is worth $37 for the
Totally.
So, thank you, Instagram. You know me so well. Instagram showed me these things, and I was like, okay, let me go to, because the ones that caught my eye were American flag ones.
Oh, I like those for your birthdays, the 4th of July.
But they didn't have them in my size.
So how about the Chinese flag?
No, I didn't. They didn't have a Chinese flag either. But so when I went to the site, they had these ones, the obviously like super shiny silver, but they had like goldish ones, and but, I was like, well, I got to get the silver ones because silver goes with more.
Well,
than
let me
gold.
tell you something. These are excellent. Those are excellent. Preston, that's...
I love them. Is it okay if I get a pair?
Absolutely.
Okay,
That's why I'm
all
showing
You
it to
guys
So-
can walk around at night along the boardwalk?
Yeah.
Yes. And then, so I sent Marissa the link. She can share that if you want.
What kind of battery does it take?
Oh, so it charges. So here's
Okay.
You have to run really fast.
Yeah, you got to run really, really fast. Runs
They're
on kinetic
exercise
energy.
shoes.
No, so it runs like
All right.
this. It's got a
And when
battery
you
on the inside.
You run that right to your pacemaker?
Run it right to the pacemaker, and you're good to go.
Oh, that's excellent.
Casey, do you mind if I ask how much they cost?
$35.
Oh, you said
$37.99.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, $38. That's awesome.
Yeah.
One other question.
Yeah.
Can you strut around the room one more time?
Hell yeah, I got what I got.
For the music.
Is our camera picking these up? I hope so, man. Because that is the best, dude.
They're
Casey.
awesome. They're really awesome.
Thank you. Dude, we should all get them. We should have show light up shoes.
I agree.
I will get them.
agree.
I'll
I
gladly
like it.
get them.
And then, Kathy, you could teach us a little short dance routine.
Oh, Oh, man.
All right, here's the deal, though.
Whatever our next live event is, we have to do that.
We have to order the shoes at the same time so they all fail at the same time.
So they all work at least for a week.
Yeah, because within a week, they'll be dead.
Garbage.
By the way, this is my second pair of light-up shoes.
Well, you know what? I think because Jace has a pair. He wore them like twice, and then he was like,
Like the regular Blinkies?
No. He has what Casey has, and I feel like you told me, you sent me the link, and that's why I ordered them.
Okay, wait, of these? Like this style?
Not like metallic like that.
The
but
other ones that I have they're a cloth white shoe, and the whole shoe lights up with these LED lights.
Okay.
And they're really, really cool.
How much are those?
Probably the same. Those might have been like 50. But even...
Do you remember the gloves you could get where the fingertips would all light up? That's what that sounds like.
So, I mean, listen, the whole battery and LED technology is just taking fashion to a whole new
Absolutely.
Our fashionista.
The high fashion.
All right, I brought something very old. Casey brought something brand new.
Nick has a troika.
And we are playing show and tell.
All right, Nick. Show the class what you have.
Or the lights going off.
Can you dance?
Or has been used in a pitch battle during a war.
Very little dancing, but I do have three things. Two of them are related and from my childhood. The third is something that I've referenced on the show many times, and so I'll start with that.
How is it?
It's my 1984 Topps traded.
Oh my God!
Doc Gooden autographed rookie baseball card.
Wow.
And
was this a Hampton Inn?
This was the George Washington Motor Lodge right off of 202. There's a Home Depot there now. Doc Gooden and Darryl Strawberry were there signing autographs. It was $8 a pop to get their autographs.
And how much is it worth now?
At least $4. I don't know. I bet you if I could find a Mets fan who was willing to buy it, I could probably sell it. But at the time, I bought it. I bought it from Classic Collectibles in the Gateway Shopping Center, and it cost me $30 to buy, and then I paid $8 more for the autograph.
Well, and at this point, you have to keep it. I mean, it's part of
Oh, yeah.
what
It's
you're
part
known
of the
for
legend.
here.
It is mint condition.
So you have Darryl Strawberry, and do you have Doc Gooden as well?
Well, this is the Doc Gooden.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So this is the Doc Gooden, and by the way, on the front of it says Dwight Gooden, and on the back it says Dwight Gooden, but he signed it Doc Gooden. So
that might make it more worthwhile.
Yeah,
he signed it with his nickname.
Topps put out a few different collections every year,
Yeah.
so they would put out like their normal baseball card set, and then they would put out like rookies sets or traded collections or limited or whatever. This was a Topps traded, which made it a little bit more rare and a little bit more collectible.
Why is it not worth much? Did Doc just fizzle out as a baseball player?
That had part to do with it, but in large part, it's just the glut of baseball cards that came out in the 80s and the early 90s. There was this. It was
like cash.
Well, it was kind of like Bitcoin at the time or whatever. I mean, people spent so much money. There was an investment dollar figure attached to it, but I don't know if these things were ever worth that. But people were willing to pay for that, so that's what they cost at the time. So it's my very classic 1984 Doc Gooden signed baseball card.
All right.
And I knew this was going to happen when I saw Nick's stuff. Because when we originally talked about this, I had something, and when we said we were going to do it, I couldn't remember. I remember what.
You remember what it is?
I remember what
Good.
it is.
All right, well, we'll do this again.
All right.
Yeah, if we do it again, I know what it is.
I just thought of something now. I thought of something that I have to fix it, but I'll bring it in.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Nick, what else do you have?
So the other two are interrelated, and I don't know if you guys ever had this book, but I got this when I was probably 5 or 6 years old. It's called My Book About Me.
Oh my God, I have that.
Okay, so Casey, you and I are the same age.
Yeah.
And it's a Dr. Seuss book. It's Dr. Seuss and Roy McKee, and basically they ask you 150 questions about yourself, and you fill them in as a 5 or 6 year old.
See, my book was, I think I got ripped off. My book is my book about Nick McElwain.
Oh, yeah.
Weird. You didn't even know him.
I didn't even know him then.
But
That's great.
I was, you could do some drawings. So here's a drawing of a son.
So cute.
And a
then
hamburger.
A guy. No, Preston. That's not a hamburger.
Hang on. Let me see if I can guess what that is.
Airplane?
No.
I think it's
Bus.
the ocean.
No.
Wait, look.
It's a guy with a lot of eyes and noses.
Okay.
Wait, how do you remember that?
Because I remember going over this with my mom at one point, and she, it was a
Nick
big
doesn't
deal.
have many childhood memories.
Yeah.
He just recalls one or two.
I had to write them down. First of all, there's one thing you should know. Am I a boy or am I a girl? Well, I'll tell you. I am a ... boy.
Yay!
I weigh 60 pounds. How tall am I? 4 feet.
How giant is my head?
I counted my teeth. I have 13 up top. I have 11 downstairs. You draw your hand, so it's little things like that.
Is that book still available? I think that's an adorable concept because I want to fill it out.
That's my hair color. See, I drew it. I had a little bit blonder hair when I was a young boy. And so that's blonde with a little bit of brunette there.
Yeah.
How old were you at the time?
I think
You were
5 or
doing the ombre look before it became popular.
I think it was 5 or 6, but there are some pop culture references on here.
Okay.
Like including my favorite song, Where in the World I Would Like to Live. Here's my address.
What's your
growing up.
favorite song?
Where'd you say, where would you like to live? Both of them. Answer both questions.
Let's see. Where would I like to live? I got to go back to that one.
All right.
Somewhere, Hawaii, the beach.
I live in the United States. I circled the United States, and then I played tic-tac-toe on that page. Okay. And then England apparently made the list.
And then
what song? I want to hear. I want to hear your favorite song. Oh no! Oh my God!
Wow. All the way back then. I know you're weary.
On Amazon for $10.
That's adorable.
It is 60 steps from my tree to the mailbox. My favorite color back at the time was red. Apparently, I owned 170 buttons.
Wow.
You would go around and get autographs from people in your life. So
Like Doc Gooden.
Yeah, right. That's what started it. My Aunt Ann signed it. My Uncle Michael signed it. Our mailman, Ralph K. Lapp, signed
Your
it. Your
mailman.
Yeah. I got a policeman's autograph. I got an autograph of a man with a beard.
Don't you think that's amazing for a kid to do that? To basically be interviewed, but to talk about, to be able to express what they're experiencing. It's cool.
Yeah, it was really fun, and I'm glad that I found it. I don't know if it was in my mom's house or in my house when I moved or whatever, but I like to collect leaves, rocks, food. There you go, food, cans, and autographs.
So this is okay. What else do you, Nick? What else do you have for the class?
Well, all right. So I was trying
If
to
you're
find
just
that.
tuning in, this is show and tell. On
Well,
the
you do the
Preston
next
State
item.
Show.
Give me, and I'll look through it and see if I can find anything.
And if I were to get a birthday present that year, and I know that I didn't get it, but what I wanted was more than anything in the world, a BMX bike.
Wow,
that's a good one.
One of the questions: what kind of woman are you attracted to?
That's a good one.
And then this is just something that was. We can go over it if you want, but it's an autobiography that I wrote of myself in 6th grade. So I used sort of that as inspiration or whatever.
A Nick in Time.
The title
What
of it
a
is
great title.
A Nick in Time, yeah. And
All
I
right.
believe I had to write the title page, Casey, had to appear in perfect cursive.
Wow.
So that's where I did that. So these guys were stored next to each other.
Read a little bit of that if you would.
All
please.
right.
I'd like to hear it.
The dedication.
Some of it.
Okay.
Call me.
Our next guest is going to be performing at Helium Comedy Club coming on the 12th and 13th, and a couple of shows each night. And go to heliumcomedy.com. He's joining us via Zoom, and by the background, I can see he is in his hometown of Minnesota. It's in this little info
It
sheet.
says hometown of Minnesota.
I have an info sheet, and it says Chad's latest special, Empty Nester, was shot in his hometown of Minnesota.
That's a wonderful little town.
He must be checking in from downtown Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, Chad Daniels is joining us. Hey, man, how you doing?
Good. In Minnesota.
Oh, wait, we just lost your audio. Hang on a second. I heard you say Minnesota, and that was it. It might be a connection problem because you seem to be out in the wilderness.
Everything was good. You guys were a little rocky. Can you hear me?
We got you now, bud. All right, you were saying?
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Are you literally outside?
I am. No, I'm just right by a window because my girlfriend keeps the house at about 85 degrees, so I have to have my back against cold.
Are we talking about Kelsey Cook?
We are talking about the Kelsey Cook. That's right.
We love her. She has told us, though, she is not exactly of the pioneer ilk that might really suffer this environment well. Is there a lot of fighting over the thermostat in the house?
Nope, not a lot of fighting. I just go lay on the concrete in the basement.
What we were talking about this.
I've lost that fight.
We were talking, Chad, earlier once and about where you celebrate Christmas or whatever, the holidays. It gets in your DNA, and you're adept and have adapted to colder weather. It just happens, and then
right.
and so it's so. Let me ask you: have you made the Titanic leap of being winter shorts guy?
I can do that coming out of winter. I guess I could probably do it anyway, but I just don't like the look because. Winter shorts guy, that's a very specific personality, right?
It really is. I've done it, and it is you're breaking from the pack. but you're also under constant surveillance. Like, what's going to happen next?
Exactly. Everyone's watching you because they know that you think you're the coolest guy that's ever lived.
It's true. It's true. I experienced
It's like,
it personally.
is this guy going to start off as Harley? Is he going to wake up the neighbors? We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I have very little trust for winter shorts people.
I know. I was
just-
trying to bridge the gap there. But
it looks gorgeous behind you there. Number one, that's got to be a giant window that you're in front of, unless you're just right up on it. But that is that your property that we're looking at behind you there?
It's part of my property, and then it's part of property it will never get built on because it's like a kind of like a slough or swamp area, whatever you want to call it. It's water runoff,
So for those who aren't watching on our YouTube channel, Chad's standing behind him is this picturesque wonderland with these snow-covered trees. There's a giant tree behind you. That's pretty awesome. How long have you been in that location?
We moved here probably 2-ish years ago. A little more than 2 years, I suppose.
So still kind of fresh, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
When we were talking with Kelsey, she brought up I mean, you can travel wherever you need to travel to. You don't. The notion that you had to be on one coast or the other used to be something, but less so now, right?
Yeah, I've never moved from Minnesota, so I've always thought internet and airplanes. Just go there and then come back and unwind in the woods.
Okay, so
that's how I do it now.
You didn't cut your teeth in New York or Los Angeles, because I always thought that maybe that was the dream. Okay, I need to go here, establish my foundation, establish a base, get a good fan base, and then once I have that, then I can move back to or live wherever I want to live and then work from there.
Sure.
But you did it from there.
Yeah, and I had 2 kids, so I had a perfect excuse because I was terrified to move, and I'm like, guys, I'm a good dad.
It's a perfect excuse. You got to keep it. They have friends here at the school, and they love frostbite. I have to ask you, Chad, because obviously, you're a popular comedian, and you're working hard, and you have a number of specials, and you've opened for Chappelle and Gaffigan, and you've large venues and so on and so forth. But I'm reading this figure, and your albums have streamed more than 700 million times. That is a staggering amount of exposure to your material. I want to know, when you're out and about, does that translate into recognition, or is it a wholly other thing?
It has started to, because now, more and more people are coming to shows because they listen. But before, when everybody was just listening, I was in Tampa once, and I was wearing black jeans and a T-shirt, and this lady came up to me. I'm sitting in the back watching the show, and she goes, "Excuse me, do you know where the bathroom is?" She thought I was the bouncer. And it's like, because people would come up to me and they'd go, "Hey, we've listened to you forever, but you don't look anything like your voice."
Right.
And I was thinking, well, wait till you get a load of RFK Jr. in the future.
Well, you got a fair amount of tats. You're a bigger guy. Did you bounce at all in your career?
Oh God, no! This is all for show.
Yeah.
No, I sure didn't. No, never bounced, but I got bounced more than a few times.
Oh, did you? And
Sure.
and rumor has it that you caddied briefly at a golf courses or golf course.
Yeah, I used to, make the loop once in a while, but nothing, not like professionally. I would do it for buddies in tournaments and stuff like that.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Do you play?
I do.
All right. And for the 1 week available in your
in the town of Minnesota.
What is it?
In the town of Minnesota, we golf 7 times, and that's 1 week every day.
So is it technically Fergus Falls?
Yeah, that's where I was born and raised. And then 2 years ago, when Kelsey moved over from Washington, and we moved to Minneapolis.
Okay. All right. So there you go.
What's your guys' Christmas game like as far as decorating and that whole thing?
So we just put a tree up last night, and then couldn't find all the stuff. So we're going to do that when we get back on Sunday. That's pretty much how everything goes here.
Yeah.
Hey, where did I put this thing? We have too many cupboards. And then we're actually going to Washington this year for Christmas. So It's one of those things where, her family is like, hey man, we're sick of getting the 28th. How about the actual day? And I was like, all right, we could make that happen.
All right, that should be pretty cool.
So your stuff is great, and you mine from normal domestic situations, but you what is I think surprising to some people if they're not familiar is you take it in a darker turn often. There's a little bit more of an edge to it. What were your parents like? Did they imbue you with that comedic sensibility, or what are they like?
My mom, great, worked at a power company. She was the lady you paid the bills to, and she would always work her magic to make sure everybody had their lights stay on and their heat on in the winter. And just a really great lady. My dad has maybe a record of 8 DUIs.
Jesus.
Had to run from the cops because he wrote bad checks and didn't want to go to prison. So I really got the spectrum of parenting. And so I can draw from both sides of life, which feels great.
Is your dad is sort of a happy-go-lucky guy who just didn't give an F, or a on-the-run from the law convict kind of guy?
No, a little bit of both. He was like happy-go-lucky until he had to be on the run from the law. Addicted to everything. I was talking to a guy he worked with once, and he said, yeah, on payday, your dad used to go to the bars and he'd give guys 10-to-1 odds on which fly would land first. And I was like,
my God.
Jesus.
Cool. Well, I remember eating chicken chow mein out of the can, so what a jerk.
Wow. Is he still a part of your life, or?
Not a part of my life, and my sister and I don't. We think he's passed. We don't know though, because he took off and changed his name and all that stuff, which is like
that's wild.
Kind of cool, because my kids, they're like, "Oh, we only have one grandpa," and I'm like, "Actually, you have 3 according to documents."
Wow, that is wild. I had no idea what his status is. He just completely murphed.
Hey, I want to ask
in the wind, and we think he's dead because I think he would have asked me for money by now.
Oh, dude.
Right, owing to your fame, he would have known.
No. It's like people see you on TV and they go, "This guy's rich," and you go, "Well, I'm clearing about $550 after taxes, and then I paid for my own flight, so I don't know how rich I am."
I actually love hearing stories like that, because I'm surrounded by people here that I work with every day that have this idyllic family relationship, and they're just, I might get sick of hearing that. And it's nice to hear that. Mine's not as bad as yours, by the way, but it's certainly not idyllic, Chad. So thank you for that.
Yeah,
it's my pleasure.
Yeah, I know.
You bring a Scorsese-esque life to your Norman Rockwell existence.
No, you just know that everybody's kind of fibbing a little bit, right? You see the Christmas card, right? And everybody looks all happy and joyous and loving and all that, but you have no idea that, an hour before that picture was taken, he called her a pig, all this sort of
no
stuff.
question.
Yeah.
Kelsey and I were walking by this children's clothing store, and there was a picture of these 2 kids, and they, so cute and looked great. And she goes, "Oh my goodness, I would love to experience that." And I go, both these kids were crying for 2 hours before this.
Yeah.
This took a case of Snickers bars to get them to smile. Like, they just stopped.
Right.
Chad, I have a tattoo over here, and this was taken from a picture. It was a sunset photo of my kids with their arms around each other, and it's a beautiful photo that we took, and but you have no idea what it took just to get that moment in time.
Yeah.
And it was not peaceful and serene. And I mean, It ended up being a beautiful picture, but it was just put your goddamn hands around it. And that's the reality.
That's the tattoo you have.
That's a tattoo. But there is a story behind it.
To the uninformed, it seems beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right. When my kids were little, I used to take the picture of them fighting and not smiling, and I'd put it right behind the picture when I framed it.
Oh, that's great.
And that way, when people would ask me about it, I go, "Well, let's go to the back of the frame here and find out."
I love that. Oh my God, I love that.
I love
That's
that
a great idea.
I ruined more in the days where you had to send the film off, and you didn't know what you were going to get until you got it back. I would get in brutal trouble because I would ruin family photos.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Make a face?
And I remember my father wanted to beat the crap out of me. And it was just, you make the face. And then you go to the pharmacy or CVS or whatever. Yeah. You'd see him
2 weeks later.
What the hell?
Yep.
And I don't know why I would do that. I wanted to ask you, you have your pilot's license, is that correct?
That I do not have that.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, so
I'm terrified of touching any of the controls. I go sit in my seat. That's
so
it.
I wanted to ask a question because you're not a comfortable traveler. I mean, do you do a lot of flying?
I do a ton of
of
flying.
Right.
I just don't fly the plane. I just sit there.
Because I saw that pop up and I'm like, I don't think that's accurate. So, what do you do? I mean, do you ever get cabin fever there or no?
I don't. I'm outside a lot. Like last night, it was probably 0 degrees and snowing, and I took the dog for a walk because I just if I sit in the house too long, I will get cabin fever.
Yeah.
And then I'm outside walking like someone who hates his family. It's like the winter version of mowing the lawn too long.
Right.
It's so funny. I have a neighbor. And I look at him like he is the most patient person because he walks his dog all the time, and his dog will like hang at a mailbox or hang at a bush for like 10 minutes, and the guy's just standing there.
Goddamn go.
And for me, I'd be like, let's go.
Casey,
let's go.
he hates his family. I mean, if there's anything we learned from Chad, that's what's going on.
That's what's going on.
Just taking that 10 minutes to not get yelled at.
Yeah.
It's great.
Makes total sense.
It all makes sense now.
So, but it's got to be great having Kelsey because you're. I mean, you have comedic sensibilities, and she has said, she's told us you're her favorite comedian. Would that be?
That's very nice. She people ask all the time. They go, "It's got to be so funny at your house." And it's like, well, let's remember, I'm still a man and she's still a woman.
What is the most?
Always the fun.
What is the most besides temperature disagreements? What manifests the most in your bucolic existence there?
I think sometimes she'll say like, "Hey, your shoes are on." And they were outside touching gross city sidewalks. And I'll be like, well, your cats just walked out of the litter box and are making piss prints all over the floor. So I don't know what's worse here, my shoes or your cat's paws.
Piss prints.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like they're making Christmas ornaments for their parents walking around touching everything.
You both have shows to write and material to go to, and I'm sure you delve into your personal lives. But what's off limits? Is there anything that you have found out along the way that by the way, I guess I can't talk about that, or did she lay down the law and you vice versa with her about things that are off limits?
Well, I think we're both very respectful when it comes to that. So we just know, what I wouldn't want her to talk about, I would never talk about her. We have a podcast called Pretend Problems, and we have one rule, and it is we are not allowed to talk about something that we have thought about if it hasn't been resolved yet.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good way to approach it.
Yeah, because otherwise you start an argument with the microphones.
Oh, I have broken that rule so many times.
Oh no.
I'm just like, yeah, what about this though? This just happened, and we're still both mad about it. And so then we have to stop the recording, tell our producer to cut it, like all that nonsense. I'm not great at following those rules.
Have you ever gone to a topic that you thought you had resolved only to find out while doing the podcast that it was not quite fully resolved?
Yeah, we sure have.
Do you remember?
Now it is fully resolved.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a lot of guts to do that, where you're kind of laying it all out there.
Yeah, I just think it's we put enough out into the world where we don't need to have a full-on argument in front of people. And I think it'd make them pretty uncomfortable.
Right.
Hey, can I ask how you guys even got together? She was living in Washington and you were living in Minneapolis, and you guys are both touring comedians. Like, how do you even find each other, get together long enough to realize that you want to have a relationship, a long-distance relationship, that for all intents and purposes shouldn't work out because you're going to different cities every single weekend? Like, how does that even happen?
Sure. Well, thank you, by the way, for not saying for all intents and purposes, it shouldn't work out because I've seen both of you. Thank you. But she had a show called Risks of Fury.
Yeah.
Her parents are both professional football players.
Yeah, we talked about. She's like champion level.
Yeah, she is. She is. It's for sure. And her mom is in the International Football Hall of Fame. Her mom is the first lady of football. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And so she had the show called Risks of Fury, and I went on it. She was married at the time. I was in a very happy relationship. And then like 2 years afterwards, when I was on the show, let me go back. When I was on the show, a bunch of people had commented, how long have you guys been dating? This chemistry is unbelievable. And we just kind of laughed it off. And then 2 years later, her marriage went south. My relationship was done. And she had heard about that on a podcast and texted me. And she was like, hey, do you want to find out if these people, sensed anything? Do you want to see if this chemistry is real? And I was like, yeah, I can see you. Let's do it.
Yeah.
It turns out she's actually a super great lady too, which
she's
is
awesome.
perfect.
And she's self-deprecating, but you talk about her abilities when it comes to that. There's loads of footage of her dismantling guys who are sure that they're going to decimate her, and she makes quick work of a man. Unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, she could hustle, and I think she talked about hustling a couple of people now and then for cash. So
one of her specials is called The Hustler.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
She did that. I mean, I remember when I went in there, the game was supposed to go to 5, and we were stuck. She had 3 goals and I had 3 goals. And then the producer came over and said, hey, for time, let's just play next goal wins. And I go, that's no problem. But Kelsey has to look in the camera and tell people the reason we only went to 4 is because she's having a hard time beating me. And then she goes, no chance. And the next thing I know, whack, 2 goals are buried.
Wow.
It was incredible.
That's pretty ballsy, yeah.
Wow, man. It's funny you mentioned, that we wouldn't say anything about you guys for all intents and purposes not being a couple. She is, listen, I've got a gal that's out of my league. I got really, really lucky. And it's pretty special when that happens,
Oh, you kidding me? You walk around and you just watch people look at you two and you go, oh, man, hey, people walk up to her and go, are you okay? Are you being trafficked? I'm like, hey, relax, everybody, please.
Are they forever looking for those subtle I'm being trafficked hand signs?
Yeah, the little finger flip
that
behind
thing,
the
whatever
back.
it is. I love it,
That's
man.
great.
What sheet is she gigging right now? Is she on the road, or is she got?
Yeah, she leaves today. She's going down to North Carolina, and then I have the house to myself, so I'll put it back to 68 like a grown up, and
your guys
make sure none of the stuff is melted.
Scheduling must be one of the biggest difficulties, I would imagine, in organizing of who's doing what, who's going to be where, when they're going to be there, and who's handling what particular responsibilities that need to be taken care of back home.
Yeah, we tried to. I mean, we have the same agency, so we tried to give them avails where we would be gone on the same weekend and home on the same weekend, but ultimately somebody then gets offered something that they don't want to turn down, and it's on one of the home weekends, and so we've scrubbed that, and we just go, here's the deal. We'll be home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday most weeks. And then we'll just, if we get a weekend that we're home together, bonus.
Do you stop traveling, like Christmas or the holidays? Do you make sure that that's a home thing, or will you travel even then?
No, I have a month coming up that's off. Yeah. And then I don't work in the summer. I rarely work in the summer.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah, because I have a lake cabin up north in Minnesota, and my son lives up there, and my daughter will be home from college every summer, and so it's just like we all get together and live up there for the summer, and it's great.
I think I want to be you. You
totally.
You found the balance.
Yeah. Hot wife and summers off. Good God.
Yeah. You kidding me? It's like I'm a teacher that started dating one of his students.
I mean, you don't even have the desire to maybe like bartend or sling some drinks up at the cabin town bar or something like that.
No, I just like unwinding for the time being. I mean, I have a lot of buddies up there still. I went to high school there. I grew up there. I go golfing every year in Mesquite, Nevada with guys I've known since I was in kindergarten.
Dude, he's like, you're like, you got it. You got it figured out.
Yeah, you got a lake house. Are you a big fisherman?
Yeah, I do like to fish. Yeah.
Okay.
You do any competitions?
No, nothing like that. So the dock that goes off of my beach, and then 2 docks to the left and 2 docks to the right are the best fishing in the lake, weirdly, because it goes right when you get to the dock, it goes straight down. It's just a ledge. And so you get a lot of panfish, and if you cast out, you can catch northern and walleye and whatever else.
Nice. Do you guys cook them up and do that whole thing?
I don't really do that. I kind of just catch and release.
Okay.
Sometimes my son will come over and he'll just rip crappies out of the lake and then go eat them with his buddies. But but I don't. That's a lot of work.
That's cool that you're able to kind of have this mountain man lifestyle and take a break from the hustle and bustle. Good on you, man. You win.
You could do the sequel to On Golden Pond, but in the coolest way possible.
Yeah.
With Katharine Hepburn as Kelsey taking that, and you're a much more vibrant, spatially aware Henry Fonda.
Yeah, I don't know. At first, I thought you said, hey, you could really do life coaching, but I can't, because basically the summer, all I do is my credit card companies get so excited. They're like, oh, this dummy's not working again this summer. Let's get him.
Nice. Well, you'll be working this weekend, so we're looking forward to you being in town in Philadelphia once again at Helium Comedy
Me too.
Club. Coming up on the 12th and 13th this weekend. There are shows, and you can go to heliumcomedy.com to get those tickets. But it's good to check in with you, Chad. We hope you enjoy your time while you're here. Next time, hopefully you're in when you can spend some time with us. It'd be great.
Oh, that sounds really great. Thanks a lot for having me on. Good to see everybody.
All right, and give Kelsey our best. We'll see you, man. Chad Daniels, guys. He's great. I would love to have a lake house, man.
I love that too. I love where he is right now. Looks as rustic, just beautiful snow. Norman Rockwell type scene out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had a lake house, it wouldn't. I wouldn't want it to be.
It wouldn't be on a lake.
No. It wouldn't be like in the Poconos, like Lake Harmony. It would have to be a big lake.
Yes.
Like a Lake Winnipesaukee or.
Yeah, we looked, before we settled on beach, we looked at lake, and the lakes in Pennsylvania are just not very big.
Yeah.
I mean, in Missouri, where I grew up, we have gigantic lakes. The Lake of the Ozarks is just massive, absolutely massive, and you've got all the room in the world to go, and you don't have to worry about crazy crowds because the lake's so damn big.
Yeah, so when I was in Italy, we went to Lake Garda. I think that's what it was called. And it was enormous and beautiful, like crystal clear. And also when Lake Winnipesaukee is like spring fed, right?
Yeah.
So you can really see the thing I don't like about a lot of lakes is you can't see your feet in the water, you know what I mean? Like I need, and that's why I really don't like the ocean all that much.
Right.
I want to see the monsters that are about to kill me.
You like Caribbean Ocean.
Yeah.
You can see down to certain depths. Yeah. There's the same thing in a lake, like in the ocean. Something bumps something against your foot, and you're like, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? But the thing that freaks me out most about lake water is there's a thing called a thermocline.
Yeah.
And it's where the temperature changes dramatically, and you're swimming along, and all of a sudden the water in your feet gets really, really cold. And in my mind, I think I'm swimming over the abyss.
Yeah, that's
it's like
it.
a 2-mile deep trench.
Yes.
You know that, is it the blue hole or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
So it is this impossibly deep. It's where these free divers will go and train. And there's something about
it's freaky.
Yeah, that all that is below you, and it just is uncomfortable. Now you're still on the surface, and no matter what.
Yes,
but it's just knowing that you have all that below you is disconcerting.
That you can't touch bottom. So
yeah.
But Chad's living it. That's cool. Good for him. All right, what are we doing? What do you got here?
I want to play something for you,
Okay.
Press.
Casey's gesturing to this fader on the board here.
Yeah. Have you ever noticed when you walk into the building, the lobby, the acoustics there are just great.
Yeah,
you
there's
get
a lot of reverb. It's a big open expanse. Yeah.
Really, really great reverb. So I was going to do this yesterday, but I walked in at the same time as somebody else. I was like, I'm not going to do this with another person. So and then this morning when I got here, there was a woman I waited for her to walk in and get into the elevator. And I wanted to play this for you, Preston, because I know you get a real kick out of when my voice cracks.
Okay.
So I attempted to use the reverb this morning, and
so you were going to sing loudly and get a good full sound.
Get a full sound. I just want you to know that this is literally the first sounds that my voice made this morning. Okay.
Right.
So there was no vocal warm up or anything like that.
So you were recording this?
I was recording
you
this.
So was this something you were going to post on social media or something like that?
It's on my Instagram now.
It is?
Yeah. So I wanted you to hear this.
Okay.
I don't. He might have left in. I was talking to the camera as I was walking into the lobby. So it might be a little bit of that, and then I break into song.
All right. Here we go.
All right. Time to go to work. In our lobby with our Christmas trees.
You sound drunk.
You know.
Right?
In our lobby.
I want to kiss you.
I want to kiss you.
I want to kiss you.
All right. Here in our lobby with the Christmas trees. Here we go.
Fall on your knees.
You do?
Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night. Oh, night divine.
Not bad for 5 a.m.
And you know it was.
You know it was. Nice. You'd been wanting to do that for a little while?
Yeah. Well, so I tried the stairwell a couple of days ago, and I was like, no, because I thought it was going to be a little
pooping.
bit. Yeah, that's where we go poopies. No, so I think I might do this every morning. So if you have any requests for tomorrow,
The lobby concert.
It starts. Casey's lobby concert.
All right, I want to kiss you.
Began. All right. Well, listen, I propose we take a break.
Yeah.
And come back in a moment. We have some bizarre file stories. I'm starting to see some texts coming in of people that managed to get some tickets to go and see the show of life for Pierre Robert next week. I'm guessing they're sold out already. I do not know. Yeah, Marissa?
It looks like in a few minutes, but we did get a lot of excited responses of people who did get them. Eric is confirming that it is sold out.
All right. Thank you, Eric Simon. Well, listen, we knew it was going to be quick because there weren't that many, but we're just glad that a few more extra people got the ability to go.
It's just the way everything sort of shook out, obviously, with getting a venue, and it was a quick turnaround. But we knew we wanted to do this way as soon as possible, and this is really the only way we could do it.
Yep, so we're doing it. All right, we will take a break. Excuse me, we'll come back in a moment, and some bizarre file stories await you, my friends. Stay there.
Chapter 1. Although I've only been alive for 11 years and 11 months, I think I've had an interesting life so far. I know that I've been lucky to do many things and go many places and have had opportunities that other children have not had.
You wrote this?
Yeah. Wow. I am thankful for the good. I had a ghostwriter.
Yeah. Okay.
I am thankful for these good things and also for being a part of a strong, loving family. Well, that's nice. My family background is rather unusual. My mother is Irish and Italian. Her mother's parents, my maternal great-grandparents, were born in Ireland and came to America in the early 1920s. I knew both of my great-grandparents, Martha and James Kelly, and I got to spend quite a bit of time with them when I was a baby before they died.
It's very good writing.
Really well written.
Do you mention the raisins and the meatballs, which I'm a fan of?
I don't, but here's an interesting fact. I think I may have mentioned this on the air at one point. This is about my mom, Kelly. She did whatever jobs she could, waitressing, house cleaning, caring for other children, and she got a job as a cashier for the Acme supermarket near her home in Elkins Park, Pennsylvania. She made $17.50 a week with the Acme and raised 4 daughters.
Wow.
Her second daughter, Martha, was my mother's mother. She died of cancer when she was 47 before I was born. I'm sorry I never knew her. I think we really would have liked each other.
Is she the aunt that said cassette?
That was my dad's mom.
Oh, okay.
Had the cassette player, yeah. So there's also all sorts of different chapters in here.
That you have that is so freaking wonderful.
Here's a picture of me when I was 5 months old. I'll hold it for the camera. But Casey, you mentioned the big head.
Oh my God. Oh, I thought that was a jack-o'-lantern.
And look at how tiny you have written quite a bit of text in this book.
Oh, is that typed?
Oh, it's typed. Okay, I couldn't tell from here.
So,
well, this is written, but the portion of the autobiography is typed.
And your mom held on to this?
Yeah.
See, I think if my mom had been around, I think she would have had a story.
Yeah, I've kept a lot of stuff like that my kids
I think
have.
moms are probably.
Oh my God! Here's my dog from 1986, Tugger.
Tugger.
As a puppy, and then
It's a picture, right? It's not in there.
yeah, and then here's. Oh my God! He's still
Oh my God! Oh my God!
And here's me, my mom, and my two brothers at Disney World in the spring of 1985 with another dog, Pluto.
Hey, Nick, has your son, has Ben seen this?
He's not.
Oh.
No, I think
that would
we'll
blow
share it
his
this
mind.
weekend.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to go through that. I want to look at Tugger.
Because I told you, my dad, he spoke into a digital recorder for about 4 or 5 hours in different segments.
That's cool.
And gave me a chronicle of our early lives and everything, and I'm going through it right now.
Wow. That's really cool, Nick.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
well
awesome.
done.
Yeah.
All right.
And then third?
Well, I think
We don't
that
have time?
was his third thing.
Oh, that was your third?
Yeah, Doc Gooden, the Book of Me, and the
May I say,
autobiography.
all you guys had good stuff.
And by the way, Nick, a number of people are texting in and saying that your Doc Gooden card is worth about $445.
I'll sell it to you right now.
So
I don't know if you guys knew that I'm an artist. This is a bird.
with a penis.
Now, I think
That's a tail.
That's
Oh.
that's
that's
It
a
says
red
tail,
penis
but it does look like a
swallow.
penis.
That's the
a-
Dr. Seuss bird.
All right.
That's the bird I drew.
Nice job, Nick McElwain. Thank you. It's show and tell, and I think we have time for Marissa.
Marissa, what do you have for the class?
She just ran out of her office.
Yeah.
So she didn't know she was going to be doing it.
Yeah, she was telling me out before we started the segment. She had one just in case we didn't have enough, or we had too much time.
She's filling out one of those Dr. Seuss books right now?
Well, she wasn't sure if this segment didn't go anywhere and we had extra time, we could put her in. But
She's got a big package.
We got just enough to do another one, and then we got a break because we have some guests coming up in a moment. All right, Marissa.
Is that what is that, a canned ham?
Oh my God.
She just dumped something heavily on the counter.
I mentioned this before, and you guys kind of lit up. And it lives in my house, and I get to see it every day, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Whoa.
It is an old-time adding machine.
Oh, wow.
Or the calculator, if you will, but it's a type that you would find in like a store.
And you pull the lever down when
and the clerk would print up your receipt.
Or at Magnata and Sons office in South Philadelphia, because this was my grandmother's adding machine where she kept the books.
Let's hear some noise from that. Let's hear it. Crank it. There you go.
That's really cool.
That's awesome. When my grandparents had one, it was a little bit bigger than that. And as a kid, I played with it all the time. I loved it.
You're fascinated. Preston, we used to have the old, Underwood typewriters. I mean, the real old, the kind of stuff Tom Hanks collects. And you're fascinated by them as a kid.
Wait, so are these bells?
Yeah, no, that should be where the printer ribbon is.
Oh, maybe that's why it doesn't print anymore.
Well,
there's a ribbon that goes between those. There's two reels.
Technically, Preston, it's an adding machine / Sibian.
It's about that size.
So there's still like there's still addition, or there's still numbers on it from the last thing my grandmother typed, because my grandmother like never stopped working. So my dad or my grandfather probably just like handed her a calculator, and she just like swapped it out. Was like, all right, I'm done with these numbers, and boom, on to the next thing.
What was it an accounting firm? What was it?
It was
Marissa?
a HVAC plumbing company.
Oh, okay.
So they were right there on Snyder Avenue, and my grandmother was in the office and kept the books.
See, I want something like. Oh, okay, I have another idea then. Okay, you guys are giving. Kathy, do you have any ideas now? You said you do.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
all
I
right.
know. I remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, I
and
wrote
know
down
where
a
it
couple
is.
more things, so I'll be ready for another show and tell.
I think, frankly, I think you guys all killed it.
Yeah, this says it's a Burroughs portable adding machine.
Look at how portable it is. Only weighs 112 pounds.
And
my
this,
God.
This is the type of thing that if you were at a general store or something like that, because my grandparents owned a general store, and that's what they would use to ring up the receipts.
And Preston, you put this in like an antique store out, in any remote area, and a little extra dust on it, you could sell it for a lot of money.
Yeah, totally.
I bet you could, right? I mean, these things, people love these things.
Yeah, I was in a store just this weekend, and they had things like this all over decorating
How
the
much?
store.
I'm sorry.
No, it was a clothing store, and this
Oh.
was just filling out the shelves.
So is that out as decoration in your house?
It
Or you
is.
just- yeah.
It's in all
Marissa's
my.
got, I'm sorry to interrupt, she's got some cool antiques. You have antique cameras, radios. Or have you started doing radios yet?
I'd love to get an
I have a radio that's my boyfriend's grandfather. So all the cameras you'll see in like a Zoom call or when I did my TV show, they were in the background. Those are all my grandparents.
They're kind of like the ones that you look down at, you know?
Yeah.
You look down into the, they're really cool.
So it's everything from my grandparents, the old ones, like the Polaroid ones, to the ones my dad used in the 60s and
Like
the 70s.
A Browning camera, like the
One like that from
Yeah,
my grandfather,
right.
and then a Nikon from my parents and things like that. And then I have photos that I realized later that were like developed on that and are printed and hanging on my wall from those cameras.
Cool.
Wow. Oh, excellent. Well done,
That's
Marissa.
awesome.
I love
Thanks,
it.
guys.
Show and tell.
First ever Preston and Steve show and tell. And Marissa's adding machine. That's really cool. All right, so now we've given some ideas to
Yes,
Steve
now
and
we have
Kathy.
ideas, yes.
And next time I think we'll have a full class participation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I sent you guys the link for my shoes. You guys might want to get them now before everybody gets them.
I know. All right, well, thank you guys. Let's take a break. Come back in a second. When we return, Mr. Alex Lifeson of Rush, talking about his new band, Envy of None. His fellow bandmate, Andy Kern, will be joining us as well. We'll be back in a moment. Don't forget it's Tattoos Day as well. You want a Preston and Steve tattoo? Text the word tattoo to 39333. It's from Floating World Tattoo and Piercing on South Street. We'll be back in a few.
Preston and Steve.
Quickly, Nick, you wanted to plug the Big Climb coming up.
Yeah, we're really excited for it this year. Big Climb Philly benefits Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and I've done Big Climb in the past, and it's been in a building in Center City. But this year, it's at the Link, which I'm really excited about. I got to go down to the Link yesterday. We did sort of a backstage tour and places of that building that I'd never been before, and what the course is going to look like. And it's a bunch of stairs at the beginning, and then basically up and down the stands as you go, and it's sort of around the building and the lower concourse. So it's May 6th. I would love for you to join Team Luke. My nephew Luke is in remission from leukemia. He's doing really well. But LLS is just an awesome organization, and we'd love to have you be a part of Team Luke. It's Saturday, May 6th. It's in the morning. All the information's up on my social media and on PrestonandSteve.com. But it's a great event, and it's going to be really cool to have it at the Link this year.
Nice. And you guys will be going up and down stairs as opposed to just all the way up, right?
There's a staircase in the close to one of the main entrances that goes up, I think, like 5 flights. And then so we go up that, and then we come down the ramps, and then we go up and down the stands quite a bit around the concourse.
That's pretty cool.
And then down into like the locker rooms and the tunnels and stuff. So you come out onto the field at the end of it. And Preston, I think you had an event there last year, right? And
yes, it's with the Take Steps walk for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation.
Yeah, and it's a cool place to have a charity event. So I'm psyched that it's there this year.
Excellent. All right. Well, good luck to you, sir. It's going to be awesome. I usually don't put a whole lot of stock in the National This Day, National That Day when it comes to food. Because sometimes we find out like there's multiple ones.
Yeah,
and, like
it's a
there's
bunch of
multiple
crap.
National Pancake Days and stuff like that. Although we do talk about that one, but today it's National Grilled Cheese Day.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
I am a massive fan of a good grilled cheese sandwich. We've talked about the pairing with tomato basil soup, which is one of my favorites.
It's when you get tomato soup and a good grilled cheese. That's about
It's
that's
a great
about
snow day activity.
Yeah.
What was the name of the place that we had?
Meltdown.
Meltdown.
Oh man.
Yeah, mother of God.
They were so good. The problem is that they were overpriced. You know what I mean? Because they were in and around the area.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if they're around that much anymore, but
I like riffs on the grilled cheese. I mean, I do like the standard easy way to go is just bread, butter, obviously to grill it with. And a good cheese, even just your standard American slices will work just fine. But if you throw in a little cheddar and stuff like that, or Gouda, it can get much better. But there's stuff you can add to it like pesto, tomato. Oh, yum, man.
Yeah.
There's a guy who listens to our show, and he lives in Idaho. And we talked about him before. He apparently has the greatest grilled cheese recipe of all time.
Liar!
And he will not give it to me in writing.
Really?
Yeah, he wants me to call him so he can talk me through the steps.
Are you going to do it?
No.
Why?
Because it's not that.
You don't want to give your phone number.
No, Not necessarily. No, because I make a good grilled cheese. I don't need your help.
All right,
bro.
what's your grilled cheese?
Listen, the secret ingredient is
love.
Is butter. Lots of butter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just as simple as that.
So I'm going to mention a bit. The Couch Tomato has a grilled cheese sandwich.
This morning about my fascination with glands. This is a piece of artwork that looks like the TV show Landman. Thank you for whoever did that. All right, we got a final look at traffic. Let's see what's going on. Marissa, what you got for us?
Commodore Barry Bridge westbound from the toll plaza to the downside. Then we're slowing on the Blue Route, McDade Boulevard out to Baltimore Pike. 76 eastbound the Boulevard out to Divine Tree Expressway. Westbound from Vare to South Street and the Boulevard out to Gladwin. Then we're slowing on the 42 freeway northbound at Creek Road. Left lane is closed due to construction, jammed back to 41. And 55 northbound between Deptford and the 42 freeway. This traffic report is brought to you by SuperSure. Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get SuperSure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but SuperSure coming soon. And that's your traffic on 93.3 WMMR.
Thank you so much, Ms. Magnata. We are going to get into the Bizarre File right now.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought to you by Worldwide Stereo. You want to see a grown man cry? You got to toss your old TV and surprise your football lover with a real home theater this holiday from Worldwide Stereo. Montgomeryville, Wayne, and worldwidestereo.com, making holidays more fun since 1979. Well, a bank teller is credited with saving a woman from losing thousands of dollars after noticing the signs of a scam. The Clay County, Missouri Sheriff's Office had shared the close call in a Facebook post and said the scammers have been back at it in the last few days. So in this particular case, the victim said that the scammers told her not to hang up the phone or speak to anyone else. So she comes in, she's on the phone. She's telling her that these people are telling her not to hang up the phone or speak to anyone else. So at her bank, she tried to withdraw thousands of dollars from her account, but the teller slid her a note that said, "You're being scammed."
Oh.
So she noticed that the woman was on the phone and couldn't get off of it while she was, having the transaction process. And she was like, "You're being scammed," handed her a note, and she wouldn't let her finish the transaction.
Good for her.
Totally. The woman hung up the phone at that point, and then she called the sheriff's office. And the sheriff's office thanked the bank tellers for their role in stopping the scammers short and shared the following reminders. They said deputies will never call you to inform you of a warrant or for your arrest. Deputies will never call asking for money, and notices that you have missed jury duty are typically sent via mail. So don't trust any calls like that. So that was pretty cool. All right, this is a lot of fun. GameStop, the store, says that it accepted more than 80,000 items during this weekend's Trade Anything Day event. So it's a Trade Anything Day. So they shared images with IGN of the weirdest items that they accepted, including a bobcat, a goose, and a physical Netflix disc for the Nintendo Wii. The chain's big trade event was the latest publicity stunt from the company, this time designed to highlight its trade-in program that provides customers with store credit or cash for a range of home entertainment items. Now, normally, the range would not extend beyond entertainment items, but GameStop this past Saturday advertised it would provide some sort of credit for almost anything that customers cared to bring into them.
It's a smart move.
In a statement to IGN, GameStop ranked its more memorable trades from stores across the country as including items such as a tiny Jesus, a speed limit sign, Air Jordans, and tapes of Friends on VHS. And over social media, customers celebrated shifting various unwanted items in exchange for credit, including McDonald's Grinchmas socks and what looked like a replica of the United States Declaration of Independence. Another customer seemingly joked and claimed that they tried to trade in a live pet dog, which they said had been refused. But perhaps most bizarre of all, with a taxidermied goose and bobcat, both of which appeared to have had seen better days. Last week, GameStop hit headlines with another trade-in story as it paid out more than $30,000 for a rare Pokemon card. According to the retailer, the transaction was evidence its trade-in program offered fair value, though it simultaneously admitted the card had actually been worth at least $3,000 more. They said any trolls who publicly claim that GameStop trade-in values are bad are hereby factually and demonstrably incorrect. So they have a trade-in policy.
GameStop was on the precipice of going completely under, and I guess they fought their way back.
Yep. They're doing all right. In South Carolina, there was a story out of a prison yard where a drone dropped a package, and in it was steak, weed, crab legs, cigarettes, and Old Bay seasoning.
Thank you, party drone.
That is everything you need for a wonderful dinner and celebration. So the illicit meal was dropped into the Lee Correctional Institution prison yard by a drone.
Thank you, God.
A photo from the Bishopville prison showed a raw steak still in the grocery store packing, crab legs and Old Bay with side plastic baggies of marijuana and a couple of cartons of cigarettes. The drone was also seized as well. Prison officials said that they're investigating and no arrests have been made yet. But keeping contraband out of state prisons is a constant battle. People at this particular prison would toss or use a catapult to get packages and cell phones, drugs, and other illegal items over the perimeter fence until officials raised the fences and added netting at the top. Yeah. And then people tried to smuggle things behind bars, moved on to drones, leaving corrections officials to constantly patrol the prison yard and just outside for the tiny aircraft trying to drop packages.
Whatever happened to bribing the guards?
Just flying a drone near a prison in South Carolina is a misdemeanor crime that carries up to 30 days in jail, and dropping contraband into the prison is a felony that can land someone behind bars for 10 years.
It's like that scene in Goodfellas where they're having the Italian meal and they get all the groceries delivered and the wine and all that stuff.
Absolutely. A visitor says that she was revolted. This is in England, by the way, is revolted after spotting a condom frozen in an ice rink in Kent. There's a picture of it. It's hilarious.
Frozen condom.
Katrina Rattray had been at the Winter Wonderland at Caverley Grounds in Tunbridge Wells when she discovered the condom with her husband. So each December and early January, the town center park is transformed with festive food stalls and a large ice rink. Katrina had been visiting the venue with her partner, Mitchell, when the pair decided to look at the rink before heading home. She said, to our horror, he spotted the condom in the ice. I don't know if a teenager put it there as a joke or if it was actually used, but imagine if a child fell over in that spot. It was quite disgusting and weird how the staff had not noticed it. Spokesperson,
you can see it clearly.
A spokesperson for the rink said that the issue was dealt with promptly and the item has been removed.
Just glad the rink is practicing safe sex.
Yep. And then one last story and we will wrap it up. In Florida, a man was arrested in Polk County after police found multiple weapons, ammunition, and a container with a radioactive warning label in his truck.
Oh, man.
Benjamin Johnson was pulled over near a Publix grocery store in Davenport on Friday after his vehicle was linked to a crash. Police say he refused to get out and later mentioned
anything wrong, officer?
a dirty bomb in his truck, he said.
Oh, it can't be. There's no radiation in this truck.
Oh, my God. The Tampa Bomb Squad was called in.
There's no radioactive material.
The container turned out to hold a soil testing device with less radioactivity than a medical x-ray. But officers also found guns, thermal scopes, night vision goggles, knives, a battering ram, and THC products.
Someone's having a party.
Johnson faces multiple charges, including a hoax weapon of mass destruction charge on top of that.
That's a great practical joke, the hoax weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah.
Your friends love it.
Yeah, and that is what I have.
It's like the gun that snaps on your finger.
In the bizarre file for you this morning. All righty, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll dive into the music news. We'll get a lesson question. We'll get the trash, all that stuff. Stay put. Returning shortly.
That is extraordinary, and it uses it. The toast is buttered.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you. That's what makes it different than being toasted. Making it grilled is you use either some butter or oil, but butter is usually the way to go. So let me ask you this fundamental technique question when it comes to grilled cheese. Do you butter the bread?
No.
All right. How do you do it?
I do a straight up, and first of all, I have a griddle. So I like to make it on the electric griddle rather than on the frying pan or whatever. But I take a huge pat of butter and I stick that on the griddle and I let that melt.
There you go.
Not all the way.
Okay.
You know, just and then I throw the whole grilled cheese on that and I spread it around. Then I take another pat of butter and I put that on the top. I don't spread it. And then when it's time to flip it, I flip it and I allow that to melt, and then I mix it around.
I was raised on buttering the bread.
I'm down with that.
You have to butter the bread.
Yeah.
But the tough part of that is when you take butter and you spread it on untoasted bread, it can sometimes tear the bread a little bit. And you lose a little bit of your integrity and
your cohesion.
your sandwich.
So what they do a lot of times on these Grateful Dead fish lots is they'll have a paintbrush and they will take already melted butter and they will spread it with the paintbrush, and that's how they.
That's a
apply
great
that
way
as
to do
well.
it too. If you have the time to melt the butter ahead of time and take a brush and brush it onto the bread, that's probably the best technique. But I have come around on throwing the butter onto the warm skillet, and then putting the bread on top of that. But then you have the mystery of that other side. You take it off, and then you throw down more butter and let that melt, or do your technique where you put it on ahead of time.
Yeah, I put that pat of butter, and it's a big old pat.
Do you guys remember a butter campaign that was give them a little pat of butter?
Give them that pat. Yes,
Butter.
absolutely.
Give them a little pat of butter. Butter. It just made me think of that.
So the theme song to Law and Order SVU.
I did not know that initially. Wow. Okay.
I have a technical question.
Yes.
Wawa has a campaign right now for these grilled paninis.
Oh my God, my daughter loves them.
Right. And they look terrific. They look like they're a lot.
Yeah.
One of the grilled paninis is grilled with mac and cheese.
That's her favorite.
Okay. Is that a grilled cheese sandwich?
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, it's a panini.
Wait a second.
I'd call it a grilled. Well, it's not grilled because it's
a panini.
Well, it depends on.
It's not ciabatta, it's panini.
Right, I know, but it depends on whether they butter or use oil to
I have a follow-up question.
Now there's I know they put it in a panini press. Maybe that is considered that because it may be a grilled cheese with pasta.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Now, do you think, follow-up question, Wawa would send us some so we could sample them?
Well, a panini press is
it's kind of a grilled cheese, right?
No, it's a whole different sandwich. It's a panini.
Now, let me ask you guys this, because
says Master Chef, Master Chef Kathy Romano.
Just a few years ago, 3-4 years ago, I came to this amazing
country
revelation of using leftover meatballs, and I make a grilled cheese meatball sandwich. Now, I don't necessarily consider it a meatball first sandwich. I consider it a grilled cheese sandwich first. With meatballs, because what I'll do is I cut up the meatballs, I cook them in the microwave, then I put them on, the cheesed bread, but I use provolone cheese, and then I use the sauce to taste, not overly sauce it, but like sauce to taste, and then I grill that with the butter and all that, and I'm telling you, it is amazing.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the way to get creative with grilled cheese is using the different types of cheese. Once you start to add in elements
like meat,
you're on your way to a
it.
cheeseburger.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that,
You know what I'm
Steve. I think
saying?
it takes it. I think
So it's a meatball sandwich and not a grilled cheese.
I think so. I think
Okay.
think that once you add meat, that's the main ingredient.
Right.
That has become the main ingredient.
The cheese needs to be the star.
The cheese needs to be the star.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You don't have to
That's
be
the name of my book.
And tell us about your book, The Cheese Needs to Be the Star. Well, it's really pretty much a look back at my career in radio.
Preston, have you seen the number of texts coming in saying that one should use mayo instead of butter?
There's a guy on the line right now, or girl.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've
says
seen
that.
it. I have not dared to try
rebuke
it.
you.
I've not dared to try it, but that is a technique. So we have a few people. Let me go to Dave here. Hi, Dave. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up, Dave?
Not much. Yeah, mayo is it. It doesn't tear the bread like butter would, and it fries up crisp.
Well, mayo is also.
It's a wholly different flavor than butter, though.
It would make.
You know what I mean?
I would have to try it, honestly.
Yeah.
I'll do it today.
Yeah, I would have to try it. So
I like it's odd because Steve, I do like mayonnaise, but the idea of searing it like that seems kind of gross.
There are a lot of eggs in mayo. Yes.
Yeah, it's eggs and oil. So,
Right. So you got both ingredients. Yeah, you know,
But
I would
there's
have
no
to
eggs
try
and
it.
butter.
Ooh,
there's no eggs and butter though.
Can't tune a fish
if you don't tune your butt.
You know,
I don't know.
dated a girl for a hot minute who they made their French toast with cheese.
Dave.
And so now I'm wondering if you were to make a grilled cheese and then kind of coat everything in the egg wash.
Wait,
the same way
Well,
you
it's a
would.
Monte Cristo sandwich is
Okay.
made that way.
All
It's French toast, and then in between is cheese and turkey, and then apple slices.
What would,
Right,
they,
okay.
what would they do, Casey?
She would make, and I never had it. We didn't date long enough for me to try her.
Yeah.
But they would do their
Have you
French
tasted
toast.
my daughter's sandwich?
They would do French toast with cheese.
French toast with cheese.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
I don't. Well, not with syrup. I mean, but if it was a grilled cheese like French toast style, I'd do that.
All right, hang on. I'm going to go to Jenna because she does the mayo technique as well. Hi, Jenna. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you doing?
Wonderful. All right, Jenna, what is it that's so much better with mayonnaise instead of butter?
It's just the flavor of it. I don't know. I grew up eating mayonnaise on every single sandwich, and my son likes just cheese sandwiches with mayonnaise, and it's easier just to throw it in the frying pan and say, hey, here's a grilled cheese. And he's not a big fan of butter, so that was the big difference there.
Okay.
But you can also use bacon grease. I don't know if Kathy remembers the Conshohocken Cafe that was on Fayette Street. I worked there all through college and everything, and we used to use bacon grease for grilled cheeses, too.
That's a great idea. We used to save our bacon grease when I was a kid growing up.
And drink it in the morning.
No, we would not drink it in the morning, but we could use it to as a base to cook things with, a la, shortening or
It was a standard.
lard
we had
or whatever.
We had those jars, mason jars. Of, Yes,
that's what we
It was a
keep it.
standard.
Or like an old
Yeah.
jelly jar or
Yep.
something like that.
And my
Yeah.
mother used to hollow out a bagel and keep her birth control pills.
Oh
in
my
it.
God,
Oh my God! Did
so
you ever
unique.
It's just a thing you used to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Southern.
Did you? Okay, this is a two-part question. And what are your thoughts on mustard, whether it be yellow mustard or spicy mustard on your grilled cheese? And what do you consider a grilled ham and cheese? Is that still grilled cheese, or are we going into the other territory?
You're raising a good point with the ham inclusion. I still believe that the cheese, as per Preston's best-selling novel, the cheese is the star.
I would never say that. I would never say a grilled cheese with ham.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd
Right.
say it's a grilled ham and cheese.
Exactly.
So ham takes top billing.
Okay.
I don't think it's a grilled cheese anymore.
It does take top, but you have to do that with mustard, right? Grilled ham and cheese with mustard. Yeah.
You don't have to be a star to be in my sandwich.
No.
And you know what's oddly is good on that is a little bit of pineapple.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Come over.
Yeah.
I should probably try that today.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. See, Wawa can do that.
So I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, I'll ask you a question.
Mustard?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I think mustard with a grilled cheese can be good.
Yeah.
but it's great all by itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Spicy brown, though, right?
I could do either, but I prefer spicy brown.
Especially if ham is involved.
I'm going with Casey's take on that.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on? I'm sorry to do this. Grilled peanut butter and jelly.
No,
because I know we're talking about grilled cheese.
That's like a
Yeah.
hot pocket. And
I would say unequivocally,
back to hell, demon.
Go suck it.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
No, I the idea of that. No, it
That's
doesn't-
that's not a grilled cheese at all. It's not.
It's
There's no
not.
cheese.
It is
It's not. Certainly, you know what it's not.
In
It's
fact,
not a full
I'm gonna see
traditional
myself out.
turkey dinner.
I find it disrespectful that on National Grilled Cheese
Yeah.
Day that
Yeah.
you would even raise that question.
I'm begging for your forgiveness.
Why don't you go into a synagogue and say, "What if Jesus was the son?"
All right,
You don't do that.
we are overrun with mayonnaise phone calls.
Do we go in depth? Do we go a current affair on this?
Well, Jared had a moment at a restaurant. Hi,
Okay.
Jared. Hi, Jared. You're on the air. Good morning.
You guys rock.
Thank you, man. All right, what's the incident that happened with the mayonnaise?
So I used to run a restaurant back in the day, and they were getting really behind, and it was like a grilled cheese day that we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I got back there, and we had like fresh churned butter, so it was like real soft. Well, I messed up, and I put mayo on all these grilled cheeses, put them down, sent them out. Well, I ended up coming back, and they were like, oh, like they were the best grilled cheese we ever had. Come to find out, I put mayo on all of them.
all of
So
them.
that actually became our biggest seller.
So that was your signature grilled cheese sandwich was prepared with mayo. To your own personal taste, do you like it better?
I wouldn't say it's better, but it gives it a bite. Like you use it with like Cooper Sharp cheese, like it's completely different.
Huh.
So like we did a different thing. We actually did a condiment grilled cheese. So if you wanted mustard on it, we actually did mustard on the grill, and that hardens up real nice. It gets a real a real crispy bite.
On the outside of it, you did mustard and then grilled it?
Yep. And it actually comes out really good.
Cray.
All right. Interesting.
I'm concerned now about the number of restaurants that are bringing sandwiches like this to us. And what that will do.
We need to spread it out.
Too many.
We need, really.
All right, so Steven actually sent me a few grilled cheese from Food Network, grilled cheese recipes, and there's a few of them here that I've done before and like to have from time to time. Grilled tomato and cheese, I think, is a great
That's
one.
a standard, and I do love that one.
The Spell, great song from Mammoth on 93.3 WMMR. Everything, and I mean everything, people, that rocks. It is 10:09. Program zipping right along. We sold out the tickets to the extra tickets that were available for Pierre Robert's Show of Life next week on the 17th. Sold out quickly. We anticipated this and happening, and I'm hoping that something comes together down the road. Things are being worked on, being able to access it without you actually being there. I don't want to give away too many details because nothing is official yet, but plans are hopefully being made, but there's a lot of legalities when it comes to stuff like that. So our crew here at WMMR are working on it. We'll let you know if and when some of that stuff comes together. You can also support MANA on the website on manapa.org if you would like to make a contribution in Pierre's name, because that group was near and dear to his heart. A portion of the proceeds of the ticket sales are going to go to MANA as well. Just a reminder for that. All right, we have lesson question to ask you. We are going to give away a pair of tickets to see Triumph. Chuck D'Amico came in, very excited, made that announcement yesterday.
Ecstatic.
First time in 30 years that this group has toured, so it's pretty cool. And I'm excited for that show coming to town, which is going to be Thursday, May 28th, Freedom Mortgage Pavilion, and tickets will go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. So you will win tickets if you can answer this question. We'll go with this, even though we referenced it again. What's my new medical character with its own TV show? Has to do with a part of your body or something in your body, organs in your body. 610-660-9333. If you heard that, it was early, 6:46, but we did a little callback to it a few minutes ago. 610-660-9333. If you know the answer to that, call right now. We'll do the trash while you're calling in.
The trash business is a gold mine. 93.3 WMMR with Preston and Steve's Hollywood Trash.
Brought to you by Horizon Services. It makes getting through the holidays easy with seasonal tune-ups to keep your system running smoothly, and the heater safety checks as well. Plus, they're always ready to help with same-day emergency service any day of the week, even on holidays. What's going on this morning, Steve?
Well, Preston, Frank O'Gary, the most recognizable name in architecture since Frank Lloyd Wright, has passed away at the age of 96. Gary is best known for designing the Guggenheim Museum and Pat's Chili Dogs. OnlyFans model Bonnie Blue, arrested by police in Bali while driving around in her, quote, bang bus, attempting to have sex with 1,000 men in under an hour. Apparently, Blue's inspection sticker had expired.
Hey!
And finally, Katy Perry posting a ton of Insta photos of her trip to Japan with boyfriend Justin Trudeau. Perry said she had a fantastic time, but regrets not visiting the Great Wall of China. And that's how
We're looking for an answer to the question, obviously. What's my new medical character with its own TV show? And we are going to go to Mark and see if we can get that answer. Mark, you are on the air. Good morning, my friend.
Hey, good morning to see you.
Good morning, brother. All right, what's the name of my new medical character with its own TV show?
That would be Gland Man.
Gland Man. You're correct, buddy. Hang on. Got some tickets to see this band right here, Triumph. And that show, it's the Rock and Roll Machine Reloaded 50th Anniversary Tour. Will be Thursday, May 28th, Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. Tickets are on sale Friday at 10 a.m. via Ticketmaster. You can go to WMMR.com for another chance for you to win tickets.
Now, Preston and Steve's Music News on 93.3 WMMR.
Brought this morning by Wawa for a holiday shopping made easy. Stop at Wawa for your gift cards for the Wawa fans in your life and for fans of top brands like Visa, Sephora, Roblox, and more. Gotta have a Wawa. So we're a quarter way through the new millennium. So Polestar, thought that it was time to tally up the biggest live draws in music. Okay, the millennium.
The millennium.
Yeah. So yesterday, the site posted the top 25 most popular touring artists of the millennium so far.
The millennium.
And if you're automatically thinking Taylor Swift or the Rolling Stones at the top, think again. The list is of the artists that sold the most tickets. It is not revenue based. So it's the most tickets. And with that as criteria, Coldplay came in first place.
That's wild.
With 24.8 million tickets sold at 731 concerts since 2001.
I know they were a juggernaut, but yeah, if you're charging ridiculous prices, that's a whole different metric.
Yep. U2 came in second with Ed Sheeran, Dave Matthews Band, and the aforementioned Taylor Swift rounding out the top 25. So, yeah, they're talking since 2000, since the turn.
Have you ever seen Coldplay?
I never have seen Coldplay, no.
Yeah, I've seen them
I like
couple
Coldplay
times.
a lot.
Yeah.
You've seen them a number of times.
I was, when I saw them at the now Xfinity Mobile Arena, I was surprised with how energetic it was.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, not for nothing, when Parachutes came out, it was kind of a sleepy album, and I love that album, don't get me wrong, but, and the bass drum, you could feel it in your body.
Which you would not expect. Was that the show where the camera went to you and you had your arms around a coworker?
Yes. Yeah. And then she ducked down behind a wall. Yeah.
The only clips that I catch of Coldplay, usually on there, it's a social media, feed or clip or whatever you want to call it, a reel. And it's as of late, the past couple of years, it's just been him, Chris Martin, doing like a local, like he would do the Eagles fight song. It's been stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I haven't seen enough of Coldplay doing Coldplay.
No,
you know what I mean,
bro.
Yeah, totally.
But they've released a lot of albums that I just haven't gotten on board with. It's not that I don't like it, but so I probably wouldn't go see them again because there's just too many of their songs that I don't know. But when I did see them, I knew every single one of their songs.
There's about 4 or 5 of their songs that loom large in my song go-to. I Will Fix You is it's just gorgeous.
Yeah. The top 5, like I said, Coldplay, U2, Ed Sheeran, Dave Matthews Band, and Taylor Swift. Bruce Springsteen, the E Street Band's number 6. And then you have Kenny Chesney, Metallica, Bon Jovi, Elton John was 10th. And then Pink, way up high there. Thought that was pretty cool. The Rolling Stones, Beyonce, and Andre Rieu. Is that how you say the name? Andre Rieu?
I don't know.
R-I-E-U.
So
number 14, they have Madonna, Guns N' Roses, Eagles. Fish is 18, Casey.
I'm surprised they're that low.
Well,
Why is that?
they're aggressive tourers, are they not?
Yeah, I mean, listen, they are. They're. I don't want to say they're always on tour, but lately they do summer tour. And now they do just like little mini tours.
All right.
Yeah, that's the thing, Case. They don't go out and do,
stadiums,
150 date tours.
Right.
Yeah. So they'll do big shows.
But they'll do them more sporadically.
Yeah. And then you have Iron Maiden, Luke Bryan, Roger Waters, Paul McCartney, Toby Keith. Number 24 is Billy Joel. And then number 25, Depeche Mode, actually. And that's since the millennium. So
yeah, interesting.
Yep. Speaking of bands that have made it big, Metallica, their most streamed songs are Enter Sandman, and is creeping up to 2 billion streams, and Master of Puppets and Nothing Else Matters. They sit at a cool billion odd streams each. So in a post recently, the band's account wrote, "You guys continue to outdo yourselves every year," and this is the total they came up with in the post. Over 21,000 years worth of music has been streamed in 2025.
Okay.
Wow. They said, "Sincere thanks to the Metallica family who listened all year, joined us on the world tour, and supported us from every corner of the globe. We can't wait to see you out on the road." 21,000 years.
That's crazy. If I was Metallica, I would, just for the hell of it, do a cover of Mr. Sandman.
Yeah. Oh.
Right?
Yes.
Mr. Sandman.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Bring me a dream.
They could do that because sometimes Robert and Kirk will do something that's a little off out of the ordinary. They'll get together and if they're like when they were in Australia, they were playing some really deep cut Australian artist songs, and they could do
they could
do Mr.
Ryan,
Sandman.
you down with that, Mr. Sandman?
Yeah, Ryan's a big Metalhead and Metallica fan. What do you think about them?
I would vote for all of this. I love when so they called the Doodles when Kirk and Rob would actually go out and do this. So this past tour, it's like snippets of some of their songs. They'll try and do Philly or whatever town that they're in. They'll do centric songs like they've done like the OJs before they've covered,
cool.
like all kinds of cool stuff.
I love when this stuff like that happens. Yeah.
But Mr. Sandman.
Yeah,
that's a great idea. Metallica is going to be hitting the road in Europe next summer with an onslaught of tour dates already announced, and their tour packages are luxe as always with a range of experiences with a multitude of price ranges. Marissa sent me this story. It's a local one. The former Grape Room in Manayunk, independent music venue with a history spanning parts of 4 decades, is going to celebrate its reopening on New Year's Eve with a bill of local acts playing there.
Glad that's opening up again. Maybe I've been to it once or twice, but to know it was there, and providing a, you're an up-and-coming band, you look for stages.
The 2-story venue at 105 Grape Street abruptly closed in March of last year after a 14-year run at that location under a Brian Scooter Hassinger. You remember Scooter?
I remember Scooter.
What was the band he was in?
Not Pepper's Ghost.
No. Two female singers. Remember that? They were great.
Yes.
They did
Yeah.
Y100. They played on our show tons of times. So I have to see if you can remember that. Or somebody can text in, because that's driving me crazy. I used to love those guys. 3 of his former employees, Mose Richards, Bobby Broxham, and Alec Martarullo, have since spent more than a year planning to take over the space, which they are now shortening the name to just The Grape. Because it was Grape Street Cafe, it was Grape Street, it was the Grape Room. It had a couple different names, if I recall correctly. They originally, it was Grape Street Pub. That was
There we go,
in the 1990s and the early 2000s. Later moved a few blocks away to a larger space at 4100 Main Street, and then came back to the original location. And artists who graced the venue over the years included the likes of Jeff Buckley, G-Love, Guster, Dispatch, Amos Lee, Derek Truck, Silvertide, and the Lumineers, and was a popular place for weekend stand-up comedy as well. Richards spent 4 years as a sound tech at the Grape Room alongside Broxton and Martarullo, and she became attached to the venue after performing in the space, which holds about 150 people on the ground floor and 55 on the second floor, overlooking the stage.
Was it Stargazer Lily?
I think it was Stargazer Lily. I think you're right.
Stargazer Lily, yeah.
Did you just remember that, or did somebody text it in?
No, I saw Marissa was like going through a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like, it's not like a girl's name. I felt like.
Had to dive deep into a story from the Delco Times in 2004.
Yeah. I'm going to look up and see if I can find music from them.
Athensville seems to be another one of his bands.
That wasn't them.
Okay.
For sure.
You know who was kind of notably left off that list? Hailstorm.
Yeah.
I can remember like those local music nights that MMR
they
would
played
host.
there, yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
that's
there
right,
all
yeah.
the time. Seether, I think, played there a couple times too.
Okay.
Great news.
So the trio plans to operate 6 days a week with a comedy open mic on Tuesday nights, open music jam sessions on Wednesday, and then scheduled acts Thursday through Saturdays. The open mic nights, formerly held on Thursdays, moved to Sunday nights. Hosts will include many familiar faces who were part of the Grape Room community before the bar closed. And the New Year's Eve lineup will be led by Modern Monk, Kozer, and the Funky Tea. They'll be followed by Subcellar and a local DJ who's going to ring in the new year with a set accompanied by 3D holographic visuals. So
Gives us
great.
a place, Preston, for our freeform jazz experiment.
Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it. All right, 2 things. You mentioned Kozer. I'm fairly certain Kozer performed on our side stage in live band karaoke. I think that was one of our performers, female. And then also, did you guys see on Jeopardy? They had 2 categories side by side. One was G-Love, followed by Special Sauce.
Oh, no. Yes, I did
When
see
was
that.
this?
It was a couple of nights ago. I just saw it on G-Love's. He reposted it on Instagram. But one category was G in quotations.
Right.
So it was G-Love.
Usually words with G or something
Wait,
like
wait,
that, yeah.
Okay, so G-Love was one category?
Was one category, and then this next category right after that was Special Sauce, which is obviously intentional.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I would love to take my run at those categories.
Yeah.
Because if special sauce has to do with actual special sauces at fast food restaurants and so on, I would love to take a stab at that.
So they do that a lot more frequently now, where the categories will kind of be a phrase or a
theme.
sentence broken down. Yeah.
I love that. All right, and then one last story, and I mentioned this earlier this morning. Wham!
Wham!
Last Christmas has hit a new milestone, soaring to number 2 on both Billboard's Hot 100 and Holiday 100.
And recently revealed by my wife, her new favorite Christmas song.
It is the highest U.S. peak ever, 41 years after its release. The song also reached 9 times platinum, proving its status in a holiday staple. George Michael Entertainment celebrated the moment, calling it a testament to a brilliant song and timeless record. And Andrew Ridgeley added that the track has become one of the most cherished Christmas classics, embraced by generations.
Did you ever get to see that Wham documentary?
No.
It is so wonderful.
I need to see
and
that.
so inspiring, because Andrew Ridgeley basically was asked in school, like in elementary school, in case you'll echo this, George Michael was getting picked on a lot. And he said, could you kind of look out for this guy? And he said, sure.
Yeah.
And he protected him in school, and they became friends.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lifelong friendship. And to this day, Andrew Ridgeley is loves him dearly, is emotional, and it's just a beautiful thing to see a friendship like that. A guy who just said, sure, this shouldn't be happening, as a kid.
Yeah, and George Michael was kind of a rapper in the beginning, it seemed like.
Yeah, a little bit more of that, yeah.
But a great vocalist. We were talking about his turn with the Freddie Mercury tribute, after Freddie had passed. He did a version of Somebody to Love, and it was just fantastic.
He did like 3 or 4 songs, man. He took a whole chunk of that thing and was great.
Wow. All right, that's all we have time for in music news. We're going to take a break, come back in a second, wrap up our show. Letter of the day, word of the week. Yep, we'll have it, so stay there. We'll return in a moment.
Now the tomato's taking top billing there, Preston.
No, it's not.
You said
Well,
grilled
you're
tomato and
right.
cheese.
It says grilled tomato and cheese.
I would call
it a grilled cheese with tomato.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
There is a grilled cheese with bacon. You can put it on there.
And that's grilled cheese with bacon.
Which is awesome. Cheddar and apple grilled cheese.
All right.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you ever have like apple slices and cheese together, that's, or fruit and cheese, that can work
Makes
out
it
nicely.
healthy.
Mm-hmm.
A sandwich you can eat on the run.
Yep.
Smoked Gouda and roasted red pepper grilled cheese.
Do I like Gouda?
I like
you do.
Gouda, yeah.
You like Gouda a lot.
All right.
You'll find good Gouda, Abu Dhabi.
I have a story in the bizarre file with Abu Dhabi coming up in a
I'm
while.
thinking a grilled brie.
Yeah.
Would be yummy.
I've had it.
A grilled ham and brie.
Yes.
Was fantastic.
On a baguette.
Oh my God!
So good.
Nick, my wife makes a it's an app she'll put out at parties, but it's brie and it's grilled in, or it's baked in like a challah.
Like a baked brie?
Yeah.
And it gets all runny
And there's a
gooey.
little bit of raspberry or something too.
Yeah, but you know what, Steve? It's got that protective shell on the outside.
And it gives it cohesion.
God bless that shell.
Hang on a second here. Let me go to Garrett has a recipe. Hi, Garrett. Good morning.
Yo, good morning. Sorry to bother you guys at work.
Nah, brother. What's up?
Yeah, so check it out. So a couple years ago, I was getting creative in the kitchen, and I was making a grilled cheese, and I was like, you know what? I want to get a little creative here. So I scratched the cheese entirely, and I had some leftover buffalo chicken dip from the football game before, and I spread that on there, just made it like a normal grilled cheese. Actually, the same way Casey does. Like, I take the slab of butter, throw it down, then I kind of like mush it around a little bit. You know what I mean? Like swirl it around. But, dude, I'm telling you, that is a banging sandwich.
So
I love buffalo.
I guess buffalo chicken dip has cream cheese in it, so that's technically in the cheese family.
Well, we throw some cheddar cheese in our buffalo chicken dip, too, so kind of
Okay.
we get in there.
Speaking as someone who has
Interesting. Thank you,
now
Garrett.
about 160 packets of Star-Kissed buffalo, I love that.
Buffalo tuna?
But the buffalo tuna is great. The buffalo dip in
buffalo dip. I'm
every
sorry.
application, that buffalo flavor, whatever it is. You said it has cream cheese in it. I didn't know that.
The dips usually
Okay,
do.
yeah, delicious.
I will say that Panera, they sometimes can hit or miss on some of their things, but consistently their tomato soup and their grilled cheese is good.
So
I agree.
What's the news? What? What's the new sandwich that they're
The Panera?
They mention a type of pepper. It's like a
Freshy pepper.
It's you know what I'm talking about. Have you seen the thing?
Is
For
it
this
like
It's like a new like a Mediterranean.
You know what, Steve? They should probably send us samples.
I'm intrigued.
Yes, it's a new thing that they're pushing.
Wouldn't
And
be
it's
a
got
poblano pepper, would it?
no. I don't know, but it is a red pepper that apparently has this incredibly exotic, wonderful taste.
Okay, wait, like a vegetable or like the crushed red pepper?
A vegetable.
No, like a vegetable pepper.
Side note, stuffed peppers. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah,
Like you
well,
can put
we should
sausage
have
in
a
there.
restaurant and call it Sergeant Pepper.
Well, listen, it's sort of offensive that you bring it up on grilled cheese day.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean,
I said side note.
Stay in your lane, buddy. All right, roasted poblano and mushroom grilled cheese.
No poblano.
I like a poblano.
I do like poblano.
I like it the poblano.
I like saying poblano. Fun syllables.
I come
know what-
from
you know
the
what
village of Poblano.
Do you know what a smoked poblano is? An ancho chili.
Oh.
If you ever see ancho chili.
I don't know why I
Ancho
reacted
cheese.
like that. Yeah.
I believe so.
And ancho cheese.
Wait, so it's the same thing?
It's the same thing, but it's smoked. It's prepared differently, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Here, this one sounds interesting. Grilled cheese with everything bagel seasoning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wait, in or on?
Don't know. I would have to click on the recipe, and it would take me off of this.
Right.
This is just the names of them.
I think at Trader Joe's you can get the seasoning that's just called everything but the bagel.
Yep.
And it's terrific.
Yes, I agree.
But one of the best, so there was maybe you've had it as well, Nick, over at Harvest. They would do like a cedar plank salmon, but it would be crusted with the everything bagel crust.
I love a crust.
Oh, yeah.
Grilled cheese.
Look at me bringing that up on Grilled Cheese Day.
Yeah. Spicy grilled cheese.
Okay.
So you can use, like a jalapeno
Or pepper
cheddar,
jack or something.
Pepper jack, yeah.
No, but I'll do like a diced jalapeno.
Okay.
We actually, oh, God, never mind. Sorry. I was doing the Casey thing, and I'm not going to do it now.
You were going to go somewhere else?
Yeah.
Okay.
My refrigerator's
Well,
blue.
now I'm intrigued.
Okay. Well, good. Because this is, my wife made hash brown casserole last night for dinner.
This is a recipe that we shared with Casey's family. And,
And it's
in love with it.
amazing. And I was really digging it. And I thought, ooh, you know what would be really great in this? Diced jalapenos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you?
I agree.
I did not, but I put some hot sauce in it.
Is there cheese in there?
Banditos. What's that?
Is there cheese in that
Oh,
recipe?
yeah.
All right,
Cheese
so
and-
it's a part of this conversation by default.
Here's another recipe: Brussels sprouts and bacon grilled cheese. Maybe. I don't
You know
know.
what I do? I do love though.
I like Brussels sprouts.
I love
Yeah.
baked Brussels sprouts.
And bacon or pancetta with Brussels sprouts is usually quite lovely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And all of you will be farting in about a half hour.
Hang on, let me go to, let's see, where was it? Yeah, let me go to Doug because he's got a technique. It's National Grilled Cheese Day, by the way. We usually don't talk about the national food days, but I mean, it's grilled cheese. Hey, Doug, you're on the air. Good morning.
Morning.
What's up, bud?
All right, so I started making this when I was working at a fresh restaurant. Because I couldn't get to the burner. So
Was it a fresh restaurant or a French
restaurant.
Okay.
French restaurant.
Okay, yeah, it's hard to say.
The
man.
fresh restaurant of Bel Air.
All right. But so I couldn't get to the cooktops, and I was in charge of the broiler. So you butter the bread, you stick it in, butter side up, and you grill it till it's golden brown.
Okay.
And you flip it over, you put your cheese on, and you heat it until it's bubbling and starting to turn brown.
So he's saying
In the oven.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, then you put it together. But lately I've been, so as that's working in the oven, I'll cook a couple of slices of pancetta, and if I use Swiss extra sharp cheese, you put them together, so you have the sharpness of the cheese, and then you have the saltiness of the pancetta. It's awesome.
I hate
I'm
Swiss
digging it.
cheese so much.
Okay.
I hate it with a
But
white
it's
hot
a nice,
passion.
it's a nice crispy, you know.
All right. I like
All right.
that, Doug.
All
I'll
right,
try
cool.
that technique, the oven technique. Thank you. So you hate Swiss cheese?
I hate Swiss cheese
I love
almost as much as I hate sharks.
I love Swiss cheese. In fact, I'll go to the finest fresh restaurant in town. No, and I've had a grilled Swiss cheese sandwich. It ain't bad.
Yeah, if you do Swiss and cheddar together, I think it's great.
It's
And
fine.
I think a three cheese cheese mix is pretty awesome. I did not know
throuple.
that about you about Swiss cheese.
Yeah,
Wow.
just,
ham and Swiss is that's a standard.
Really?
Gross, yeah.
Turkey and Swiss. I love a good Swiss.
My Andrea hates it too. She can't stand Swiss cheese, and I get in trouble sometimes for bringing it home. I'm like, no, I love Swiss cheese.
Sometimes I feel.
Did you bring Swiss home again?
Yeah, because she feels like because she's such a cheese lover.
Yeah,
which I find
cheese
interesting.
lover.
Well, she loves all cheeses.
Yeah,
except Swiss, and
that
I'm like,
sort of arbitrary.
You're kind of missing out.
Not everything in the fridge has to be for you. That's true. I get mad at my wife for putting White Claw in the fridge. I'm like, God damn it!
One more quick call. We're going to have to take a break because we have guests lining up. So I'm going to go to Alicia. Hi, Alicia. Good morning.
Good morning. Sorry to bother you guys at work.
It's okay.
We're happy to have you, Alicia. What's up?
Thanks. So I own a restaurant in Chalfont called Ember Smokehouse and Tap.
Okay.
And we have a 3x3 grilled cheese.
I don't believe you unless you bring it here right now.
I will bring it there.
No, go ahead.
I will bring it to you guys. And the Brussels sprouts, we have Brussels sprouts. I can bring those too.
Explain your sandwich fully. What is your premium grilled cheese sandwich?
So it's a 3x3 grilled cheese. So it's got 3 different kinds of cheeses. And then I know the meat gets top billing on this, but it has pulled pork, bacon, and pork belly. And we serve it with a tomato bisque.
Could you call that though, Preston? Would you call that a grilled cheese sandwich, or would you call that a?
I'd call it
So here's the
a
loophole.
pork sandwich with cheese on it.
Yeah.
Here's the loophole. We don't call it a grilled cheese, but it has grilled cheese. And the loophole is that it's a 3x3. So you can say that the 3 cheeses is first, or you can say that the 3 porks are first.
All right. So you're looking for wiggle room. It sounds delicious.
I think you're a little over the boundary, but I mean, I would certainly. I'm sure it's a
You should probably try it.
I should
though, right?
probably try it. Goo Dolls on 93.3. Just talking about them yesterday, actually, as they're heading out for some shows. Slide is the name of the song. It's 10:36 and Wednesday morning. 10:35, sorry. Shorted you a minute. And we're going up to about 44 degrees today. Some clouds. You can see it's kind of a great day today. We're going to end up with some light rain by later this afternoon. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, 36. And then pretty much the same thing on Friday. Warming up a little bit on Saturday and then cooling off again on Sunday is where we will be. Today has been fun, but the sun doesn't end there. We were just talking, Casey had mentioned when we were in Music News that on Jeopardy the other day that there was a series of categories that one said G-Love and the other one said special sauce.
Yeah.
And I said I would like to have taken a crack at the special sauce category. Marissa went and grabbed all the clues.
There we go.
So I want to hear
crack
this.
at it?
Yeah,
All right,
let's
you
see
guys
what we got here.
Want to give it a run starting at 200?
Sure, yeah, let's start there.
All right. Bechamel, Espagnole, and Hollandaise are some of these French sauces with a familial name.
Oh, those are mother sauces. What?
What are?
What are mother sauces?
Okay.
She's
Sorry,
right.
I forgot we were playing the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is everyone playing? Just you?
I will recuse myself because I watched it when it aired.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
A popular variety of ragu in Italian cuisine that is this meaty sauce associated with a city in the north of the country.
Bolognese?
Correct.
What is bolognese?
There it
I'm
is.
sorry, man. Damn it, I forgot I'm on Jeopardy.
Steve, can you be my bell?
Yeah,
I'll give
I
you
got
a
it right
thumbs
here. I'm
up.
good to
All
go,
right,
yeah.
great. All right, for 600. A Rick and Morty episode led to a craze for this McDonald's sauce, originally released as a promotion for Mulan.
What is Szechuan? Yes. Thank you. Okay.
All right, and then for 800, for a simple appetizer, combine cream cheese and mango, the type of this handy-named relish served with crackers.
Oh, this type of handy.
This one was hard.
Served with crackers.
But this handy made. So hang on. Question, Alex or Ken. You're adding the relish to the mango and the.
The
or is
mango,
this what it's called after it's done?
Yes.
Oh, it's what it's called after it's done. Man, I don't know.
You're going to be mad at yourself.
What is it?
What is chutney?
Chutney! Damn it. Okay.
All right, and the last one, the founder of Hui Fong Foods said that he decided not to trademark this name of his chili hot sauce with a rooster on the bottle.
No. What is sriracha? Thank you. Did pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Chutney. I'm going to kick myself in the ass for that one. So.
We're not really chutney peoples.
No, I will. I will have a chutney.
Chutney's people's is people's.
From time to time, but I just didn't never.
People's is people's.
Never thought of chutney as a sauce of sorts.
No, it's more like a
Thanks,
face
Owen
cream.
Wilson.
It's like a face cream. What's that?
Said thanks, Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Never thought of chutney as a sauce.
Also, cream cheese in a chutney.
Yeah,
That
no,
was
not.
weird.
I don't know that. Now you can put chutney on cream cheese,
Okay.
and then spread it. You know how you'll take like a sometimes like a jalapeno jam and put that on a cream cheese, and then you cut that off and put it on. It's lovely. It's delightful.
It's
may I tell you.
delightful. It's a wonderful repast.
Well, anyway, we could go on and on. I would
About
like to
chutney.
thank our guest Chad Daniels for being on the show today. Chad is playing Helium Comedy Club Friday and Saturday, and we had a great conversation with him. Tickets available at heliumcomedy.com. Very funny guy, very cool guy. And so is Matt Court. He's funny and cool, too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
You're a big chutney fan.
No, but you were talking about Stargazer Lily, right?
Yeah.
What? They're playing somewhere?
No, so Grape Street.
Right.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Scooter, the drummer, used to be the owner.
Right.
Or at least a partner in there. And so in the story, it mentioned him and he had sold it and these guys bought it. And I was like, what was Scooter's band's name? I don't remember. And it was Stargazer Lily.
Well, you remember I brought them to the Camp Out for Hunger when you guys were. How many years were you at Adams Park? 2?
No, it was like 3 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one night, remember Chris Bozzi?
Yeah.
Yes.
We were at that restaurant. I don't know if it's still there. Pod, Steven Starr's at
It
University City.
just closed a little while ago.
And we were right around the camp out, obviously. And we were drinking, and this band was there, Stargazer Lily. And I'm like, oh, come by the camp out tomorrow. You guys should play. And I booked them.
You booked them just by saying that.
Yeah. And they came by, and Jim's like, Matt, what's going on with? I'm like, well, Dan Fine, local. I thought he's like, yeah, but and they ended up. I think they ended up interviewing with you guys.
Well, and we had them on a few times.
Yeah, they might have played, but I just remember Jim saying, "You did what?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I saw them last night at Pod. I thought it'd be a great idea.
They played a few times, and they were one of those kind of local alt bands that I thought had legs and maybe might do something. And they were good.
Right, Scooter and 2 girls, I think. Yeah, they were super nice. Obviously, they were super nice that night.
Yeah. Well,
but I'm like, I just remember Jim looking at me in the parking lot of Adams Park. Matt, what's going on here? Man?
Well, maybe listen.
You said they could play?
After all this conversation about them, maybe the band's getting back together.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
Triumph did.
Yeah. Come on, man. 30 years later.
Right.
You never know.
Wait, it's Triumph's first gig in 30 years?
They've toured together in 30 years.
Man.
Yeah, which is really cool. So, all right, Matt, let's get the letter of the day, then we'll see what you got going on. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
Now, the Daily Letter.
All right, the Preston and Steve Show is brought to you today by the letter
D as in danger.
All right, and we have a $450 gift card to Steven Singer Jewelers that we're going to give away. You can visit Steven's new location in Newtown, Bucks County, and that's now open in the Village next to the Capitol Grill. You can visit IHateStevenSinger.com as well. All right, what's shaking today, man?
Well, we got the elves again today. Day number 2. We got Gabby, Valerie, Olivia, Caitlin, and Shane decorating and putting things everywhere.
The tradition continues.
Just some touches have begun. I know they did a lot of cleanup first and a lot of sorting, but it's just started.
I think by tomorrow you're going to come in here in the morning and be like, by the way, I loved your singing today.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank
Can you do Sarah McLachlan, Bare Naked Ladies, God Rest You?
It's a good one.
Maybe I'll work on that tomorrow.
But
so
I guess you
can
need 2 people for that.
Yeah, or 3 people technically, I guess. All right, so let's see. Let's see who I walk in with tomorrow morning.
Right.
You know who surprisingly hates the decorations?
Jackie.
Yes.
I noticed a lot of stuff that was on the console is not there anymore. So I'm sure he moved it.
He's also tall and bangs his head on
Yeah.
things.
True.
So.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's hunched over a lot.
Anyway, we got blocks today from Joe Walsh, the White Stripes, and Genesis.
Nice.
And Lame Ass Trivia coming up at 11:40. Tickets for the Sixers and the Pacers. Today is a rock and roll trivia question.
Okay.
And Vinyl Cut today, I'm holding up the album right now.
Nice.
Grateful Dead, Terrapin Station.
Estimated profit, maybe?
I'm thinking the whole side 2 of Terrapin Station.
The whole suite.
By the way, Ryan and Sam did a little tour of the early decorations. So if you want to head to the Preston and Steve Instagram page, you can see what it looks like now. And then I'm sure we'll put up another one tomorrow to see what it really looks like.
For sure. Definitely. All right. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. We'll take a moment to thank our sponsors. Preston and Steve Show brought to you today by Dunkin'. And the Preston and Steve Show runs on Dunkin'. Also brought to you by Acme and Acme Markets are fresh foods, local flavors. Tomorrow, very cool thing taking place. If you're as much into Stranger Things as I am, and my youngest, who's just a psycho for the show, we both are, we will have in the studio tomorrow morning Karen Wheeler, Mrs. Wheeler. Cara Buono is going to be here. So she's Nancy's mom. She has a big character arc so far in this final season.
No sad Bruno.
Yeah, no sad Buono. So she will be here tomorrow morning in our studio in the 7 o'clock hour early. So make sure you join us. Plus, Charlie Cox. Yeah,
Yes,
the Daredevil himself.
absolutely.
Will be joining. And we haven't talked to Mr. Skin in a while. He'll be on the program too.
Excellent.
So we'll have those things and more. That's it. We are done. Rage on and have a great day in the morning. We shall see you tomorrow, friend. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.